40.
The Boston Celtics. Is it live when you guys did?
Yes, it is. We hot, Ron. Focus. Yes, we are.
Y'all can hear us?
Yeah. Now you just turned your mic off. That's what you just did, Ron.
The Boston Celtics are continuing to defy the odds. They just keep winning, guys. Mm-hmm. They just keep winning and keep winning and keep winning. And last night, they got a crazy boost from an unlikely source off the bench, scored 39 points, and they just continue to show us that they are, in fact, legit. Or are they just lucky? That's the question I have for you guys. Are they legit or are they lucky? So we're going to get into that. Jaylen Brown's obviously playing at the level he's playing at. Joe Mazzulla, once again, is coaching his ass off. Oh, and by the way, Jayson Tatum indicated last night that he's ready.
Oh, boy.
We'll see what this all means for the Celtics. They are the number 2 seed right now. Also, Klay Thompson passed. Well, he jumped to number 4 in the all-time three-pointers list. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about who he passed. We'll talk about the Mount Rushmore of three-point shooters. And we're just going to have a good-ass episode today, fellas. Mars, chill. What's going on, y'all?
It's Friday. We're in the middle of basketball season. We're in the middle of the dog days of the season. We in the house. Yes, we are 100% in the house. I'm ready to do it, Mom. I'm ready to do it, Mars. I have a difficult time with watching Spo coach. I just do. I'm having a difficult time with him. And Mars, I know you're a numbers guy.
Kel'el Ware thing. Just the Kel'el Ware thing.
Like, what are we doing with this kid, Mars? What are we doing with him? I don't understand. What are we doing with him? What's the plan? And I've heard in the past, and I've actually heard this on record, where Spo will do something to sacrifice a game to later on, when we get later on in the season or in the playoffs, so it could work. Like he'll draw up a play. I don't think he's doing it to intentionally lose. I'm not going to say that, but he'll do something and it'll ultimately sacrifice the game to see if it works. And then later on, he'll use it again, like basically switch it up. But I think that he's screwing with this kid, man. He's going to end up screwing him up. I do. I think he's going to end up screwing up this kid. And Mars, you've said this to me countless times, what the numbers say. And the numbers say when he's on the floor with Bam, they're not as good. Maybe that's a coaching thing. Because when you have a rim protector like him, I can appreciate the motor. I can appreciate that he doesn't play hard all the time. But when you got a rim protector like him, when you got a rebounder like him, when you got a transition big like him who gets up and down the floor like he does, when you got a finisher at the rim, there has to be ways. We have to find better ways in order for this team to be better. And we got to find ways where he can be on the floor for a significant amount of minutes. There's no reason why he shouldn't play in the entire second half. There's no way.
I don't know. I mean, I would argue Coach Spo has shown enough for where you should trust him more than Kel'el Ware in his decision-making. But I don't know. The numbers say Kel'el Ware's not that good of a rim protector either. So I don't know. It depends. I feel like he's been a bit harsh with Kel'el Ware in terms of his treatment of him, especially compared to other young players. So maybe that's because he holds him to a higher standard. So he's trying to like expect the highest level of performance from Kel'el Ware in comparison to like the younger players who maybe aren't as good, whether that's like a Jovic or a Larson or whatever. Or he genuinely thinks the errors that Kel'el Ware makes or the mental lapses are that damaging that he actually can't play him. I listened to some of the interviews because like Heat fans on Twitter are very demonstrative of their disagreement with this Kel'el Ware treatment. And every time I hear Coach Spo talk about him, it sounds like he just doesn't like him. Like he's just not his type of player.
Yeah.
And then if that's the case, then it could be a Kuminga situation where like there is talent there, but it's not being actualized or realized in this system with this coach. And maybe it is just best for everyone if there's a change of scenery. I don't know, because all the numbers do say that they're better without him. Yep. But also my eye test can tell me if a team can't grab a rebound, put your best rebounder on the floor. That's just logical. Yeah. So I think there's truth to both sides. I think Coach Spo isn't just benching him to bench him. But I also think that Kel'el Ware should be on the floor more,
Then
especially in games where they're like getting killed on the glass. It just makes sense. So I feel like it might be a Kuminga situation where they might need to just separate.
Which leads me also to my next point, which is coaches screw players up. And I don't think that we talk about this nearly as much as we should. As good as players are, the system, which I hear all the time about the system being why a player is as good as he is. Well, that's part of being a great player, being put in a system that's conducive to your skill set. And if you're playing for a coach who doesn't value you in what you do, he's going to screw you up. And I feel like in this particular situation, what's going on with Kel'el Ware, I think that there's a lot of players who've had issues like this where my game isn't conducive to this coach, and now it looks like I can't play. When in reality, I'm a damn good player if I could get in the system that's conducive to my skill set. I think Kel'el Ware is I think he's a damn good player. A damn good player. I'm imagining I'm imagining Kel'el Ware in Toronto with that group. Like, what does he look like? The rim protector, the rebounder, the floor spacer, the transition player. What does he look like on that Toronto group? Because I think he's exactly what they need. I can appreciate the motor logic, but I think he's exactly what they need.
Chill. And Khalil's better than what we've seen. Because Spo don't let him off the leash. He don't let him just go.
Yeah.
Like Khalil, what he's shown us, the 20-12 nights, the 17-14 nights, stretching
Almost
the floor.
20.
Yeah, like he really is scratching the surface. And obviously it's because he's young too. But really just because like he's on a leash in Miami.
Yeah.
And so it's like, imagine him, which I would assume he has the conditioning to play 30 plus minutes a night. Imagine him doing that and what that looks like and how impactful he is and how much he can grow, how much he learns how to play his game, how much he learns how to impact the game more, how much he learns how to do the things that he's already good at doing at the NBA level. Like, it's one of those things where, similar to the Jonathan Kuminga situation, I would hate to see a young player just rot away because he's not given the opportunity to flourish as much as he can. And I mean, Chill, you right. Like, put him on a bunch of different teams. He looks completely different. They use him completely different. Yeah, he might have his flaws, but last time I checked, I'm pretty sure every player in the NBA, including your favorite player or the best player, has their flaws.
Yeah, they're not flawless.
We don't want him to be somewhere else. This is a great place for him to be.
I agree.
Kel'el Ware is in a great place. He's a young fella that Eric Spoelstra is trying to make better. We don't need to duck.
Is he the Ox?
Yes, we don't need to duck accountability. We don't need to duck getting better. We don't need to duck development. Why can't we just accept what Eric Spoelstra is saying as he needs to go back to where he was 6 to 8 weeks ago and start stacking better days? You know what I mean? Stack better days. Get back on track. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we accept that Eric Spoelstra knows what he's doing?
100% he does know what 100%. To Mars's point, I'm going to trust the coach who has a track record, probably more than I'm going to trust a young player. However, coaches can be wrong too. And to your point, Ox, if I'm saying we got to go back to stacking better days, well, why were we doing that? Why were there better days 6 to 8 weeks ago? Probably because I was playing more. Probably because I was more involved in what was going on. Like, why am I not involved in what's going on right now? There has to be some sort of inconsistency here and why I'm not playing as much as I used to. And the reason why I'm not playing and the reason why I'm not able to stack those days up, like Spo said, is because of that right there, because there's some inconsistencies with us. I was playing more, which means I was livelier. And don't get me wrong, Ox, I'm not ducking accountability. I 100% need to be better at certain things. That's why I'm a young player, and that's why it's important for me to accept coaching. Right? Accept that. But what's not going to happen, what I don't think should happen, is you consistently being inconsistent with me. If I'm not this day, then I'm out. I know that there's a standard that you're holding me to, but if you're going to hold me to that standard, consistently hold me to that standard, if that's fair.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways though, Chill. I think it's fair to say that, you know, he's not playing because of inconsistencies. Not inconsistencies because he's not playing. You know what I mean? I think it's fair. I'm gonna give Eric Spoelstra the benefit of the doubt every time. And I feel like there might be things in film sessions, might be things in shoot arounds, might be things in practices, might be things in one-on-one discussions. There's clear motor issues. There might be effort issues on certain things. Maybe he's not hitting certain benchmarks that he needs to hit, or it can't only be what we're seeing on the basketball court. You know, there's that game is just 2.5, 3 hours of development or of what it takes to be a part of this basketball team. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's the only reason. And I think Kel'el Ware is an amazing basketball player. I like Kel'el Ware, but we all know that there's sometimes motor issues, sometimes IQ lapse from time to time, which I think an IQ lapse for a young player from time to time is okay. Yep. You know what I mean? But motor issues to be that type of athlete, to be as athletic he is, you know, he's kind of wiry, he's quicker, he's a lot quicker than he looks. That when you have a motor issue, unless it's like a medical thing, I don't know, I just think it's inexcusable. You know what I mean? If it's an effort thing, then that's completely inexcusable. Which I'm not saying that he's not giving effort. I'm just saying we've seen some lapses for Kel'el, and I have to give Erik Spoelstra the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's trying to sabotage Kel'el Ware. I think he's trying to make him a better player. And I hope Kel'el Ware is not getting upset. I hope he's
he is getting upset,
losing.
but I
hope he's not losing confidence in himself. I hope that he's accepting coaching. I hope that he's embracing adversity, and I hope he's trying to get better, because I think he has a bright future, and I hope he lets Erik Spoelstra develop and coach him. You know,
that's what my issue is, though, Ox. Like, what is the plan exactly? Because
discouraged. Thanks, Quan.
That's my issue, Ox, because I'm wondering what exactly is the plan. I can appreciate you holding me to a specific standard. All right, I get that part. And when I'm not living up to that, you holding me accountable. This is what I expect from you. No doubt about that. With that being said, though, Ox, when he is on the floor, he is producing. So we have coaches who have changed systems because players are this good. We have coaches who've tweaked systems because players don't really get it, and they've dumbed it down for this said player, i.e., the kid that used to play for the Knicks that's now in Indiana.
Maybe Toppin.
And what they did was, we basically told him, you don't have to do nearly as much as you did in the past, and it worked for him. I feel like with Kel'el Ware, the standard that Erik Spoelstra is holding him to, if you see me as a certain type of player, and you want me to be that, and if I'm doing that, can we stick to what's helping me do that? We shouldn't have games where I ain't playing a whole half, especially when we're playing in the Eastern Conference against a really good team, a playoff team. We shouldn't have games like that.
Yo, I'm about to step in, fellas. Ox, I agree with both of you guys. I think Kel'el should play more, but at the same time, I think coaching and accountability, especially for a 21-year-old, is the highest level that a kid should be held to. I think accountability and hard coaching, I don't think that doesn't hurt anybody, especially in your second year. But he almost is averaging a double-double in 24 minutes. So it's obviously, we know it's a ton of potential there. We'll just have to see how the situation goes. But as of right now, chat, we got to talk about the Boston Celtics, the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. They are 25-15. And on top of that, they actually beat the Miami Heat last night. Anthony Simons off the bench was the Celtics' best player. He scored 39 points. He went 7-16 from 3. That's 43%. 13-28 from the field. Still gave you 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And he looked like Trailblazers, Anthony. Turn the clock back for a second. Fellas, thoughts on this game? Jaylen Brown, 27 points. Thoughts on this game? Thoughts on the Celtics?
Derek White for the All-Star game.
What'd you say?
Derek White for the All-Star game. That's what I said.
Shout out D.
He got
White.
my vote. He got my vote.
D. White, baby. Shout out D. White. I mean,
that's all I have.
Brian, this is one of those. This is one of those things, bro. I'm shocked still, man. I'm just shocked that the Celtics are really playing this well. I expected them to be around like a 7 seed when coming into the season. That's where I think I had them. I think I had them at 6, 7, 8, around that area. And to see everybody really just balling like this it's really dope. And then for Jayson Tatum to look like he's coming back, he wants to be a part of this. I mean, I'm optimistic, man. The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, y'all. Jaylen Brown for MVP. Well, except for Shea. Well, behind Shea. He's in the conversation, Morris. He's in the conversation.
So Derek White in the conversation too?
Absolutely not.
I guess.
Absolutely not.
To answer your question, Ron, Anthony Simons was really good last night. I mean, I think they did a really good job in putting him, especially Mazzulla, did a really good job at putting him in ISO situations, maximizing his one-on-one ability. Once he got going with that jump shot, I think he really likes the right side of the floor, that right break in particular. I think that's where he likes to operate. And once he got going, I felt like, especially in the second half, I felt like Mazzulla made a conscious effort to continuously keep him in the action offensively and kept him going. And I think that was good for the Boston Celtics because I think it took some of the pressure off Jaylen Brown, and he was able to close the game when we got late into the game. Because if he had to continuously just get all the buckets, I mean, I think that would have been a problem. I mean, Anthony Simons, I always knew that he could get a bucket. And I mean, what we're not going to do is we're not going to sit up here and act like Anthony Simons has always been, like 40 and 39. I mean, I think he's got like 10 games this year where has single digits. He's been a rotation player, so it's been a little bit inconsistent. But last night, I thought that Coach Mazzulla did a great job in using him with the basketball. He's one of those guys that plays really well with the basketball. And I thought Sam Hauser was great off the basketball last night, relocating, spot up shooting. I thought that he was really good in finding spots where he can be effective. And Jaylen Brown just did a great job in helping close the game.
Yeah, but chill. Anthony Simons is like that.
What's like that, Ox? When you say he like that, what's like that?
I mean, he's a known bucket getter. Mm-hmm. And Anthony Simons is a certified bucket getter. There was a time up here in Portland where remember when Dame was out, CJ was out.
Maybe we should be moving on from Dame. Maybe
remember those conversations, right?
I do remember that. Maybe we should be moving on with Simons. I'm like, easy, so let's relax.
I mean, this is so. I mean, I don't expect Anthony Simons to be here averaging 30. I'm not saying that. And he's not. I don't think he's going to be a guy that averages 30. But I was shocked that he wasn't getting more minutes over there or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, this isn't something that we're gonna be like, oh my God, who is this guy? Anthony Simons putting up buckets, like getting buckets like this. Like he might not average 30, 25 or whatever, but on any given night, you better close out on Ant. You better close out on Anthony Simons.
Last night was the most points, minutes, and shots he's gotten all season. So I think more a function of the fact that he got like 34 minutes. He hadn't played 34 minutes the entire season. He'd only played over 30 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other times before this. So I think this is like completely like a,
an anomaly.
Shots up. He made his jumpers. He made 7 threes last night. That obviously helps. He's shooting 40% from 3 this season. Anthony's been very inconsistent this year. He started off, I felt like a little, started off well, but he hasn't offered them like a whole lot. I think some of the stuff that I was expecting him to bring over to Portland, but again, I also think Mazzulla is not playing him as much as I thought he would, just because I think he makes a lot of mistakes defensively for this team. But I think yesterday they just had to have somebody else score. I mean, they were kind of in a little bit of a rut yesterday. Obviously, Derek White didn't have the greatest game of all time. Sam Hauser scored 17. They got 11 guards off the bench. Jaylen Brown was 9 for 24. I just think the situation mattered. Like, you get up 16 threes, you make 7 of them, you make 6 of them, your numbers are going to obviously look a lot better. He shot 46% from the field yesterday. I think this is a player that if you had to give like somebody a lot of shots, and like yesterday, I just think he's a good enough shooter and he's a good enough ball handler to be able to get to a spot and score consistently. But I have been perplexed about him this year because I for sure thought that he would be better than he's been this season.
Swipe, I want you to expand on that, because when we're talking about, before you got up here, we were talking about the system, and we were talking about how important it is for a guy in terms of his skill set to be conducive with the system. And with the Boston Celtics, when they were playing in the Eastern Conference Championship, in the NBA Finals, making deep playoff runs, one of their staples was their defense. That's a very huge part of their system. So with Anthony Simons, if would it be because he's not a part of it? Would it be because he's not as efficient as a defender?
I do think Missoula, in Boston fans, they could maybe speak to this better than I could. Obviously, I watched a good amount of Celtics game, but I haven't watched all of them, obviously. I don't think that in terms of schematically, defensively, that he does the same things as players like Sam Hauser, obviously, Peyton Pritchard, who's been in the system. Peyton Pritchard's a better defender than he is. He's just as smaller, obviously, but he still executes the scheme well. He's just limited physically. Sam Hauser, obviously, is bigger, better defender. I think Jordan Walsh, and the reason why they had a better start to the year, and why they're getting consistent minutes, he's a bigger, more able-bodied defender. Hugo off the bench, he's super young, super raw.
You love him, Ox.
Yeah, I think he can be a guy. Yeah, I think Hugo can be a guy one day.
What type of guy?
Really I don't know, Jordan. I don't want to define that right now.
A guy.
Yeah, a guy. A jag.
Like a good rotation guy.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, he's a rookie. He's literally a baby.
Very much a glue guy.
Yeah, he's literally
Jordan,
a baby.
We're not listening to none of your bullshit today. You talked to us about Jaime Jaquez. Jaime Jaquez look like he's gonna be the best rotation player in the game. You said he sucked. Okay, so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to turn down. Oh, right. So fix
all right, well, I'm noticing something, Jordan. Jaime, Hugo.
Yes. Fix your face, Jordan.
You heard his whole soliloquy on how European players get too much opportunity. That's why Hugo Gonzalez might be a guy.
In my opinion,
with the Euros, Jordan. What's your problem?
Yeah, that's the problem. If Hugo Gonzalez wasn't Spanish, he would have believed in him.
Where Hugo from, Mars?
Spain, I believe.
Okay, so he is Spain. Yeah.
So that's the problem.
Why are y'all trying to make this? Why are y'all trying to make this
Look at this shit right here.
A political thing?
All right.
You the one started it.
Yeah, you did. You
the one started it, Jordan.
We just know if Hugo Gonzalez was actually American, you wouldn't be mad that he could be a guy.
Hey, Celtics fans in the chat, let me finish this point before Jordan gets off on the soliloquy about this.
Yeah, but that's because he's bold. So, that's a different.
I think Celtics fans, do you feel like that's a fair explanation for why Anthony Simon has been so inconsistent?
I think Peyton Pritchard's defense has been trash this year.
But Anthony's also been bad too.
I agree, but I don't think Peyton Pritchard has been good enough defensively to justify the minute disparity between the two over the course of the year.
I think Peyton does some things better than Anthony, but
for sure, yeah. It's and Peyton Pritchard shooting 30, he's shooting 30% from three this year as well. So you're not getting the 3-point value from Peyton that you're getting for Anthony Simons. Although I do like Peyton Pritchard's handling, he's getting into the paint. The mid-range stuff is still really good, but the 3-point shot isn't there. The defense, in my opinion, has been bad, and then obviously the lack of size, and then you got Anthony Simons being as good offensively as he is. I do feel like the amount of minutes he's been getting over the course of the season is a bit low, but doesn't mean I think he should be starting playing 30 minutes or whatever. But he is talented, and he's having his best defensive season of his career. If that helps.
Who?
I mean,
Anthony. It's not saying much, but it's the best defensive season of his career.
I mean, to counter Swiper's point, and I didn't want to interrupt his ball knowledge, but what? He averaging 14. What was your expectations for Anthony?
Oh yeah, I mean, coming into the year, I thought he'd be. I mean, I like Anthony. I always liked him with Portland too. I thought he'd be a 17, 18 a guy, a game dude. He's a really good scorer off the bench. He's obviously a veteran. He's seen a lot of coverages. He's played next to a lot of players. He's been really good. I just think that he hasn't picked up the Celtics system to a degree that I think I would have expected him to 41 games into the season. And I also think this is a little bit of he might not be there next year either, because they probably will trade him out, because I know they're still kind of working their luxury and all that kind of stuff.
Comes off the books.
So I did want him to have a really good year so he could potentially get another deal with somebody else, because right now he's looked at. That's why they traded for him. He's like a negative contract.
What was your expectation of him, Drench?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have one. I thought he was going to be about 14 and 16. That's what I thought.
So when he was in Portland in the last 4 years, I think he averaging 19 to 20 a game over the last 4 years. He's doing something like that. So he gets on this Boston Celtic team.
Bad team though.
And they weren't a good team. Okay, but he gets on this Boston Celtic team, which they had basically been decimated. They lost 4 of their 5 guys. You add Anthony Simons to that group. What was it supposed to look like? Because I'm looking at a guy who has a bucket hitter.
I think it's supposed to look like how it looks now. To be honest with you, I think yes, his minutes are a little bit low, but it's not like Anthony's play and his play over the years is not justifiable that it needs to be play. He needs to be playing a lot more. He'll have some games like he did last night, but for the most part, his minutes is kind of where it's supposed to be. Like I don't necessarily agree that you're supposed to bring Anthony in year one with the Boston Celtics with a system that they already got, that they building around guys like Peyton Pritchard was 6th man of the year last year. Derek White, to some guys he was all NBA. Derek White. Then you got Jaylen Brown. Like what are we supposed to do? Move all those guys to the side for Anthony? Why?
No, that's not it at all. In fact,
oh, that's not what anybody said, actually.
No. In fact,
but that's pretty much what y'all inferring. Y'all don't have to say y'all inferring it because
not inferring anything. Actually, like that.
I mean, yeah, you are, because at the same time he's averaging 14. Like, what? That's why I asked, what did you think he was going to average?
Because he comes over to a
one more three pointer.
No, I said he got his most minutes, shot attempts, and points last night in game 41 of the year, whatever it is.
Yeah, that happens.
He hasn't played 34 minutes any other game this season. I didn't think that he would not have games that he wouldn't play that, because he is a really good player. I thought he'd bring a lot of
so when you was thinking of Anthony, you was thinking about how many, you was thinking of him like, so when you was thinking about Anthony, you was like, well, it's no way that he's going to play 34 minutes into game one. I mean, for the first time, game 41. There's no way you was thinking about that. You just thinking of Anthony.
That specific point.
Yeah, you wasn't thinking about that.
I don't know if I've ever thought about that for any player.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like
that they would not play 34 minutes through the first 41 games in any game of the season. I don't know if I've ever had that specific of a thought.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You bringing it up like it means something. It don't mean nothing. That's my point. It doesn't
mean
an
observation based on a question that was asking me about what I expect from Anthony Simons.
But Swiper, why wouldn't it mean anything? I mean, over the last 4 years up in Portland, he's averaging, I think, anywhere between 32 to 35 minutes a game. So he was getting heavy run, and he's getting.
Yes, he's not in Portland no more though. Like Portland was a bad team. That's Boston Celtics now.
Okay, the Boston Celtics. What did you think of the Boston Celtics before the season started?
I thought they were going to be all right. I said they was going to be all right.
So what's all right to you?
Joe, I said they would win 46 games.
A playoff team. I thought Jaylen Brown was going to be able to carry the load. Like I always wanted to see Jaylen Brown as a number one.
Did you?
And they had a good role play.
Did you expect for Kata to play more minutes a game than Anthony Simons this year?
Did I what?
Did you expect for Kata, or would you have expected Kata to play more minutes than Simons this year?
They play two different positions. I wouldn't even be comparing them two in minutes.
Sure, I mean,
like one's a big one, one's a guard.
Specific thoughts. So like he's averaging the 5th most minutes on the team, so that's good. Like I think that's really good. I think I would have expected him to end more games and have more extended runs over the course of the season. Is what I'm saying.
Especially considering what they had lost last year.
Over who though? The question would have to be over who.
I think Anthony. If you would have asked me last year, I think he's better than Pritchard. Personally, I would have said he's better than Pritchard.
No way you thought Anthony was better than Pritchard last year.
Yeah, I think Anthony's a good player. Like I don't think Pritchard's
Jordan. That's not crazy though.
Yeah, I don't.
That's really crazy.
Anthony Simons is a really good player. I would have thought that their closing lineups this year would be like Derek White, JB, Anthony Simons, and we're building and then we have 2 other defenders or whoever on the floor. I figured that would be.
There's no way you think you're going to take Peyton Pritchard out the closing lineup for Anthony Simons.
Well,
he didn't say take him out.
Here's the thing, though, Jordan.
He said close it. He said close the game with him.
Did you think that? Did you think Peyton Pritchard was better than Anthony Simons like before the season? Because that's new to me. I didn't know that.
Yes, I think Peyton Pritchard is better than him. Like y'all are basing something that he did in Portland. Nothing. He didn't really do shit. Like he scored.
Nah, Jordan. He was getting busy.
He scored, but
Damian Lillard didn't do anything in Portland.
Once again, though, Jordan, I used to be at the game. I used to be at the game.
But when it comes to a structured team, when it comes to a team that's striving for something, a team full of structure, Peyton Pritchard is better than him. That's not that hard.
That could be understandable. That's not what Swiper asked, though. Swiper said, "Who's better?" Now, if you're talking about who's better on the team,
I want to stay on the structure.
You could potentially say Peyton. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why I thought Anthony was gonna come over and just be a little better than what he was, which he's still been being good. He's still been solid. He's shooting 40 from 3. He's shooting one of the best 2-point percentages that he shot in his career. And I don't think he's been a hindrance to this team at all. In fact, I think he's been a great additive.
Right.
I just thought the 3-point shooting alone, just that alone, was going to have him in the rotation just because that's who Joe Mazzulla is. Joe Mazzulla is a guy where he wants his players to get up a bunch of threes. And I figured Anthony, like the game that he had last night, I thought he would have at least 3 of those by this point in the year.
I didn't think so.
It might not be a 39-point game, but I'm saying like a 31-point game where he hits 8 threes or 7 threes. You know, I thought he would have a few of those. Just because that's who he is. He a microwave.
Exactly, Ron. What is he? Is he a point guard? He's an undersized 2 guard. What is he?
He a bucket getter.
He a tweener. He could play the 1 or play the 2.
he's
He's a
a player
tweener,
bucket.
and then
But
the size,
he-
and then the size matters now. Now, because he's a tweener, size matters.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
does.
he's 6'4", 6'4", 6'5",
Yep.
6'3", 6'4",
6'3", 6'4". That's where he at. He around
not
that
the best playmaker. Not the best
Nah,
playmaker.
I mean,
Not the best
I don't
defender.
associate him with that at all.
Not the best defender.
Nope. Better bucket getter though.
So
when
is he who's better, him or Cam Thomas?
Cam
Yeah.
Thomas is better than him for sure. Cam Thomas is better than him.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Oh,
Nope. Mm-mm.
I don't know.
based on what?
Nope.
I really don't
Nope.
know.
Based on what?
What are you basing it on?
It's just side
What the hell are you
conversation.
talking about?
Because I watched Anthony's game. Anthony can shoot the ball really well. Cam
Okay.
Thomas is a better bucket getter than him for sure.
I'm not
For
going
sure.
I'm not going that far. And the reason why I'm not going that far, because one, better athlete, nicer with the pill. Better athlete, nicer with the pill.
He's not nicer with the pill. That's number one. He's not nicer with the pill.
I watch Anthony Simons too, because I watch Trailblazer games. Yes, I do, and I watched Anthony Simons when he was
I
with
watched
the
Anthony
Trailblazers.
Simons when he
So,
was playing for the Agua
bigger,
Caliente Clippers. That don't mean nothing.
Bigger. Okay, you watched when he was playing with the who?
The Agua Caliente Clippers didn't mean nothing.
And
Like that doesn't mean nothing. Like everybody watching Anthony Simons and Cam Thomas. Everybody
so
watching
bigger,
it.
so bigger, better athlete, better shot selection. I think they both relatively the same.
What do you mean he got better shot selection?
He takes better shots. It's really that simple. I don't have to turn this into something way different than what it is. If I'm a bigger,
In what way? They both take shots off the dribble.
Okay. So if I'm a smaller guard and I got a big guy on me, I take him to the rim because I'm faster than him and I can get around him. I'm not bailing him out with bad shots at the long ball line like Cam Thomas does. If I got smaller guys on
Anthony
me,
just
I
shot
shoot over the top.
16 threes last night, Chill. Anthony just shot 16 threes
And
last
made
night.
how many
What
of
are you
them?
doing?
And made how many of them?
That fits the Celtic system. Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
And made how
now
many
you
of
wanna
them?
switch it? No,
Which
hold on.
seven
No,
of
no,
them?
no. I'm
And
not gonna let you. I'm finna start cooking now because I'm not finna
Let's
let
go.
you
Let's go.
say something and then
Let's
when
go.
I bring it up, you want to
Let's
try
go.
to shift the goalpost.
Let's go.
You said I'm not gonna bail you out and I'm gonna take you to the
16
basket.
threes?
Nigga shot
Pull-up
16
threes?
threes last night.
Yeah, he
Okay,
generated
he shot
offense last
16.
night. That's a good job.
So now it's a different thing. Now he generated offense. Go back to Chill's
A good
point.
three, a
I'm
really
not going
good
to
3-point
bail
shooter
you
generating
out.
16 looks.
I'm not going. No. Stay on Chill's point.
Well, you under the
I'm
impression that
not
those
going
16
to
threes was
bail
all
you
bad.
out. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to bail you out. I'm going to go to the basket when I need you. This nigga shot 16 threes last night.
And made almost 50% of them, which means he had it going. So you're under the impression that he shot 16 threes. Those were bad shots. That's what you're under the impression. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that the shots that he was taking last night were good shots. He wasn't taking bad shots, which is what Cam Thomas does. He does bail players out, players on defense with bad shots. I don't think Anthony Simons does that. nearly
he
as much
scored
as
at a
Cam
high
Thomas
level
does.
too, though.
And so does Anthony Simons.
He don't score at the level as Cam Thomas, though. That's the problem you're gonna run into. He doesn't score.
He doesn't score at the level of Cam Thomas now. Even though the system that he's in in Boston.
What about when the system he was in Portland? He still didn't score better than Cam Thomas.
Anthony Simons doesn't hijack the offense though.
I would argue he does.
And,
No, I would
and
argue he
he doesn't hijack
I would
the
argue
offense
he
nearly
does.
as
I
much
would
as
argue
Cam Thomas
Anthony
does.
is the same bucket getter as Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas.
Then
is
why
better.
is Cam Thomas
Anthony
not playing as
shoots
much as
better.
Anthony
That's it.
Simons?
Anthony, no, y'all
both in the
perspective
same
of
role.
Anthony and Cam Thomas is different. It's because Anthony Simons can shoot the ball better. So you in your brain get it that he's
Better
a better
athlete,
catch and shoot guy.
better
That
shooter.
he's a better guy that you can swing the ball to.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Cam Thomas is a better bucket getter than him.
Based on what, Ron?
That's not that hard to
Based
imagine.
on what, Jordan? If I'm a better
Based on the
athlete,
nigga average 24 a game.
so the fact
points
that we
per game.
average, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't so?
What are you
Yeah, to
basing
be
Cam
fair,
Thomas
that was only like 25 games though, because he ain't play a whole.
By the
lot.
way, and Peyton and since you on that subject, Jordan, I mean Anthony Simons averaged almost 23 a game for the season. He didn't do that over
the
a
season
small
before that.
sample
He
size.
averaged 21,
Yeah, so I'm consistently getting buckets.
and then the
Since you wanna
season
bring
after
up-
that, he averaged damn near
This
20.
is an interesting conversation for me, Chill.
Yeah,
Because
Cam Thomas averaged 22.
I do think this is interesting because as somebody who had to, and obviously this is a little biased, I had to watch Anthony Simon for the last several seasons,
Sure.
like a lot. He was actually a really good secondary score off Dame for a couple of really good seasons. He came off the bench. I know, Jordan, you remember. He came off the bench for a while. He was playing with him. Remember, it was CJ McCollum, it was Dame, and it was him. And then eventually when CJ kind of passed on, then it became Anthony Simons' role. And I think Anthony stepped into that role like really well. You know, by the time he gets to year 4, he's averaging 29 minutes a game. He averaged 17 a game that season. He shoots 40.5% from 3 and 8 attempts a game. This is 4 years ago. Like, he was actually already turning into a really good scorer. Then what happened is his volume went up again, 35 minutes, 21 points, and he shot 38% from 3 and 9 attempts a game, 89% from the free throw line. And then the next year, 23 a game, 39% on 9 attempts a game, which is still really good efficiency, 92% from the free throw line. Like, I actually think if you go watch his game, not you, public go watch him play in Portland, he did a lot of things really well. He just isn't a passer playmaker. Now, that's both him and Cam are twins in that. Neither one of them are passer playmakers. But I do think there's something too, Jordan, you tell me if I'm tripping, okay, as a coach. Do you think that being a better pull-up shooter, which he is, and a better three-point shooter, and the fact that he takes so many threes, do you think that also aids him in this conversation as an offensive player if neither one of them are really good passers?
Yeah, that's the point that I made up. The reason why people are trying to make it so lopsided with Cam Thomas and Anthony is because Anthony can shoot the ball. So when somebody has the ability to shoot the ball, we automatically assume that you can have him like a catch and shoot guy. So that's something that we put in our head, and we feel like we can plug him anywhere. But I'm saying Anthony likes to get down off the dribble.
You shoot the basketball. You can plug him in as a catch and shoot guy. You can do that.
Hold on, wait.
You can do that.
What wrong? Which part?
Anthony Simons he does catch and shoot. That might not be what he wants to do, but Anthony Simons a catch and fire and bang that.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say he didn't. I said that's why people assume that's that's why Anthony is so much better than Cam Thomas, because he has the ability to do that. But in reality of it is, he likes to get his game off the dribble just like Cam Thomas does. Like, that's how he likes to play. So I'm saying, from what I see, I feel like Cam Thomas is a better bucket, but I feel like Cam Thomas is a better bucket getter than him. Like, one-on-one, I think Cam Thomas is better. I think Cam Thomas is better than one-on-one. I think Cam Thomas is better inside the paint. I think Cam Thomas can get his shot over anybody without all of that dribbling that Anthony do. So when Ox said Anthony don't hijack the offense, that's why I said I disagree, because Anthony does hijack the offense sometimes. But like, he does.
Cam is the Uber, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody disagrees. If I had to classify one as an over dribbler, it would be Cam Thomas.
Definitely Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is the one that be dribbling the air out the ball. That's why when you said that,
the same thing.
When you said that, that's why I was
based
so
on
shocked,
what, Jordan?
Because Cam, hold on, because Cam Thomas be dribbling the air out the ball.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I didn't say
to get a shot.
Yeah, but I didn't disagree with that. All I said was Anthony does the same thing.
But that's and I know we've been on this for a while, but not close to the extent of Cam Thomas.
No, that's one of
Cam Thomas look like he out there in the N1 mixtape too.
Yeah, that's one of his biggest problems. He won't get off the pill. No, that's one of his biggest problems.
And Anthony doesn't really get off the pill either, though.
He actually does.
To your point, I'm going back to Cam Thomas last year. Granted, this was just 24 games or whatever, as Mar says. He did score better in isolation, more limited sample size. He was 1.13 points per possession last year, and then Anthony was at 0.913. So he did, but again, larger sample size. Obviously, one of the player played a lot more games than the other did. So he is a better ISO scorer. I'll give you that.
All right, fellas. To everybody in the chat, whether you like Anthony Simons or
this all
whether
started
you like
Hugo Gonzalez, by the way.
Or whether you like Hugo Gonzalez, the beautiful thing is, whatever players you like the most, you have an opportunity to use them to make some good splash cash on Splash Sports. We always go with our favorite players, for the most part. OG Anunoby for some guys, Reed Shepherd for other guys, Donovan Mitchell for some guys. We rarely go with Nikola Jokic, but whatever players you like and whatever sports you like, you can go more or less. And that's what we do on Splash Sports. And it's very simple, you guys. You download the app, you choose the players that you like in the sport that you like, you pick more or less. And then once you choose anywhere from 2 to 6 players, that is your contest in quick picks. We all love quick picks because, hence the name, it is a quick pick that you make. and the next day or after the slate of games that you pick, you get paid or you got to rerun it back. However, that is Splash Sports' primary game, but they also have other cool fun contests such as the daily fantasy game, such as a survivor contest, and other little things like that. You guys have played with us. You guys know what time it is. Download the Splash Sports app by either scanning this QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the bio and getting in the game. Ultimately, with Splash Sports, once again, you're able to be more competitive and you're able to have more advantages with what you do because you are not competing against the house. You are competing against other fans, and those other fans more than likely don't know as much ball as you. We're about to get into it right now and show you guys our picks of the day. Let's see what we got, fellas. Who we rocking with?
Oops.
Wait. No. What's going on here? I'm glad.
I'll tell you what's going on here. I'll tell you what's going on here. Chill made me pick the Eagles, even though I told y'all the 49ers was going to win. So we lost.
He made you pick the Eagles?
Mm.
Hey, Chill, you've been on some interesting stuff lately, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like this disbelief out of you is maybe because Tatum's not here anymore. Like your allegiance is no longer secure anywhere. Like it's like Tatum was your anchor, and now your allegiance is literally all over the place in every sport. But
I
like,
believe
you absolutely
49
should
are
be going
red.
with
I
it.
just
Chill. Let's pick the Seahawks tomorrow.
I think, hey, Chill,
I got a good
I'll
idea, Chill. Let's pick the Seahawks tomorrow.
Let me look.
Shit, to be honest with you, I mean,
What you want this hat? I can mail it to you. You need a jersey?
No.
Here, let me look. Hold on. What are the odds, Ron? Do you know the odds? Oh, you're 7-point favorites. Oh, I'm
7.5.
I'm taking San Francisco to cover.
Don't short us, you sleazeball. 7.5.
This is the thing, yo. We have to make a pick by the end of the day. So should we not just do a survivor pick today?
Yeah. Let's do it right now.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Who picked the Texans?
Me and Real Talk picked the Texans.
Bro, y'all we're supposed to do this based on football, not fandom. Real Talk hasn't watched a full game all year.
I voted for the Texans because of that.
You ain't watched a full game all year.
I knew. Swiper, don't get on that shit. Don't start telling me what I do and do not watch. I'll be tired of y'all with that. All right.
I mean, to be fair,
I picked the Texans for a reason because I knew I wasn't going to waste. I didn't want to waste it on the Rams. I didn't want to waste it on the Bills. But then I seen that 49er Eagles game. I'm like, you know what? That might be a good one. And I was either going to pick the Niners or the Texans. I went with the Texans.
Bro, do you know what Drake made? Bro, they got to score 19 points and they win the game, y'all. All right, well, let's do this.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, Swiper, because we can't pick the Texans again. So we got to move on to another team.
Seahawks, 49ers, Rams, Bears. I think the Seahawks should be favored to win. I think that should be based on all things on the table. Injuries. But Sam Darnold, it has an oblique injury, Ron. I don't know if you've talked about that. Like there's a possibility he doesn't play, and it's Drew Lock. That changes everything. If he has to play, that changes everything.
You don't believe in Sam Darnold. You don't believe in Sam Darnold anyway.
Your oblique is hurt.
No, but he's really hurt though. He is limited in practice.
But did you just hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you.
Real niggas are not gonna not play.
You've missed games because of a stub toe before.
Swiper.
Oh, wow.
I played on a broken toe before. I played on a broken toe before.
Bro, you missed hosting responsibility because of a cough and a sneeze.
That is insane, Swiper. Anyways,
so look, Seahawks. We going Seahawks. Yeah. Wait. Oh, somebody already picked. Ooh.
They were our backup team.
Bruh, but the Bears though
can't be picked again.
Ox or how much ball do we know? The Bears in this situation at home with the weather on their side.
It's supposed to be 8 degrees.
Well, I mean, we can pick. We can
minus
pick
18 on the field.
8.
Minus 18 real field.
Yeah.
I just want to go with the Seahawks.
Honestly, I think we should wait till next week to pick the Seahawks because we're gonna thump the Bears even more than we're gonna thump
we can do the Seahawks.
49ers.
So you're trying to go with the Patriots?
I like the Patriots too. The Patriots is cold, bro.
So
whichever one you want, bro. I'm team.
No,
this
Jordan, democracy. This is a democracy.
The Texans Patriots winner represents the AFC in the bowl game. I'm saying it.
I'm picking the Patriots to win. You can pick the Patriots to win.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The Bills.
We can't pick the Bills.
Do you like that one? Hey, hold on. It's 2 of them, right? 2 contests?
No, Ron, because I had to pick
the Niners.
We lost the other one because we took the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Damn, I told y'all don't do that.
Oh, you didn't. You was the main one. You and Chill.
I don't know why y'all picked the Eagles. Sorry ass to win, but
Chill has.
We were decimated by injury. What's wrong with y'all?
You have to watch the Eagles too, Chill. You
I
watch
told
too
y'all
much
the Eagles
football.
was sorry.
Yeah, the Eagles haven't been good all year. I told you that going into the game.
you went against your own team.
I thought that we were decimated by injury. I thought that the clock struck 12 on us. That's what I thought. I thought that
Why
we
would
were
you go against your own
So to
team
answer
for the
your
Eagles?
question,
I
Drench,
understand that
yes.
it was like for the Eagles, like you went against your own team that you watch,
Yes.
and you went
Who
against
was
them for
decimated
the
by
Eagles.
injury.
Okay,
going
the
on the
Eagles
road.
been decimated by
So
just
let's
talent.
move on the clock because Ox makes me sick with this, right? Ox got this way about him where Ox just gonna ride regardless.
What I do?
Let's make sure we clear about this, Ron. Let's make sure we clear about this, Ron. We went into
nigga.
You right. I am gonna ride regardless. You right.
We went into Philadelphia. Now, Mars, make sure that please straighten me out if my brain is broken. We went into Philadelphia with a decimated group. In addition to having a decimated group, Philadelphia, I don't know if you know this, Mars, they're the defending Super Bowl champions.
Chill, I told you before the game what happened.
Quiet. We're going into Philadelphia. We're going into Philadelphia against the defending Super Bowl champs, decimated by injury. The best linebacker in the league, not on our crew. One of the best pass rushers in the league, not on our crew. Our backup linebacker in Bethune out the game. In addition to him being out the game, we also end up losing our second best cornerback. So with all of this happening, we're going into the building of the defending Super Bowl champions.
Chill.
Good all year.
But the Eagles been mid though.
Their offense was bad, literally bad all season, the entire season.
I don't know.
And by the way, Mark, I told Chill going into the game why he should pick the 49ers, and then I picked him, and he didn't pick him. What kind of faith is that?
I'm picking him this weekend, though. I know that.
Because you don't like Ron. That's why.
I bet you would pick him. That's so crazy. You would pick him against the Seahawks, but not against the Eagles.
I'm picking him this weekend because I hate the I can't stand them.
If Sam Darnold, if he sucks again today,
no. Come on, let's pick the 49ers. Hey, guys, I got a bright idea.
Look at this.
Let's pick the 49ers.
Hell no.
I got a bright idea. Come on. No, let's do it. Come on.
No, I got to see. We'll go Seahawks as a group.
Let's put our money where our ass is.
All right, everybody. Hey, let's get a vote. Drench.
What? Everybody, put your money where your ass is. 49ers.
Wow. We don't earn money the same way, Ron.
Let's get this. Yeah, right. Let's get this voting. Let's get this voting.
Yep.
I'll vote for the Seahawks. Who you voting for, Swiper?
I'm going Seahawks.
Mars, who you going for?
Stand with Ox.
Seahawks. Ron, who you got?
I got a bright idea.
Seahawks.
Let's go with the 49ers.
Okay, Ron got the Seahawks. Drench,
no, I got the 40. Stop playing.
No, you don't. Drench, who you got?
Ron, how you earn your money again, Ron?
I'm going with the 49ers. Sam Darnold gonna let you.
What do you say, Chill?
Yeah, Jordan.
Oh my God.
Sam Darnold gonna let your ass.
Okay, you got, Chill.
So Chill, who you got?
On you. Who you got?
No, Chill's not the tiebreaker. Chill's making it a tie. Now it's 3-3. So now we got to go with the Texans or the Patriots. We just got to get off this.
No. Majority rules.
Ron, I'm not clicking the 49ers.
Chill holds more weight than you guys. You know what? Let's go to the chat. Just keep it where it's at. Let's go to the chat. Chat, y'all know what to do.
Why are you so incessant on losing people money?
Assessing?
Ron, we got seven. Ron, we got seven. We got 7 bands on this. Ron, I'm not gonna play with you.
7 bands.
7 bands. I'm not gonna play with you.
I don't like charitable work.
Hey, shout out my North Shore alumni Upton Stout with the San Francisco 49ers. Don't who nigga Upton Stout.
Who?
Upton Stout.
Who do you play for?
The Niners.
Hey, Charles Barkley, who he play for? Jordan always shouting out some bench player, man. Goodness gracious. Shout out. But I think we should go to the Patriots, y'all. I think we should go to the Patriots.
Hold on. Do you know?
It's all right.
I ain't even gonna argue with
you. Can Euro step that. You can Euro step that. You can Euro step that. So are y'all gonna keep? Are y'all gonna Ron? Stop jiving.
What you mean? Stop
jiving? Jive, turkey.
Niners winning the chat. Oh, now it's back to the Seahawks. Oh, that was short lived.
Come on, chat. Let's go.
Ron, stop being a troll. Who you going with, Ron? Stop playing.
49ers.
Oh, so you think the Niners are going to win, Ron?
No.
Do you honestly think the 49ers are going to win?
Stop talking to him.
No, look. We're decimated with injuries.
No, your
quarterback has an oblique injury.
No, you're not. You're way healthier than him.
Me. I'm going with the
In
Niners.
the words of Ox, jive turkey.
Can you please just ignore him and choose the Patriots or the Seahawks, please?
I'm taking the
This
Seahawks.
is a democracy. This is the democracy. Swipe.
It's 5-1. It's 5-1 though. Ron is.
All right, let's just go with the Patriots then, y'all.
Yeah, the Patriots definitely beat the Texans.
The Niners are winning the poll though, so
we got to go with the Niners.
We got to go with the Niners.
Hold on, now the Seahawks are winning the poll. The chat flip-flopping. They remind me of somebody. But let's go with the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm with the Patriots too. The Texans trash. Their defense good, offense is very boo-boo.
Are they trash or they got a trash quarterback? Which one is it?
I think CJ play like trash too. I don't know if he's trash, but this year he's been playing like straight trash. So Nico Collins not playing.
Hold on, look. So Drench, if you and Ron are going to the Patriots, and that means the Seahawks win because me, Mars, and Swiper got the Seahawks. Cool.
What?
Yeah.
That ain't make no sense. You the one who said let's go to the Patriots.
But I was just talking. I voted for the Seahawks.
Well, I'm going back to the 49ers then. Fuck it.
Well, Ron got the Patriots, so that's still 3-2.
Ron got the 49ers.
I still have the 49ers.
This is bullshit.
All right, look. The poll is at 1 minute. We're going to let the poll run for 2 more minutes. In the meantime, Ox, can we go make some quick picks?
All right, bro.
We can come back to this.
For the record, every year that the 49ers have been in the playoffs with Coach Shanahan, we've been in either the NFC Championship or the bowl game.
See? You see? Thank you, Chill.
But you picked him to go out in the first round, so
Yeah, I don't know why you that would make your pick even more egregious.
Yeah.
For you to pick them.
But we wasn't this beat up though than we are now.
So you don't get to have any claim if they make the Super Bowl this year, by the way.
Are you crazy? You don't get to
Swipe
tell me
it.
that
Don't do this, Swiper. Don't
Jordan,
do this,
what's the rule last year, Jordan? If you off in the first round, I know I'm doing the Jordan. Jordan, same thing, right? You said you can't pick him now. I picked him losing the first round. You can't pick him now.
Yeah. I'm on Chill at just like I was on
Hey,
your
Chill.
ass.
If they would have won the NBA championship last year, I'd have been sitting. You know, the Dave Chappelle me what covered in the money.
The chat and you dudes up here, you dudes can kiss my black ass, not my ass, my black ass. I'm a 49er fan. I believe 49er red. Just because
I would never pick.
I didn't think we could go into Philly and win because we were decimated by.
I don't know why you picked with the Titans. You shouldn't pick the Titans ever.
Does not decrease my allegiance to the 49ers.
Denver,
Yep, been the 5 Super Bowl 1-3. Yep, exactly.
Hold on. I look though. So on this quick picks though, we got a promotion. We have a Donovan Mitchell 25% boost.
Ooh.
So
for what?
Yeah. No. Hold on, Jordan. Wait, though, Jordan. The boost doesn't mean you have to choose the more. It just means you have to have Donovan Mitchell.
Nobody loses more money on Splash than Jordan and Ron.
So, Jordan, would you like to do the Donovan Mitchell honors for us?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Drench. Hold on, Drench. Wait. Drench, hold on. So you got 29.5 points. You got 40.5 PRA. You got 36.5 points in assist. 34.5 points plus rebounds.
I'll go to 40.5 PRA, Ox. We ain't got to read the rest of that shit. Get less.
Go more?
Hell no.
More?
Less.
Oh, less? Okay, my bad. Less than 40.5 PRA for Donovan Mitchell. Okay, now we have fulfilled our requirements to get the Donovan Mitchell boost. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would like to play today. Mars.
Okay. What you got?
Brother Mars. I think we are both on this train together. Last eight games, 26 points, 8 rebounds a game. Do we think he can get the 34.5 points and rebounds today? Joel Embiid versus Cleveland.
He's a game time decision, y'all.
I know. I see that.
He's gonna.
He game time decision every damn game.
Yeah, unless it's back to back, then he's out. But it's a game time. He's playing.
He's literally right at just below 34 Mars. So do we want to be smart and go less here?
I mean, he was mid against even the other night. So
yeah, let's go less. But it's not because Embiid's bad. It's just he might get like 25.
Less than the 34.5 rebounds?
Points and rebounds, yeah. So he'll get like 32.
Less.
We
got
just
2 lessons on the board.
Drenchy over here, the hater that he is. I don't know if you know this, Drench, but Donovan Mitchell, he's averaging 40 a game against Philly this year. I just want to put that.
Yeah, this gonna be the game, but he don't average 40. He's gonna get 22.
I just want to put that on your mind.
He ain't gonna shoot. Don't be mad when Donovan Mitchell shoot 2 for 13, and then you're gonna be saying Donovan Mitchell stunk it up last night.
Ox, I was wondering what our boy Leonard looks like. What that line look like on my man Leonard tonight?
You hear him talking about Ox? You hear him talking about our boy? That's so
Can we discuss Mr. Leonard?
That is a Trojan
not on
horse
here.
in every way, shape, and form. Get
I
that
know,
that
I
man
know.
out of that Trojan horse, bro.
He not on there, Chip.
So no Leonard
What?
tonight. Okay.
The
All
Clippers,
right.
wait, the Clippers don't play tonight?
Yeah, they play They play Toronto tonight.
Right.
No, they
Oh,
play-
so he just,
No, yeah.
Cam
they
Thomas
play
was
Toronto.
right there. I'm just saying, Cam Thomas was right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we got
go
to
ahead.
pick Cam
Cam
Thomas.
Thomas.
Mars, what would you like to do with Cam Thomas?
No, that's Jordan. Jordan, what would you like to do with
Already
Cam
picked.
Thomas?
Jordan, yeah, for me. Cam Thomas right there.
What he at?
2 picks today?
16
go.
and a half.
Who-
That's easy work. Easy.
He coming off the bench.
Okay.
16 and a half
Simons.
coming off the bench.
Easy more.
How is it easy more?
that's just,
Right?
He's gonna score more than 7.
No, I'm not talking to you,
That's
Mars.
just respect this pick. So okay, so we fulfilled the obligations. We got
The
3 picks.
Raptors
We
don't
could
play
do
them
one
today,
more.
too. They might play tomorrow.
Today is Friday the 16th. The Raptors play
The Clippers.
the Clippers tonight. Yes, they do.
Well, Kawhi
They
not
do.
suiting
They
up.
play at 6:30.
Hey, Ash, can you type in Scotty?
Oh, they ain't gonna put Scotty on there?
I just want to make sure everybody's on here.
Mhm.
Dang.
Oh, no.
They just don't have that game up yet. Then
Yeah.
that's all.
Mars, is there anything you would like to do?
He did Embiid.
You've been pretty hot lately. No, you did Embiid.
He said Cam Thomas.
You did Cam Thomas.
No, I didn't. I did Donovan Mitchell.
You
You
just
did
picked
Cam
Cam
Thomas
Thomas.
too, didn't you?
You
No.
just picked him.
That
You
was
said
Mars
more on
said go to
16 and a
Cam
half.
Thomas.
Right. I didn't hear what I just heard.
All right, let's just pick.
I'm tripping.
Are we all cool with the MPJ more?
Sure.
26 and a half?
Against the Clippers?
Nah, against Chicago.
Oh, they
Oh,
play.
hell
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn.
I would, but it ain't my pick. But I would.
So because Leonard isn't playing tonight, Ox, can I take a look at that Minnesota Houston game? I'd like to see Mr. Kevin Durant's line tonight.
I'm picking less on every fucking thing into the Rockets.
Y'all know it. Y'all know
Well,
it.
until the Rockets have spacing.
Yeah, to the fucking Rockets, trade Shangoon ass. That's what I
They
want.
don't got that.
God.
They
You
don't got
got
that
Trey
game
Shane
issue,
Green when
dude.
he playing through injury to help the team.
They don't
Sure,
I
they don't got that
So
game
that-
up
so
either.
that
I don't
so
know.
that
I
game
don't
is
know what's
available.
going. Yeah, I don't know what's
No
going on.
problem.
They don't got that one. Up
All right,
either.
well, look, since they bullshitting, just go to NFL. I'll tell you exactly what to do.
Mhm. Let's hear it, Ron.
Another
Pick
troll
them-
from
pick them
Ron.
Niners.
Watch this.
You know
Another
what? I
troll
was
from
gonna
Ron.
leave him alone. I was gonna go to
I
Christian
know. Another
McCaffrey.
troll for Ron.
Since you want to open your big lips, go right there in the orange.
You lip
know
watching
what to
now?
do. Click him now. Does he have an interception on there? They don't
Yep.
call him both picks for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zero
yup,
over
come
0 and a
on.
half.
Come on. Run that.
Never for giving it away.
Who got more turnovers this year? Ron, Josh Allen or Bo Nix?
Who got more wins?
Bo Nix. Clown.
MVP wins. Who got more playoff wins?
my goodness.
For Ron talks so fast that he'll forget.
Who
the
got more
context
playoff
we
wins?
talk about.
But y'all see
I
that
mean,
one.
I mean, it might be Bo Nick. That nigga played 7 years in college, so it might be him. Shit.
Y'all, that's how we rocking right now. We going to less on Donovan Mitchell. We going to less on Embiid, more on Cam Thomas, and then we are going to more on Bo Nix interceptions. That's what we doing. But Big Ox, jump back over to that good old NFL Survivor contest because we still got a lot of money at stake.
I don't got time for y'all trolling either.
Everybody still in it?
No,
Never
a lot of
mind, it
people
don't
are
matter.
out.
It don't
There's a
matter.
lot of people out.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back real quick. Let me go back. Look. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 people left. So I suggest y'all take this seriously.
Do the right thing. Well, the chat seems to be taking this seriously because 52% of people chose none other than the San Francisco 49ers, baby.
Oh, boy.
Chill, you did it this time.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Bring it, Ron.
Backup pick will be the Bears. I don't understand how they're having a backup pick for this game. Like, the game's gonna happen regardless. Oh well. So we're taking the 49ers then is what y'all telling me?
That's how we rocking.
All right, y'all. Y'all act like y'all don't like Doug.
Good job, fellas. Good job, fellas.
Thanks, Ron. We appreciate you, brother. No doubt. Mm-hmm.
Ron, you troll, man, bro. Shout out to you, man.
He sucks, Swiper. He sucks.
No, Ron, you're the type. Ron, you're the type to troll into being a multimillionaire, though. So you troll the right way. Shout out to you, bro.
The chat rocked with us. Jordan, Chill, me. We all feel the same type of way. I don't know what
I'm not trolling. I'm giving you credit. You trolling to making money. I'm giving you credit.
All right. Well, we're going to troll into some super chats right now. Salute to everybody that's watching the show. Salute to everybody that's liked the video. Salute to everybody that's sending through super chats. We hate the goofies in the chat, but we just got to deal with you guys, because you're squatting in the chat. But salute to y'all too. The next super chat, or the first super chat that we're going to dive into is, would you look at here? Crown Amani said, Anthony is a better overall player to me, but Cam Thomas is clearly a better scorer, but we should also understand Cam Thomas has more freedom.
Okay.
Why do you think Cam Thomas has more freedom? Do you see the shots Anthony be taking? What? How much freedom is it like? What do we mean more freedom? I'm watching Anthony come off pick and roll and shoot that bitch like he's Steph. I'm watching him come off pick and roll and ISO that bitch like he James Harden. I'm watching Anthony pretty much do whatever he want to do. What type of freedom we talking about? They actually be taking Cam Thomas out the game too, by the way.
They getting fed up.
I mean, yeah, this year I don't think Cam Thomas been that good, but last year I think Cam Thomas was better than Anthony Simons.
Not mad at that. But I'm just talking about the whole freedom thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with.
Yeah, I just can't get with Cam Thomas, man. I can't get with it.
I understand it. Sometimes you have a disdain for players, just like I can't get with Donovan Mitchell. So,
Feel the same way about Jaren Jackson.
Yep, feel the same way about that too.
Jordan Reed said, I saw this yesterday on TikTok, but which franchise will be more successful if they had these players? LeBron to the Bulls in 2010. Jason Kidd to the Spurs in 2003. Tim Duncan to Orlando in 2000. Or KD to Boston in 2016.
We all know the answer.
KD to
Jay Kidd in 03.
KD to Boston in 2016. They still get Jaylen Brown and they still get Jayson Tatum. So I think that's pretty good. But yeah, Jason Kidd to the Spurs with him and Duncan and Ginobili. Wow. Yeah, they would be hell. Mm-hmm. They would have been hell to deal with. No doubt about that. The Duncan thing doesn't work because Grant Hill still breaks down. Tracy McGrady, I don't think that Duncan helps Tracy McGrady's health. I don't think he does anything for that. I think Tracy McGrady still breaks down. And I think that Grant Hill still breaks down. So, I mean, it looks good on paper. Looks great on paper, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, Jason Kidd being the floor leader that he is, the passer that he is, how fast they're going to play him and Duncan. Oh, my goodness. And especially now as a defender at the lead guard spot. So now that's not a problem at all. With Bruce Bowen, yeah, they could very well run the decade.
So you guys know there was an option there that sent Bron to a team that won 60 games without him, and all of you guys just ignored that option. Just want to make sure.
You talking about the Bulls? Yeah,
just want to make sure that we're all aware of that. The team that won
2011.
Yeah, you talking about the Bulls? So put James on that.
Won 60 games without LeBron James. No one even honored that option as a possibility. Just want to make sure that
put James on that Bulls team with Derrick Rose and Boozer.
Hey, chill. That doesn't work because Derrick Rose still breaks down.
Is Derrick Rose still in that Philly game if LeBron on the team?
No.
Okay, then. So maybe he doesn't.
Since LeBron was better and won the MVP, should have won the MVP.
What Tom Thibodeau do?
Mars, I guarantee you the most irritated you would have been in the last 6 months if you were here for the MVP conversation with Derrick Rose and LeBron. It was me versus all of these dudes. Jordan wasn't here that day. Me versus Ron, versus Chill versus whoever was on the show that day. It was ridiculous.
I didn't say anything in that segment.
Nah, I wasn't talking to you. That's why I didn't bring you up. I brought up Ron, and I brought up Chill. You knew to stay out of it. You're gonna get fried about Derrick Rose.
Well, you know the crazy part about that is I would have been. Oh wait, because
Who should have won MVP in 2011?
You was on the LeBron side.
Yeah, full LeBron. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you know why I stayed quiet though, right?
Because you had Amari. You had Amari. Yeah.
Facts.
Losing Derrick Rose wouldn't have been that big of a deal though, because you got James.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I factored that through. Like I looked at the Bulls all the way through 2000, from 2010 to 2009, and they've had the worst rosters from 2010 to 2026. Like you got. Imagine, J Kidd did retire when he retired.
Bron and Jimmy Butler on the wings.
Yeah.
Joe Kim, Bron, Jimmy Butler, Joe Kim.
Mars, I asked
Ron, you didn't like that? Well, okay, first of all, Ron, that's not fair because those rosters weren't that bad to your.
Those rosters are solid.
You said that they had the worst rosters comparatively.
Yeah,
to the rest of them, do like Orlando's roster wasn't that good.
But
Orlando's roster was not that good.
It's also LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, that Bulls team kept running into they kept running into Cleveland. I mean, they had a good ass team. They had a damn good team.
I think the obvious answers on this is J Kidd to the Spurs, and like I think we're brushing over KD to the Celtics. What if the Celtics had KD over the last 10 years, or if he would have went there, and let's just say that their rosters are consistent. Let's just say that they got Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. We don't even got to do whatever else, and Al Horford as well for those first 5, 6, 7 years.
Marcus Smart.
How many rings do they legitimately have?
I think they win at least
16.
one.
At least one? They won at least one.
Yeah, I think they win at least one.
Well, the issue is
they won at least one.
Well, that was
but KD tore his Achilles, so that's different.
Yeah. That was
so
8 years later.
They're saying prime
KD. That's not.
Yeah, this is 2016 KD. This is pre Achilles KD.
But he doesn't have Steph, so he's not winning the title. He doesn't have Steph.
But they drafted Jayson Tatum in 2017. But they wouldn't have been able to draft Tatum in 17.
But it's the Nets pick, so why not? What's the Nets code?
They already had the pick prior to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Because of the KG trade or whatever.
Yeah.
But KD doesn't have Steph, so what's going to happen is they're going to lose in the conference finals.
Nah, they would have won.
That's very true. You know, I forgot all about that.
No problem, man. You're welcome.
Could even 16, 17 year. They would have beat Cleveland in the 16, 17 year for sure. And then now they're playing against the Warriors.
Yeah, and then lost to Steph like
no Mars, because here's the thing.
In 17,
Jaylen Brown carried Jayson Tatum, so it's gonna be even easier for him to carry with KD.
So
and
year two, Jaylen Brown gonna carry KD.
KD lightweight. That ain't too much for him to carry. Hey, that's a bag of bones. He ain't gonna add too much more.
Shit takes years off my life when Ron does this. I swear.
Mars started it.
Something bad gonna happen because everywhere KD go, there's just bad luck that follows. Someone gonna get hurt on the team. Something gonna go wrong. So, KD not winning nothing.
To your point, Mars, is it a coincidence? KD ruptures his Achilles right after KD ruptures his Achilles. Clay tears up his knee. Is that a coincidence?
Don't forget about the market.
I mean, I think that's Danny Green's issue more than Klay Thompson.
But the fact that Danny Green was in that position to make
the fact that Danny Green didn't let the play go, I agree. He should let the play go
because of Kevin Durant's existence.
Danny Green better not let
what you mean?
That's a part of the game.
I thought it was a bad foul period at the time. But there was no chance for him to block that shot.
That's because you're a soft ass football player. Ain't none of that shit.
I never heard football player say
crazy.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I didn't know that was a thing. Swiper.
It is.
I don't know.
It most definitely is a thing.
I don't know.
What are you talking about? Let that shit go. This is the finals. This is the finals.
No. I disagree on the foul. That's my. I'm not going to change my opinion about that. The same thing I think the Kevin Love injury from Kel'el Ware changed the series. I have the same feeling. Like I think that changed the series.
Fight him for that too.
Yeah, I have not on a basketball standpoint not forgiven, not as human being, but not forgiving Kel'el Ware for what he did.
But you don't say anything about D Wade for what he did to Rondo.
We talked about this before. Rondo still hoops in that series too, by the way. Shout out, one arm.
That's because Rondo amazing.
They are out.
Either way,
if Rondo doesn't break his hand. If Rondo doesn't break his hand, they are out.
Elbow.
Well, that was when he was in Chicago.
That's what I'm talking
17. Yeah, that was
17. That was, and that's a fact. And on top of that, you know the NBA was behind that.
You think so?
You think Rajon Rondo not gonna play because of a broke bone in his left hand?
Yeah, to be fair, that man Rondo played with a torn ACL for one game, but torn ACL nonetheless.
Small
Yeah.
box is talking about Rondo just fell. You see what D-Wayne
What was his
did?
best game with the injury that he had? He didn't he have like a master class right after that after he hurt his elbow. Do you remember, Ox?
I don't remember the exact stats. I just remember that Rajon Rondo was putting the clamps on D-Wade, and D-Wade did that sucker shit he did and almost broke his elbow.
That's not worse. That's Ron Artest. That's up there. The James Harden hit, the Kelly Olynyk hit. Those are the two worst.
Are we gonna talk about what Draymond Green did yesterday?
No, he just didn't have control of his limbs. His arms just went anywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't have control of his limbs. There's nothing you can really do about it.
When is Adam Silver gonna grow some nuts and kick this dude out the league? When is Adam Silver gonna grow some balls and get rid of this dude?
He ain't going nowhere, Ox. Sorry. He ain't going nowhere.
It's really starting to get ridiculous. So it's been ridiculous. This is a grown man acting like this. I can't believe it,
man. That's a 4-time champ you disrespecting right now.
Man, he's gonna really hurt somebody one day, and y'all gonna be sitting there just quiet like y'all are right now. See, when you don't stand up,
I'm not quiet about this.
You are complicit to the injustice. I just want y'all to know that. When you don't speak up, you are just as bad. You guys are just as bad as Draymond Green because you guys are not sticking up. You're not standing up. You're not speaking against this. But whatever. I'll be here by myself.
You're not by yourself. I think Draymond has a history of doing this. I don't understand why the league allows him to do it, but it is what it is at this point.
You know why the league allows
Steph Curry is crying on the sideline because of Draymond, and Draymond still hasn't changed.
We all know why
he's not going to. And he's not
it's crazy.
going to.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing.
What incentive does he have to change? What incentive does
They keep
Draymond have to
enabling him.
change?
They keep enabling him.
The Warriors have made it clear they're not trading him.
Enabling him.
Yeah, they
The
enable.
Warriors have made it clear that they're not trading him. So,
and then he got suspended for one game
have?
for calling KD a B word. It was one game, right?
Yeah, it wasn't long. Yeah.
Man, who cares about that?
But that was a team suspension.
And those are just words. He is physically harming people.
I agree.
Sticks and stones, man. They might break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah. Words hurt all the time.
KD just playing physical defense, man. No, KD. Draymond just playing physical defense.
Grabbing Cat's ankle. So he has the Nurkic hit. He has the kick in the nuts for multiple. He has the Rudy Gobert chokehold play, just all in recent years.
Well, when somebody gonna do something back? All this crying about what he doing.
Jordan, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, he keep messing with the right people though. That's what I'm saying. He don't choose those ones. He doesn't choose those ones.
Ain't he playing basketball and them niggas be scared?
That's it. That's what
Nigga,
it
do
is.
No,
something
they
back.
definitely scared because somebody should have did something
All
back.
this crying and snitching. He hit
But
me.
I'm trying to think. Jordan, I'm really trying to think. What superstar has he done that to that I think that has actually retaliated?
Tristan Thompson put them paws on his ass, and
they got a little
sock
scuffle.
Yeah.
He was fighting Bradley Beal. Yeah, shout out to
Bill.
Val remembers. He was fighting Bradley Beal going into a fight with him back in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get like what
tore
you're
up and
talking about.
everything.
Like,
Jordan, him and Yoke got into it
How is
once,
that
and it
up?
never happened again. I know him and Yoke got into it once years ago. Never happened
He
again.
bully Yoke.
Nigga not
Yoke
forget
was
it.
like,
No.
I'm cool off that.
I
Yoke couldn't go his brothers, that's
I think
right.
Jokic has established that he's not like a bully type player, but I think that I do remember they had a little incident, but then ever since that they've been cool. They'll do hard fouls against each other, but it's like a dap up respect type thing. Does Giannis have any Draymond moments?
No.
Bro,
He just began locked up by Draymond. That's
Bro,
what
Draymond fouls everybody, bro. He play the same way against everybody. These niggas just be scared. They snitch. Draymond hit me. Like, bro, do something back, bro. Like all that.
Yeah,
snitching
that's-
and
that's-
crying, just do something back.
That's all that is cool when we outside on the playground. You know what I'm saying? Playground scuffles, defend yourself, protect yourself at all times. Of course, you know what I'm saying? And every day that's cool. But we're talking about on the basketball court in the National Basketball Association. Yeah, somebody probably should have elbowed him in his chin by now. Somebody for sure. But it's the league's job to protect their players from a psychopath that's just running around on the loose trying to hurt people. If you fall on the ground and you swipe across his body and then see that he's not stopping and grab his ankle, you're trying to hurt him. You're trying to hurt him. There's no way
I
around
agree,
that.
but
In cat, yes. Yeah, but he didn't do that, and he should do something to protect himself. But that's not his job. It's somebody's job to protect the players. Somebody's job is to protect the players. This ain't prison ball. This ain't prison ball. We ain't outside on the blacktop. Somebody has to protect the basketball players.
All right, fellas. The next super chat I got is from Kai's World 3. Kai said the Celtics had their episode. Can we talk about the Hornets, or can we talk about what the Hornets are doing? Spanked LA, Melo Masterclass, Con Ball, B Mill, best young trio in the league. Does Bridges fit the timeline? Question mark. Can they push for the play-in?
What timeline?
The timeline of that young guys.
Best young trio in the league.
So what are we supposed to do with Bridges if he don't fit the timeline? Just get another young guy?
He can kick rocks anyway, but they've been trying to trade Bridges multiple times. But yeah, they definitely have a nice young trio.
Bridges been solid. Well, why do Bridges got to kick rocks?
He had Jordan.
Yeah, he's a hooper.
You fighting an uphill battle. Everybody gonna act like Miles Bridges don't be hooping.
Don't be hooper. He's a good hooper.
Miles Bridges
is cool. Yeah, he cool.
No,
he's a good hooper. But yeah, they definitely have a big three with the young.
You the one that said he got to kick rocks. That nigga averaging 20.
He what the third? He's the third best player in the Hornets.
Yeah, better than Brandon still.
I think he's consistently the second best player, and I think he's been that.
That nigga been averaging 20 for like 4
this year.
straight years.
Yeah. Well, I think he's the third best player on the team. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, whatever.
Good player.
He cool. Shout out to my demon, Mr.
Bate.
Because he hit women. Like, it's not hard to figure out. That's why he's saying it. Like,
my God.
I feel the same about KP Jordan.
It's not hard to understand why he said it. I don't know why you have to.
Yeah, it is. It still is hard for me to understand why he said it. It still is hard for me to understand.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the Utah Jazz. Karl Malone. Yeah, Karl Malone could kick rocks. Why did he have to kick rocks? Everyone knows why. Like, it's the same thing with Miles.
We're talking about basketball. No.
Yeah, but it's not hard to understand why a player like Miles Bridges, when someone says he should kick rocks, it's not hard to understand that.
Y'all always in these people business. That's why it's all. That's what's hard to understand when we talking about basketball. That's
hard to understand why it was said. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Let's rewind back to the
here, I guess.
let's rewind back to the best. So let's rewind back to the best young trio in the game. Is that Charlotte? Is that hard? Is that
always in somebody's business?
Is that trio? Are those three guys Bridges, LaMelo Ball, and Brandon Ingram? Are they better than what's going on in Orlando? Brandon Miller. I'm sorry.
What team did you
talk about? Apollo, and
them three guys of
Brandon Miller and Anthony Black.
Yeah, are they better than that trio? No, I don't think so. How about what's going on in Philly? I don't think the three of them dudes is better than Maxey and Edgecombe moving forward.
Oh, damn, just two of them? Damn.
Just two of them dudes. No, I don't think they're better than them. So we can definitely continue. What about them kids down in New Orleans with Fears and
yeah, they better than them. They better than them. Unless you include in Zion for whatever reason, but no, they better.
Okay.
Bro, Zion, you want to talk about a fall off, Mars? My gosh,
I think Zion's been good.
I think he's playing good. I don't think he's playing bad at all.
He is nowhere near as like just.
Well, he's been coming off the bench. That's number one.
He's been starting.
He's back starting now. Yeah. Zion's cool. Like,
Zion
he's cool. Zion been good since he came back from the injury. He's been good.
Yeah, this is obviously like some memory stuff, but yeah, man,
he's not like the top 10 player thing, like he's not that, so that's disappointing, I guess. But Zion been good. But yeah, I like LaMelo, Con, and Brandon Miller's a bit. I'm not as on Brandon Miller, but LaMelo and Con I like. So they got the makers or something.
I think they do too. Yeah,
and those lineups be working. I keep saying it. Obviously, I got to include my guy Musa because he my demon. But LaMelo, Con, Brandon Miller, and Musa, that's a plus 21 net rating on the season. That's good, really good. Now, LaMelo, Con, and Brandon Miller without Musa, -10. So you know he's really making an impact.
The thing that I'm concerned with when it comes to guys like Con Knipple is when it's like football swiper. When Kaepernick showed up, there wasn't really a lot of film on him, and like we really didn't know what to do with him. But once the league once the league started to figure out, okay,
they didn't figure out Cap. He got hurt. Remember, he had an injury. And then he got that dumb coach from Oregon. What was his name? Chip Kelly. He got Chip Kelly. And he threw for 16-4 that year. But the whole team was liquefied. Is what happened. And then all that stuff happened. And then he his career went downhill. He wasn't crazy, but
I'm bringing it up because I say that once we get film on you and we start to figure out who you are and what your tendencies are and what they're not. And I think that we can get a better grasp on you as opposed to a guy that just shows up and, we really don't know a lot about him. And I think that's what's going on with guys like Con Knipple. I'm more of a Kalkbrenner guy, and I like what I see from Kalkbrenner. I would actually put him in the trio instead of Miles Bridges, because Miles Bridges is actually 27 years old. Then you want to talk about three young guys in Kahn, Brandon Miller, and Kalkbrenner. I think that's a little bit different. However, if you're thinking about young cores, Charlotte's won some games, sure. They have definitely won some games. They've been decimated by injury. But the question that needs to be answered is, does LaMelo Ball play a winning style of basketball? And the more I watch him, the ball dominant guy that he is, the distributor that he can be, there's too many inconsistencies for me to say that we can win with him. And on top of that, his injury history is just doesn't work. But it's fun to watch, because don't let that score be indicative of what happened last night. They put a foot in the Lakers' ass. Yes, they did. They went into Los Angeles and kicked the Lakers' ass last night.
A good offense.
They're hooping, bro.
Fried a bad defense. I mean,
Yeah, let me make sure, Chill, because I know. Let me see the last 10 games, Mars. 12, 10, 12?
Probably like 11 now, considering what they did last night. But they've been
11 specifically. They are second in the NBA net rating, Chill. 123 offensive rating. They're the best offense in the league in the last 11 games.
Imagine that. So
last 15 games. Last 15 games, they also had the best offense in the league, casual, Mars. And they're also fourth in net rating in the last 15 games. That's a good chunk of the season. That's a quarter of the season so far. More than a quarter of the season.
So
how directly does that coincide with LaMelo being available?
I was about to ask that question. Well, you just beat me to it, Mars. I'm sorry.
LaMelo, for reference, LaMelo has played in 15 games straight. They have the best offense in the league.
Imagine that.
LaMelo's a really good offensive player. Like, that's the moral of the story. Really good offensive player.
Well, we saw them be a real good team. Was it years back when they had Gordon Hayward, and then Gordon Hayward broke down, and then
when they were a playing team.
Yeah, when they were a playing team. But they were on their way to making some noise. They were on their way to making some real noise. I think they were as high at one point as 5th in the East. And then LaMelo, and then Hayward broke down, and then LaMelo ended up getting hurt for a small stretch, and then it kind of went the other way. Other than that, but I just need to see. I need to see it be more consistent before I can, because everything that you guys are telling me, like what you're telling me, Swiper,
that's a good amount of time.
That's half his season.
That's half his season. Here's the problem, though, Swiper. They're still at the bottom of the East. Still,
yeah, but they're also winning. But Chill, that's not fair. They're in the last 15. They have where are they in wins? They have how many wins? They're 7 wins. That's 500.
7 and 8. Yeah, they're 7 and 8.
That's 500
7 and 8. And
yeah, that's still flawed. The roster needs some added depth. I think Kalkbrenner is good. I just don't like. They don't have the defensive personnel to have a drop big like him. In my opinion, it just doesn't fit. That's why I think Musa is better, because Musa can play up, he can switch. He's more mobile. Like, it's not that he's a way better player than Ryan Kalkbrenner. It's different. But they have the makings of something that's interesting, and that's why their offense is so good. Defensively, they got a lot of things to work on. Kahn's not a great defender. Brandon Miller is, of their young group, Brandon Miller's their best defender, and he's not great, but he's their best defender. LaMelo's not great. Miles Bridges isn't great on defense, so they're lacking a lot of defensive personnel. But offensively, they got the makings of a really good team. They get up threes, they crash the offensive glass. LaMelo is a great playmaker and decision maker. Another issue is that Brandon Miller and LaMelo both can't score inside the 3-point line consistently.
What is that about?
Well, LaMelo is just not very physically strong, so he doesn't get all the way to the rim very often, which means he settles for a lot of floaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when he gets by guys, it's gonna end up being like an 18-foot floater. So you end up realizing that the efficiency on those shots just isn't great when you're not getting all the way downhill. He doesn't generate a whole bunch of free throws, so you're not getting that efficient offense. So he's gonna end up shooting a lot of threes. Brandon Miller, I'm still on the side of he can't create for himself consistently. But as a spot up shooter guy, a movement shooter, like that's the talent he has, but he can't score inside the line. I want to say I seen a graphic on Twitter. I don't know, maybe Swipe has seen it as well. It was like the least efficient 2-point scorers. LaMelo and Brandon Miller were both on the list, and like they're shooting like sub 50% from 2. Like it's bad. So that's like the things that need to be solved. But they're young. They can figure things out, draft some new players.
You know, the Nuggets played them on a back-to-back with the Wizards on Saturday and Sunday, and that Hornets game is going to be a toss-up for sure, because they can move the ball, they can hoop, and yeah, I think Charlotte, man, they're not a playoff team, a play-in team this year either, but I really like the foundation they're building with their core, and I think for me that's the biggest thing they need. They just need to continue to find out like who are the guys on the team that they can trust. I think getting Kahn was Like,
That was a
Amazing
big deal.
music. Yep.
That was a huge
Amazing.
6'5" IRS agent, but he's lethal. Like, he's a phenomenal player. Phenomenal player.
If you didn't know him and you saw him on the street, you'd be like, "Yo, he definitely works for the government." No doubt.
He have
about that.
chill. He have a suit on. I'm like, yeah, man, who he work for?
Yes, he definitely works for the government. Mars, I think it's kind of interesting because you're a big component of big guys in terms of sticking to their strengths. And Kalkbrenner isn't much of a drop big, but he's actually really good around the basket in terms of protecting the rim. He's really good around the basket in terms of defensive rebounding. I'd like to think that he can guard in smaller spaces. He can't guard in huge spaces, but he can guard in smaller spaces, which would be around the rim, which would be in the mid post. If I had a better wing defender, I think maybe that could supplement him and make him better, because I think that would enhance his ability to rebound. I think that would enhance his ability to rim protect. But I think that where we are right now, because we're in that space, I think that those things get hot. Those deficiencies of his get highlighted.
Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. Is the roster just doesn't fit him right now. They don't have a screen navigator who can fight over a screen, allow Ryan Kalkbrenner to hover around the rim. And because they don't have that, he's trying to play the 2-on-1 and pick and roll every time. He's not mobile enough to do that, which is why Musa just makes more sense for that roster specifically. They draft someone who's capable defensively. They get a Jaden Quaintance in the draft, like that type of personnel.
Mm-hmm.
He becomes more viable, not because he becomes magically a better player, but you now have someone who can defend and increase physicality, all of those type of stuff. So it's just like that's my biggest
Knupple's taking 8 threes a game, or shooting 43% from 3. And
That's what
he's the best shooting. He's the best shooting rookie since Steph.
Well, the Porter didn't count, I imagine, because he didn't play that first year, right?
Oh, MPJ.
Yeah.
I
Clay
blanked.
Buddy. Well, what did Buddy shoot his rookie year?
That 28-year-old rookie, I guess.
Yeah. Because I think he played 3 years at Oklahoma.
All 4, I remember. All 4.
Oh, he did play all 4.
He was 24 as a rookie, but Buddy shot 39 from 3 his rookie year.
How many attempts?
So 4.5.
Oh,
the league was different, so I'm not going to hold him to the attempts thing, because Steph was only shooting like 4 threes a game as a rookie. But Connor's going to obliterate the rookie 3-point record. I think Keegan Murray has it right now. Connor's going to completely obliterate it. MPJ shot 42% on 3 attempts as a rookie, but he only played 16 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a lights out shooter. Yeah, I want to say Connor's the best shooting rookie since
Steph Curry or Keegan Murray.
Since Steph. Keegan Murray has the record, but that's once again products of error and whatnot. But
that was the 22 season he came in, right? 22-23.
Yeah, 22-23.
Yeah, he was crazy that season, chill. Everybody thought they had a building block.
He shot 500 threes that year.
Mm-hmm.
Made 206. Shot 40%.
He shot 500 of them that year. Absolutely. So I'm still, to your point, Miles, when you're talking about guys who fit better in terms of drive back. I'm dying on that hill. Kalkbrenner, the Boston Celtics, they're your starting 5-man right there. That was him. He would have been perfect for your system. He would have been great for what you guys do. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I just want to highlight just how much Khan is going to help this franchise. It has helped this franchise. He might actually be like the saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. He might be, and it started when they drafted LaMelo. LaMelo was a turning point. It took some time, obviously, but he was their first piece. Then they came and they picked up Brandon Miller. This last draft, they got Kalkbrenner, and then they got Con Knipple. Like, Con is really, he's the piece where now you're starting to see everything. And I think, like, in this next draft, they'll probably get a lottery pick. They might make the plan, which will be good for them again, like how they did a couple years ago. But if they can get one more good piece in this next draft.
How long you holding on to LaMelo, Ron? And Mars, to your point, yes, I've seen him for actually a month straight. Yes. How about can I see him for 2 months straight? How about that for an idea? How about 3 months straight?
We'll see if he makes it to All-Star break. I don't think none of this works without LaMelo.
It doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't is because he got the ball in his hand so much. But the problem is that he stays beat up. So now they got to go in a different direction. So if I can't count on him to be here, if I'm moving in a different direction, what happens if Charlotte gets like the number 3 pick in the draft? Which way are they going?
I mean, it depends who's available at 3. If it's Darryn Peterson, you take Darryn Peterson. If it's AJ, you take AJ. If it's Cam, you take Cam. If you really believe in Caleb Wilson and you're like Ron, maybe you go over Caleb Wilson. Like, there's options. Caleb Wilson in Charlotte, I would love, by the way.
Oh, look,
Just
any
like
of them.
How big is
You think he
Caleb?
better? You think he better than Brandon Miller
How
right
many-
now, Moss? For that system, what they doing in Charlotte right
no,
now?
but I think they both work. Caleb at the 4, Brandon Miller at the 3,
How tall is
Connor at the
Caleb?
2, LaMelo not. Caleb's
he's
6'10".
6'10".
6'10".
That's
He's
nice.
6'10".
Caleb Wilson, like he remind me a little bit of like Blake
Workhorse.
Griffin, like a little bit. He remind me a little bit of like Blake
Mm.
Griffin, like
Yeah,
young
that'd be a
Blake.
crazy turnaround.
But he's
for
got
that
like more.
workhorse.
He's got like I think more to tap into in terms of like the skill set part of it. But like right now, he's like raw, but you can see like the upside and whatnot. You get him in a system like Charlotte where they're running and gunning. They got all the space as well. Caleb Wilson is like a screener, roller, lob threat, run the floor in transition, putbacks, the motor. Like that would be great. I think, but like all of them, I think make sense in their own way. Cam Boozer would be the one I was probably questioning to fit the most. But like Darren makes sense as like the off guard who can play off LaMelo, but can also relieve LaMelo of some of those ball handling duties, shoot the hell out of the ball as well, can get downhill, score. So, something that Brandon Miller and LaMelo lack. AJ, obviously the wing scorer, he can be their go-to scorer, probably the best scorer on the team. Not right away, maybe, but like year 2, year 3. They won't make sense. If I'm Charlotte, I'm not saying I'm tanking, but I'm definitely prioritizing my draft pick over the play-in if I'm the Hornets. Like absolutely.
So if they get too super high of a pick in the top 3, you wouldn't care if they took Darryn Peterson. You think like that would still work? Like basically Dylan Harper coming off the bench for the Spurs.
Yeah, I think it works. Darryn Peterson got good guard size. He's 6'4", 6'5". Kong got good size. He's 6'5". LaMelo's got good size. He's 6'7". Like you can make it. Well, you could run 3 guard lineups with those 3, if you wanted to, but then also bring one off the bench, probably Darren, obviously, until like he's ready to start. But you can make those lineups work, and then you have multiple ball handlers and decision makers. And I think the way the league is going, you can never have too many decision makers and ball handlers. I think that's something that's an emphasis for most teams. You have everyone can make decisions, everyone can put the ball on the floor. That makes you a better team, not a worse team. So I would love Darren Peterson in Charlotte.
See, if I had that number 1 pick, and it's one of 2 things. Based on the way that the roster set up, I would want to go with the big. So either Caleb or Boozer, just simply because they already, I believe that they already have their 3 guards of the future. Now, whether and that does make sense, Mars. You do want more people, more ball handlers. But like, I wouldn't want to get Darren just to have him come off the bench. I definitely wouldn't want to bring Brandon Miller off the bench. We definitely not bringing Khan off the bench. So it just kind of it throws a wrinkle in. You would have to figure some things out, and ultimately you would end up having to move somebody.
Do you think Jaden would be a good fit there, Mars?
Yeah, I think Jaden would be an amazing fit just for the defensive stuff. And he also has like untapped offensive like potential, like is like a passer and whatnot, screener, playing the short role, shooting. Like if he figures out the offensive stuff, because he's young as well. Like he was too young to get drafted last year, but he was playing in college. I know he tore his ACL, but like I'm pretty sure a team would have drafted him if he was eligible last year, just based on the defensive stuff. But he was literally too young. So you're still gonna get someone who's a sophomore, but it's still freshman age. So still a lot of room to develop. And then the defensive stuff is like he's ridiculous on defense, like guard multiple positions, can guard up, guard down, move his feet, protect the rim, physicality at his age. Like he's 18, but one of the strongest 18-year-olds you'll ever see. So it's like you put all of that on Charlotte, a team that's devoid of defensive talent, he instantly is their best defender. Like from the jump, he's their best defender. I think that would make a lot of sense if you get like the 5th or the 6th pick, depending on.
I think that would be great, man. If LaMelo has like a true like big that he can use that doesn't have to come off the floor for anything at all. Like I think that would be great for his career, and obviously for Brandon, for Khan, a real screen setter too. Chill, like Khan. I think Khan for me, bro, he has moved so far up my like board that I'm sitting here just like, dude, I don't know what his ceiling is like as a player. He might never become a dominant on-ball player, but he could be MPJ.
I thought he was a
If rookie of the year was today, I think he'd have my vote. Like if the voting ended today.
Over Coop?
Based on the fact that Con's done it the whole season, Coop took like a month and a half to like once December hit, Coop hit like the level of that we're seeing like now. But Con has played 40 games and like from the jump, Con has been amazing for them as a shooter, as like playing off movement, really good decision maker, obviously playing off 2 feet, like all of the stuff that he was really good at in college. And then he added that he's making threes off the bounce now as well. Like that was the thing he wasn't doing in college. He's doing that in the league. I think Con would probably be my rookie of the year if the voting ended today. Now, obviously, half a season to go. We'll see if.
And now Cooper, is he down with that ankle injury?
I didn't watch the Dallas game yesterday. Let me see.
Hey, Swapping, when you said Khan could be MPJ. What you mean?
At minimum.
He's crazy off-ball shooter. Like
Just
He didn't
insane
play
off-ball
against the
shooter.
Jazz, but it says he's day to day. So day to day.
Okay, that's good then. Crazy off-ball shooter. Like he can dribble the ball a little bit, just pull-ups, basic stuff, not anything crazy. He's tall. I think somebody that like you could initiate like some of those off-ball offenses with. I mean, Porter, his thing has always been volume. The more volume he gets, the more points he's going to put up. But remember, Porter next to like Jokic and Murray and all that, he was just never going to see like 17, 18 shots a game. I do think if you give Khan an opportunity, man, like he's like a MPJ in terms of just overall talent. Like he's not like former projected first overall pick MPJ. But I think as an offensive player, as a scorer, like a lot of things, he can do really well. Like I think he's really good. I was shocked. I honestly didn't think Khan was going to be this good. But he won me over in the first 10 games of the year.
Me neither.
I didn't expect this right away at all.
Me neither.
I said pre-draft, I said Devin Booker, Jared McCain hybrid. Now Jared McCain hasn't had a good second year, so maybe that seems disrespectful. But like rookie year, Jared McCain, like Devin Booker, Jared McCain hybrid. That's why I'm standing on. I think he's been amazing.
I didn't see him putting the ball on the floor that well. I think that's probably why why he gave me the Luke Kennard vibes, because he's a sniper.
Plus one other reason, but
yeah, he's a no, it ain't because he's white. That's not no, that's not it. Absolutely not. But yeah, I didn't see his ability to put the ball on the floor, but it would translate to the pros like it does. And I mean, he's giving me a way different vibe. But since you brought up Utah and having Peterson in Charlotte, I actually love Peterson in Utah.
I do too.
Toronto.
I love him in Utah.
Hell no. I don't like nobody in Utah.
See, oh my goodness.
I like Peterson or AJ, or I like all of the top three in Utah. All of the top three make sense.
You are the sugar that's in a big ass bottle and the Kool-Aid right here. You won't put the sugar in the Kool-Aid. You're just gonna just keep it right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for something good.
Sugar in the Kool-Aid. Why can't you see this?
Because I get tired of me. I don't like to live in fantasy land. I like to live in realistic.
Okay, so why don't you like Darryn Peterson in Utah? Go.
Having niggas suck over there. Like
okay,
so they don't. Keontae Jordan's one of the best guards in the league
this year. If the season ended today, they got one of the most. They got the
MIP currently right now today.
Right now, that's going on.
What is Utah gonna do?
Where do you go to school?
What is Utah gonna do? What is Utah gonna do?
Yeah, he went to bed.
What are Utah gonna do in the playoffs? What is Utah gonna do in the playoffs?
That's not the point.
You talking about number one picks and you talking about playoffs. What was going on?
That's why you're building something over there, Jordan.
Utah.
Let's give everyone a spoiler alert. All of the teams that have potential for the number one pick
are not making the playoffs.
All of them suck. Like other than the Pacers next year, because they're gonna get Halle back. All of the teams in contention for the number one pick suck. There's a reason why they're gonna be getting the number one pick.
Utah has a history of doing nonsense. That's all I'm saying. That's why I don't like
Utah has been good in every decade. Utah has literally been good in every decade of our lives. Utah has been a really good team in every decade of our lives.
Yeah, they've been one of the most.
And Utah's been a top 3 seed in every decade I've been alive. At least the top 3 seed. Remember, Ox, we were in the 90s. We saw in the 2000s we had Boozer, we had Williams with AK. And then in 2010, they had Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in them. They were the number 1 seed. In 2021, they were the number 1 seed.
Swipe up over the last.
So you actually just clicked right there. I didn't even think about that.
They activated the tank when they traded Rudy and Donovan Mitchell.
Activate the tank, boss.
Yeah, it's been 3 years of tanking. That's it. 3 years of
tanking. These niggas suck. They coaches suck.
You understand why though, Jordan?
How have Utah sucked for the last 45 years?
I didn't say 45 years.
Okay, so the last. Okay, so
4-2-5.
You do understand
they were good in 2022.
But you do understand, Jordan. Well, wait, Moss. Let's
they tanked for 3 years.
Right, I was about to say that. So, Jordan, you do understand why? So after they lost in the playoffs, you get rid of your best defensive player, and then you get rid of your best offensive player.
So does that make sense though? Why would they do that?
Because
they weren't winning a championship.
That's why we're starting over.
When the fuck are they gonna win a championship though?
That's the idea, Jordan. The idea.
Why are we acting oblivious to what the point of rebuilding is?
Them niggas went from a rebuild. Them niggas went from being average to getting Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Hold on. Them niggas went from being trash to getting Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, to build them up. To can't win, to break this shit down, to fucking being garbage again. And then you niggas got the fucking mind to see in the crystal globe that these niggas trying to build a championship roster.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Wait,
So you
yeah.
don't. So wait.
What's the point of being in the lottery? though?
Because building a good team doesn't lead to a championship every time. The fact that they knew when to blow it up to start a rebuild again instead of holding on to Donovan Mitchell for too long, instead of holding on to Rudy Gobert for too long, that's the makings of a good franchise. When you're able to see the writing on the wall and know you're not winning with this iteration of your roster, and you blow it up at the right time, you get maximum value for Rudy Gobert. They got 5 first-round draft picks for Rudy Gobert. You know why? Because they traded high on Rudy Gobert. They traded Rudy Gobert at maximum value, got 5 draft picks.
And they got Walker Kessler back.
They traded Donovan Mitchell for their. I can't actually 4 first-round picks and their current franchise player in Larry Markkinen, who's averaging 29. They sold high on Donovan Mitchell.
Them niggas been talking about. Hold on, them niggas been.
So they sold high on both of their franchise players and then started a rebuild like every good team.
And then, by the way, Mars,
people have been mad at the Chicago
in 2023 they acquired. In 2023 they acquired Keontae George, and by year 3 he's a breakout player. He's averaging 23 and 7.
Utah is doing the rebuild the way a rebuild is meant to be done.
Sounds like
and their best big got hurt this year.
The same thing that the Rockets did. The Rockets had James Harden. James Harden didn't want to be there no more. They weren't winning. Guess what they did? They blew it up. 3 years of being trash. Then they're trying to rebuild, acquire young talent, and then they push on. Guess what? Houston are now one of the contenders in the NBA, one of the better teams in the NBA. They rebuilt. Same thing.
And what's going to happen if they blow it up?
If it doesn't lead to a championship, guess what they're going to do? They're going to blow it up and rebuild again. That's the cycle of the NBA.
The Rockets haven't won a championship either. The Rockets haven't won a championship either.
OKC traded Russell Westbrook and entered the rebuild mode.
The Rockets have blown up their team multiple times.
And now what? They're the best team in the NBA. That's what teams do. When you don't think you're going to win, you trade your star players, try to get maximum value, you rebuild for a few years and try to go again. That's what Utah are doing. That's what Houston just did. That's what OKC just did. And OKC are the best team in the NBA. OKC went from 21, 22, 23 being trash. Then 24, number 1 seed.
And do you
number 1 seed
Utah? Hold
on. Do I think it's going to go that way for Utah? Maybe not. If they don't get a generational talent like Shea, it might not go that way. But it's better than just being mid forever.
They haven't done anything since.
What are you talking about, Jordan? Like the Houston Rockets have been the beacon of championship contention.
Slow down.
They haven't been.
Let's hold on.
What are you doing?
Let's not just let's bring context in this,
please.
So, what do y'all actually think about Utah?
What? Okay, what do I think about Utah? I think Utah is not
very
good. They're rebuilding. They're turning their franchise into a viable playoff contending franchise. That's what they're trying to do. That's what I think of them.
Okay, that's what you think of them.
Yes.
What's going to happen? Okay, so let me make my argument now.
Please.
I thought they had something going on with Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell.
They did.
They did. That's why they were number 1 seed.
They blew it up because they didn't think they can win. Right? Yep. That's what you said. Yes. Take me off the screen. I want to make sure I'm talking. They blew it up because they didn't think they was gonna win, right?
Sure.
So now they got Keontae George, who averaged 23 and 7. Don't play a lick of fucking defense. Neither does the fucking team. The team don't play no defense either, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then we're gonna draft another guy that y'all say Larry Markkinen is their cornerstone guy. What makes you think they ain't gonna blow that shit up in 2 years?
Well,
maybe they do.
If they do blow it up in 2 years,
so he's gonna keep blowing shit up.
Just like
if it's not working, yeah.
They're the Utah Unabomber.
That's why I don't want Darryn Peterson over there. I rest my case.
The 21-year-old can't be part of a rebuild.
The reason why you don't want Darryn Peterson over there is because in a couple of years they blow it up. Just so you know,
because they are.
Just so you know, Jordan, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell got there in 17. Rudy Gobert got there in 13. They played together for 7 years? Something
blew
like
it up. Who gives a fuck? Blew it up.
So 6 years. Okay, so I got a 21-year-old that I'm getting on the crew in Darryn Peterson, who I'm building with. That's what I'm doing. I'm building with Darryn Peterson.
With Ace Bailey, with Keontae George, with Bryce Simpson Ball, with Walker Kessler.
Okay, we blew it up 6 years later.
Now would just mean trade Larry Markkinen and then build with the young guys you have.
Oh my God.
Which is the idea of a rebuild.
Laur's supposed to be, Laur's supposed to be your franchise guy.
Yes, he is.
Every year he in fucking trade talks because they and those
he's never been traded. And he's never been traded once.
No, every year other teams are trying to acquire him while the Jazz say no. That's the trade talks you're talking about.
Yes.
That's the same trade talks that Jaylen Brown's been in his
It's
whole
not
life.
Utah
But
putting
Boston
him on the
keeps
block,
saying
by
no.
the way.
That's the same trade talk.
Right. And it's not Utah putting him on the block, Jordan. Just so you know. It's not Utah
every
going.
year
It's
is
not
because
Danny Ainge
Because
going,
good
no,
teams know
Lauri
they want
Markkanen's
Larry
available.
Markkinen on their
No.
team because of how good he is.
That's not what's going on.
And the Jazz are listening to it. They want to hear what
Okay.
people want to offer them for Lauri Markkinen.
Of course
That's why
you
he's
do.
they
there.
keep saying
Hey,
no.
Mars,
Yeah, no, they keep
Mars.
saying no.
How many times has Kevin
They
Durant been
fucking
traded
listening to it.
since Lauri Markkanen's arrived?
How many
Durant-
what?
So Larry Markkinen got there in 22, 23,
Yeah,
right?
22, 23?
Yeah, 22.
22.
So Kevin Durant's been
23.
traded twice.
Kevin Durant got traded that year.
What the fuck does
Yeah.
that do with the
In
Jazz?
February
Then Kevin
23.
Kevin Durant got traded again to Houston.
Yeah.
So he's been traded.
What
Yeah.
does that got to do with the Jazz?
So
Sounds like
that means the Suns.
Good question, Jordan.
The Suns have restarted over with Kevin Durant. The Rockets are also starting over with Kevin Durant. They just had James Harden a few years ago, and they got off of James Harden. So, like, are the Rockets not building for anything either? Because they've had multiple playoff teams in the
Listen,
last 20
Swipe.
years.
I don't know if you've heard me say this or not, but I'm saying the same shit about the Rockets. The Rockets are doing a fucking disservice with Kevin Durant, but that's another subject. That's
So
another
should
subject.
Darryn Peterson not be in
I want to
Houston?
stay right here with the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
By
The number
you
one
guys'
pick should just go to OKC.
By you
That's what it
guys'
is.
logic, you build something and then you tear it down when it don't work. What?
Yes.
Okay. So with Utah's track record of them doing this, because they had something going with Rudy Gobert, two of their best, two guys that's still relevant in the NBA right now, some of the best. They got rid of their ass because they saw the writing on the wall and they wanted to get rid of it.
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Sold high. Yes.
Okay, so when Darryn Peterson comes there,
Because they lost to the Mavericks without
they're
losing.
gonna do the same shit.
If it
Now,
doesn't work,
When Darryn Peterson gets there, they're going to build with their young players they have currently. So
And then if they don't see it working, they're gonna trade Keontae George or they're gonna
Darryn
trade Lauri
Peterson,
Markkinen.
Ace
And they're gonna rebuild
Bailey,
again, right?
Keontae, Taylor Hendricks, Kyle Filipowski, Walker Kessler, and go
Their
down
best
the
big
roster.
man, by the way, who's been
Cody
hurt.
Williams, all of those guys. They're going to build with those guys with Larry Markkinen still on the roster. And then if they feel like it, they can sell high on Larry Markkinen, who's averaging 29 right now. We know a contender's going to
And
want a
then
Larry
hopefully in
Markkinen
the
type
draft.
player. And then Larry Markkinen can bring back a haul of draft picks alongside the Jazz being a young team who aren't going to be good right away, as most teams that get the number one pick aren't going to be good. So then they can stack even more young talent on top of Darryn Peterson, Keontae George, Isaiah Collier, if you still
Bryce
find him valuable,
Sensabaugh.
Cody Williams, Bryce Sensabaugh, just for
First of all, those four guards,
and then you
right
build
there,
from there. That's how
those
building
guards
with a young
that
team
you named,
works.
They will get rid of. They will get rid of.
That's why you don't
They will
understand
get
this,
rid of.
Jordan.
Keontae George is on year 3.
It's the way the way building a team has worked, unless you're the
why you can't
Lakers
see this, Jordan.
throughout history.
Yeah.
Not a team like
Yeah,
Utah
that's
can't just
why
go
I just
acquire
said
free
I don't
agents
want
and build a
Darryn
team that way.
Peterson to go
So
to
they build through the
Utah.
draft with young players.
Hold
This is what they do.
on. Let's unpack this. I said I don't want Darryn Peterson to go to Utah because Utah be having bullshit going on, and all of a sudden now I'm the
Even though they don't. We've already
Yes,
it's
they
been
do.
it's been proven that
But
they
because
don't
of
have bullshit going on.
The
Yo,
bullshit
but
going on is a
bro,
rebuild.
like-
The
like-
bullshit going
like-
on is a rebuild.
Yo,
bro, got it, bro.
we can't act like what Jordan's saying is completely crazy.
What
And the only reason, hold on, I'm
You
about
can't
to
act like calling a
before
rebuild.
y'all
Nobody
dive
believes
on me.
in
Crazy.
Utah.
Can
I'm
I,
asking you a
before y'all
clarification on
dive
that.
on
Go
me,
ahead.
can I finish my point?
Yes.
Sure.
The only reason why I feel Jordan on this now, before I do say that, I actually
even
don't
talk
mind
about
Darryn
it.
Peterson in Utah, but it's for similar reasons why Ace Bailey didn't want to go to Utah, and it's not for living in Utah. I'm saying Utah has they got a mid stigma to them, and I know they have been good each decade. You got you had the Stockton Malone era, you had the Boozer and Darren Williams era,
AK
you
era.
had the Rudy and Mitchell era.
Yeah.
But come on, y'all. Utah's they're like hey Ox, what we call it? They the best of the worst.
Just so
They're
we
one of
clear.
the best.
But that doesn't mean they have
the
bullshit
worst.
going on. That's just a different point.
And then they'll
That's
blow
just
it up.
saying-
And then they'll blow
That's
it up.
just saying Utah's not desirable, which is
Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
one of the
well,
winningest
No,
franchises in the
I'm
last 30
talking
years.
about. I'm not talking about them being
Yeah,
desirable.
blow it
I'm not
up.
talking about the location. I'm talking about them as a franchise.
All
They are
right.
literally the best of the worst.
And
Like
then
they're-
they'll blow it up too, Ron, and waste your fucking time. They'll definitely do that too. Don't forget about that.
Jordan, I have a point to what you're
Gordon
saying.
Hayward was there too. They had some shit going on too, though.
Jordan, I have a point to what
when
you're saying.
they were making the playoffs,
And they blew that shit up. So every time they don't about to win because they never fucking win.
The
blow that
Jazz
shit
have
up.
won the
Didn't
6
Gordon
most games
Hayward
in the
leave in free
NBA.
agency?
But
Yeah,
just
he
for
left in
context,
free agency.
Yeah, he
the
left in
Jazz
free
have won the
agency. They
6
didn't even
most
blow it up.
games
They
in the
just kept
NBA in the last
Donovan
30
Mitchell
years,
around.
by the way. Like, they're one of the
That's just
winningest
not true.
franchises in the league. in
They
every
lost
era.
Gordon Hayward. They lost Gordon Hayward prior to the 28. They lost to the
All
Warriors
right,
in
well,
2017.
all right. I'll just disagree
Gordon
with
Hayward
y'all
played-
on
they-
Utah
they lost- they-
shenanigans, bro.
Gordon
I
Hayward
disagree
played
with
in
y'all on Utah
2017, had his
shenanigans. I don't
best
think
ever
Utah
season.
gonna do shit
They then
right
lost to the
with their
Warriors.
young guys. I
Gordon
don't
Hayward
think
left in
Utah
free
got a coach.
agency,
I think
and they
Utah
went
coach
to the
is
same
trash.
place the next year.
Yeah.
They didn't blow it up after Gordon Hayward. They just pushed on with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. That's just not true.
Why wouldn't
That's
they keep? Why wouldn't they keep Gordon Hayward though?
He left in
He
free
He left
agency.
for money.
He
It was the
wasn't going
money.
to
It
them.
was the money. It was
Yeah,
the money.
why
He
didn't they
left in
pay
free
him?
agency.
Why didn't they?
He
pay
chose
him?
to
Because
leave.
they already,
He chose to
they
go
already
to Boston.
had a core. They didn't want to over. They thought they were overpaying for Gordon. Gordon got what, 30? Was it 30 a year from Boston at that
Yeah,
time?
they
30
probably
years,
should
4
have
years.
fucking paid
Brad
Gordon Hayward. He probably
Stevens.
could've
Brad
Brad
Stevens.
And yeah,
Brad
he-
Stevens.
exactly. Butler. That's
Yeah,
exactly what that was.
what?
Brad
The
Stevens.
guy left
It's really
in free
that
agency.
simple.
Hold on.
What's that going to do with him?
Hold on. If I got Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, I don't want to pay Gordon Hayward what the fuck he want. To play
Brad
on
Stevens,
I'm
Drinks.
gonna
Brad
do it.
Stevens.
They
What's his
drafted
name?
Gordon Hayward. They drafted Donovan Mitchell after Gordon Hayward left.
No,
So,
okay, but what I'm saying is we don't want to pay him what he wants. I understand. I'm saying Brad Stevens, he wanted to go over there.
We're
with
going
him.
to pay
That's-
him.
that's what it is, bro.
Gordon
Did
Hayward,
they,
I'm like,
did they, and Mars, did they have Jay Crowder already and
First
Mike
of all,
Conley were already on the roster at this
Stop
point?
right there. With
No,
they didn't
yeah.
want to pay him. That's not true. In fact,
that this-
the
this point?
NBA had implemented
can't
that
remember the
rule
last right.
during
I'll look
that time that when you make the All-Pro team, it's an extra amount of money when you make the All-Pro team, which gave teams incentives to stay, which gave players incentives to stay where they were. He left Utah to go play for his college basketball coach in Boston. This had nothing to do
And
with
by the way,
bread,
chill. Remember,
'cause he
people
could have made
forgetting.
more money in Utah.
People are forgetting this era, by the way, because this
That
Utah
still
team
sound
was
like-
this
that still
Utah
sound
team was really
And
good.
I'm gonna read a quote directly from Gordon Hayward because
That
this is
sounds
nonsense.
like a Utah.
This
problem.
is Gordon Hayward's exact words. Brad Stevens was one of the biggest reasons as to why I left. Brad was the first coach to kind of tell me he thought I had a chance to play in the NBA, and he recruited me. He was actually Butler's assistant coach when I was in high school, and recruited me and ended up being with the head coach and being the head coach at Butler. So I had a great relationship with Brad and felt like that was the best step for me and my family moving forward in my NBA career. So that was the reason why I left, but it was something that ate me up. Now tell me how Utah's meant to get Brad Stevens to come coach Utah so that Gordon Hayward can stay there in free agency.
I didn't say that, so why would I tell you
So
that?
then why were you asking why he left? As
He
if
left-
it was Utah's fault. Oh,
No.
Utah got bullshit going on. They didn't have Gordon Hayward's college coach.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm still saying it sounds like a Utah problem. If we can get anybody to leave Utah based
I'm
on
done with the
But not
conversation.
anybody left Utah.
I'm done with the
Hold
conversation.
on. Let
I'm
me
done
make
with
the
it.
point.
Please,
Let me
yeah,
make
you
my
go ahead.
point.
You go
Let
ahead.
me
Keep
make
going,
my
Jordan.
point.
Keep
Go
going.
ahead.
You niggas try to tell me what
Keep
my
going,
point
Jordan.
is.
Keep going, Jordan.
My
Keep going.
point is this: it still sounds like a Utah problem. It still sounds like if anybody can poach you away, well, shit, I'm in Utah, they're the franchise that believed in me, but I'm willing to go leave because Brad Stevens believed in me. What about my fucking coach, that coach right here for the Utah Jazz? What about my organization that's here? Y'all don't give a fuck about that, huh?
No,
Fuck Utah. That's what.
No.
All of a sudden, Jordan, they just lose all fucks, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, all right. That's it. Fuck Utah now. I'm out. This nigga
Are you niggas out of your mind?
That's what you
Prince,
niggas is
Ron,
saying.
are you niggas out of your
Ron
mind?
doesn't even believe what he's saying. He's just doing what he normally does.
Yeah, Ron is so nasty.
Are y'all serious right now?
No, but hey, but for real though, this is what I want to
But
do.
Ron, this is the 10-year relationship he had with him
No,
going into this.
I'm in the NBA
That's
because the dude who's the head basketball coach.
Oh
of the
my
Boston
God,
Celtics
bro.
thought that I
It
could play in
still
the
sounds
NBA.
like a Utah problem.
And
Yo,
I can go to
I wanna
Boston.
move the
They can't
goalposts.
get free agencies. They can't get free agents.
Ron, can I
and
go
they
after
can't
you?
keep their own. That's a
Yeah,
Utah
you got it.
problem.
Yeah, but hold on, but chill. Remember,
You can't get
chill.
nobody coming
Remember in
They stop
2017,
nobody from
18,
going out.
the Utah
That's the
Jazz,
Utah
by the way,
problem.
after they lost Gordon Hayward and didn't pay him $30 million a year, they had Jay Crowder in year 5 on that roster. Alec
Swiper,
Burks was on that
this is
roster.
what I just
Derek
said.
Favors
They
was on the
can't
roster.
keep
They were
Rodney
trying
Hood
to
was on that roster.
They
Joe
can't get
Ingles
nobody
in year
in.
3 was on that roster. They had Donovan Mitchell. They had George Niang on the roster. They had Royce O'Neal as a rookie out of Baylor on the roster, including Ricky Rubio. That team was loaded.
Swiper.
Shout out Rodney Hood
Yeah.
and Alec Burke. Please.
But here's the
Alec
thing,
Burke
though,
and Rodney
Swiper.
Hood.
Nobody
Wasn't Rodney
ever.
Hood in Portland? bro?
Goes to Utah. You can't
Nobody
keep
ever.
nobody-
I'm not gonna say goes to Utah. I'm gonna say, but
Oh,
you
my
can say that
goodness,
too. But nobody ever since Malone and Stockton left has thought that Utah was going to win a championship.
What is that?
Nobody ever. Nobody's taking Utah
nobody
seriously.
from leaving, but you
Bill,
can't.
Wait,
Pick
Ron,
Utah.
Ron, you can't, Ron, you can't say that nobody took Utah seriously.
Nobody took
You can say,
Utah
hold on.
serious like that.
Okay, all right.
Come
You can say
Like
that. Just listen though. You can say that you didn't think that they were gonna win the championship, but you can't say nobody. Hold on. But after then, you said nobody took them seriously. You can't tell me that team with Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Bojan, and Rudy Gobert Who else? Bro, you can't tell me that
Mike
wasn't a
Conley.
serious
You were hyping
basketball
that
team.
team. So during this time, just to put some context into it, me and Ox both lived. We were neighbors. Okay, me and Ox. Both.
You
I would see
can't
Ox
tell
every
me,
single day.
bro. You
Ox
can't tell me
would-
that nobody was taking that
Ox
team
would
seriously.
hype that team, and I would tell him consistently, "This team is not serious."
I would have the same
Good.
argument.
They're
I would have the
good.
same
All right, but all right, okay,
They're not like
all right. So, okay, Houston, the
That
Houston
wasn't the
Rockets.
original
No,
conversation,
hold on, Swiper, because this Houston Rockets team is not a serious basketball team. Then, all right, let's make sure we stop talking about
Current
them.
one?
Yeah, because they're not winning shit. They're not winning a championship. This isn't a shot at you or your team. I'm just saying that if that Houston Rockets or not Houston Rockets, if that Utah team can't be taken seriously because I don't think they're going to win a championship, let's stop talking about the Celtics. Let's stop talking about the Houston Rockets. Let's stop talking about the New York Knicks. Let's only talk about Denver and OKC. All right. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit about the Spurs no more. I don't want to hear shit about nobody. OKC and Denver, and that's it.
I got a question for Spike though, because my basis was this. I said it still sounds like a Utah problem. If we can't get nobody to come here, but we can't stop nobody from leaving, that ain't a problem.
They
There's
stopped a lot of
nobody.
people. Everyone else resigned. They just traded players and to move on to younger players. Jake, remember when you don't remember y'all? Maybe again, y'all just didn't watch a lot of Utah. Not everybody. I'm just saying in general. They were a really freaking good basketball team for about 6 good years. And they were a very difficult team to guard. They had the best defense in the league when Rudy Gobert was on the floor, including in 21. They were the #1 overall seed. They had wings galore. Jay Crowder was a freaking hooper. Remember, Jay Crowder built his rep in Utah and then went to the Suns, Jordan, and became like their, one of their all defense level wings that he had for the Suns.
In Utah as he was in the Suns. I don't know why you're trying to make
that's a really good player. But
he was
a really good basketball player.
Yeah,
He's a role player. But well, I guess for me, you said that they're on BS. And I just said that, but I think it's hard for you to say or me to agree with you. They're on BS. If I can point to every single era that I've ever existed in watching NBA basketball, they've been one of the best teams in the league in every single era that I've watched and been a part of. So that for me is why it's tough. And if they just were a playoff team in 21-22, and Jordan, the reason why they got off D-Mitch and Rudy, because remember, they had the 3-1 lead they blew in the bubble. They had the series they lost in 16. Then they lost to they beat the Thunder. What year was that, Jordan? That was the PG Melo in them year. Was that 18?
20.
They beat the Thunder in 2018.
18.
18. Yeah, it was 18, right? And then remember the 2021 year, they got dog walk. Remember everybody was making fun of Rudy because Rudy, you can't defend his space. They were blaming him
after Kawhi got hurt and PG
and they still lost, and everybody blamed Rudy. And then, but remember, the next year was the last draw because they went to that season. And Mark, can you look up where they finished in the standing? Because I can't remember. I don't want to.
22 in the
22.
Had to be top three.
I'm pretty sure they were near the top of the league because the 21-22 season that was the Nuggets for 6. So that means they would have had to finish ahead of.
It was a 4-5 matchup.
4-5 matchup
against that.
And if you go back and do your homework,
but chill. Remember, they lost that series. They lost the series to the Mavericks without Luka.
By the way,
Jalen Brunson carried Luka through the score.
Luka played the end of the series.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but JB had a 40 ball in that series without Luka. And so I think at that time they were just kind of like, there's nothing. If this team can't beat the Mavericks, who they should have been facing the Warriors the next round. If they can't beat that team with all the disadvantages that the Mavericks had, they said, and on top of all the other playoff losses they had never made a Western Conference Finals. Never made a Western Conference Finals.
Swiper, fellas, I want to play a little game because this whole thing all started with Darryn Peterson.
Like the way you make your money?
Going to Utah.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to do.
Before you play your game.
Oh no! Hold on. Actually, go ahead. What
you got?
No. We got to play the game because if we do that, it's gonna turn into a whole 15-minute debate about something else. While we're right here, I just want to give you guys a couple franchises, and we have Darryn Peterson.
Yep.
Would you rather go to this franchise? If you're Darryn Peterson, would you rather go to this franchise or would you rather go to Utah?
I dare a nigga to say Utah.
Can we take
I'm gonna give you.
But we don't know what the franchise is.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some context behind it.
No matter what team it is, it ain't Utah.
These are franchises that haven't won a championship since 2000. So you may have made the playoffs. You may have made some deep runs. Probably been in the lottery a couple times, but you have not won a championship this century. So the first team I'm gonna go with is the Chicago Bulls. If you're Darryn Peterson, would you rather go to Chicago or Utah?
I
Utah.
love him in Chicago, actually.
You know how big Chicago is?
Yeah, I love him in Chicago. I do. But I love him in Utah more.
Making $40 million a year in Chicago?
Yeah, I love him in Utah. Just so, Drench, I don't know if you know this, but I was around. I don't know if you know this, but in the last 40 years, the Utah Jazz have not missed the playoffs more than 4 years. How many franchises can say that? They were awesome, then they had a gap, then they were awesome, then they had a gap.
They draft well
awesome.
too, bro.
This is 40 years. So be clear.
Utah is a better run franchise than the Chicago Bulls.
I'd rather go to Utah.
Ox, where would you rather go?
We had this conversation before, and the chat actually kind of got on me. I had to kind of explain myself. And I when I think about this, I think about for myself and the way my mind was working when I was a younger man. I would rather go to Utah than a lot of places just to kind of help, you know what I'm saying, stay out the way a little bit, be able to kind of stay in the gym and focus on basketball. As far as like roster construction, if I was a 2-guard, I'd probably want to go play with Josh Giddey. I wouldn't mind playing with Josh Giddey, but that's kind of a coin toss one for me. I would probably, but I wouldn't want to play for the Bulls though. So I would go Chicago on that one. I would say Chicago.
All right, the next team I got for you is the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh hell no.
Utah.
Brooklyn or Utah?
Like live in or play for
No,
14.
Well, I'm thinking purely from a basketball standpoint.
Yeah,
right.
Ron, you saying? I mean, because you know how it is.
I trust Danny Ainge more than I do over in Brooklyn.
I just want to say,
I like Jordy. I like
Brooklyn.
his son is actually.
They got
running
Jordy too. Yeah, that's right. I'll say it. Go ahead.
I like Jordy. I like Jordy a lot. You know, he's a really dope coach. But I don't got no problem with Will Hardy, and I just can't be on the team with Cam Thomas.
No, I'd rather go to Utah.
We can stagger your minutes, Ox. We don't have to have you on the floor with him. We can stagger your minutes.
I can't play with Cam Thomas, too.
Darryn Peterson would be the one to get Cam traded for real.
Right.
But Drago, what were you about to say?
I just want to say, this wasn't my point, but just want to say Austin Ainge is the one running the Utah Jazz. His father is an advisor.
Okay, which means that Danny Ainge is running things. Yeah,
I think he's he's old now, so I think he's letting his son.
He's 62.
That's all. Chill. Hate to break it to you.
They're not old.
That's old.
When I think about guys in the front office, I think about Jerry West. That's what I think about.
Rest in peace. I'd rather go to Utah than Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'll take Utah over Brooklyn. I think that they're a better run franchise than what's going on with the Brooklyn Nets.
All right, the next team that I have for you guys, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh hell nah.
Utah.
Nah, I'll take Utah over the Memphis. Sorry ass Grizzlies.
I mean, shit. We don't know what's going on with y'all. That team also.
Franchise.
If I'm Darryn Peterson, think about all the injuries I'm dealing with my freshman year. Memphis like the most injured franchise in the league too. Everyone stay hurt over there. Yeah, I'm for sure going.
Is Josh still there?
Yeah, they just dumb. Like I think GMs
can't stay healthy
should get fined for being dumb. I think teams should get fined for being dumb, bro.
Can you imagine being a rookie guard? Like, could you imagine being a rookie guard on this team? You got this big nigga over here that won't rebound. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
All right,
man. He just had 30 yesterday, and we still hitting because he had 3 rebounds.
Yes, hell yeah.
On that one, I'm going to Utah. Them niggas is just dumb in Memphis. Hey, they pretty much the same. Pretty much. They get some shit, get close, and blow it up. Because they can't beat niggas that they ain't supposed to beat right now. They blow it up instead of just build.
But Jordan, doesn't that apply for like 22 franchises in the league?
Yeah, I say that a lot of time. A lot of these franchises are dumb. Majority of them are dumb. They get close and they say, oh, fuck, we're not going to win. But I think in 2036, when they draft this 3rd grader right now, we should be able to win because if we get that pick in 2036, I know for sure he's going to take us to the championship. Rather than saying we got this guy that average 20, we got this guy that's a defensive stopper, we got that. How about I let these niggas build for 5, 6, 7 years?
So the Spurs in 2019.
No, I don't know.
They had everything that you just said.
But I think
Marcus.
And they had Derek White.
With like this blowing it up thing, it's what has worked for these teams. Like you have examples right now. You had the Detroit Pistons went through their rebuild. They were one of the teams that just kind of went for the rebuild naturally without any extra assets. This worked because they've hit on some good draft picks. You compare them to the Spurs or the Thunder who blew it up by trading, getting assets for DeJounte, Derek, and so on. You see, like right now, the Detroit Pistons can't really make the trades they'd want to make because they didn't get this surplus of draft picks when they're kind of good, but we know we're not good enough to win the championships. That's why Utah is in a really good position right now, where they have a lot of young talent. And even if they don't get this lottery luck that they kind of need to become a championship team, they can keep recycling this. Okay, we send Larry Marketing out, get more draft picks, get this chance at this player we need.
You're proving my point.
But that's the thing. You have to keep recycling until you hit it. Like, okay, if they'd hit on Wemby in 2023, then they wouldn't keep blowing it up, obviously. They just did what the Spurs did. But that didn't happen.
Well, they never hit it, though.
It's gonna hit it. At some point, you're gonna.
Yeah, well, there's no guarantee. But
yeah, I doubt. First of all, when have they ever hit it?
It will happen.
They hit on Stockton and Malone. Yeah,
no, they have a better chance of hitting than they did of winning a championship with their previous iterations.
They hit it. They hit it again in 2000.
I think
they drafted Darren Williams and Boozer.
I think had they kept Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert together. And
you think Donovan Mitchell sucks?
Hold on. What does that have to do with? First of all, I don't think he sucked. That's number one. But that had nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I hate when niggas argue stupid shit like that. But whatever. My thing would be if I got Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, and we third in the whatchamacallit, I'm not gonna look at my roster like I can get another Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert if I just blow it up. I'm gonna look at my roster.
Did, though.
But they don't want another Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert because that wasn't good enough to win. They want more better than Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And then they got Keontae George and Walker Kessler.
But I'm not even.
Keep going, Jordan. Keep going, Jordan. Keep going, Jordan.
Even if that's your argument, I'm not gonna look at my current roster on my team where we third, and I'm gonna say, oh, we can get a better Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. So let's blow this shit up in 10 years. Also, when your ass might be fired too. The GMs that do this shit, them niggas get fired or they be gone. Also, by the way, I actually knew one of the GMs for the Jazz as well too, but they get fired. So I'm not doing that. One thing I would do is I would say, you know what? We ain't good enough to win right now. There's some powerhouses in the West. Shit, I'm gonna keep building with Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. I'm gonna add some other guys. I'm gonna try to draft properly. I'm not just gonna draft bullshit. I'm gonna try to draft a really good player that hopefully I can develop with too. So now, maybe after 7-8 years, I got Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert still on my team with the guys that I developed, with maybe a guy I got in the trade. And now, instead of playing for lottery luck, I didn't develop myself into championship contenders.
I don't know, Jordan. That sounds like building. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's not rebrand, rebuild every time we can't be powerhouses.
But that's so unlikely, Jordan. That's the problem. It's so unlikely.
It's unlikely that you're going to draft a guy that you
know. It's more likely.
But they did. They did. They'd already worked. Keontae George, literally, is already doing that.
And Ron, let's not leave out the fact that when Rudy Gobert,
you look up year 3 Donovan Mitchell for me, please.
And by the way, when that was in 20, that was in the 1920 season. And Ron, please not forget that when they traded Rudy Gobert, it wasn't only because they didn't think that they would win. Rudy Gobert was up for what he got in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, 205.
He was up for. He was up for
24, 4 and 4 year 3.
And him and Donovan Mitchell they couldn't get along together. They didn't like each other.
Do you think Keontae George is going to be better than Donovan Mitchell?
He's starting off better.
Okay.
But
no, his first 2 years are way worse than
those. Yeah, way worse. But his third
year better. Keontae averaging 24, 4 and 7.
Don't let that nigga skip over.
No, I agree. He was disappointing, but look, think about it. They had to get better players around him. They got Ace Bailey on the roster, who's going to be great, I think, for them in the long run. They got Walker Kessler, who got hurt this season. They also much to Marge's chagrin, or you can say Shingun for the funny pun in the NBA community, much to his chagrin, they got off Isaiah Collier trying to think he was better than Keontae George. And they gave Keontae the rock, and they said, Keontae said, hey, Jordan, make, splash. I'm one of the best scorers in the league.
So Keontae George is going to get this team to the third best record in the West.
Well, no, he has to get a Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert that's the answer. He needs a Rudy Gobert.
See, George, you're so nasty, yo. This kind of shit you do.
Right? They got to go get a Rudy Gobert.
Right.
But Rudy and Donovan Mitchell didn't want to stay there.
Because Rudy can't be the second best player on your team I think in building championship roster around, I think that's the issue.
They got Walker Kessler.
Walker, yeah, but Walker obviously is not Rudy though. Yeah, and he's hurt. He's not playing this year. He's actively not playing.
Walker Kessler added the 3-ball this year.
Yeah, he did. He's not playing. Jordan, he's
hold
hurt.
up. Drago trying to get something off. Drago, because you about to explode through the screen.
These niggas said we got to get Rudy Gobert. Where's Rudy Gobert?
Two things.
Go ahead, Drago.
One thing. Two things. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert was at an impasse. They didn't like each other that much. One of them had to be traded. They're like, it's either one of them. We can't have them both here. Two,
and they traded both of them.
Older. Like in the NBA, you get older and you get worse when you hit a certain point. Like in 20,
neither one of them got worse.
Years out in the future, you were talking about was in 29. That's when Rudy Gobert would have been like 35, 36.
Rudy Gobert is still one of the best players in the NBA right now. What are you talking about? They got older. They didn't get worse.
No one thought he would still be doing that. Like his first year, he was bad.
What do you mean?
Well, they got 5 first-round picks for him, Jordan. I mean, that's pretty good value. That's a haul.
Hold on. Drago just said no one thought Rudy Gobert would be doing this.
I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that.
His first year in Minnesota, he was bad.
See,
and then the next year, he was a defense player of the year. Then last year,
right. He was bad. The next year, he was defense player of the year.
He's been up and down
right here, bro. This shit we talking about right here, bro. He was bad.
I mean, it's not hard to understand that saying a 7-1 big would be declining once you hit 30, 31. It's not exactly
is that news to anyone? Or
apparently that's just controversial.
That's because you're a casual, Ron. We know this.
I have no idea. What
you about to win another DPOY this year, by the way.
Yeah, but even going into this season up here, we seem to be in agreement that Rudy was already declining because last year was a lot worse than he was in 24, and then this year he had another resurgence. Like it's not.
I never said Rudy Gobert was declining. I never said that, so don't put that on me.
I said we seem to agree up here. Not everyone up here said it explicitly. I said we seem to agree up here.
Well, I would disagree because my thing has always been this with Rudy Gobert. I still think Rudy Gobert is the same player. To be honest with you, like he's the same shit. It's just. You just got to deal with he's not going to be good on offense. Like, that's just what you got to deal with, bottom line. But at the end of the day, on the defensive end, I didn't see nothing in Rudy Gobert's game that said, you know what, in 4 years, I don't know if he'll be able to do that. I didn't see that. But I saw the same shit. The nigga do the exact same thing.
I mean, his rebounding has definitely got worse.
He's with a better player you think is better than Donovan Mitchell right now, Anthony Edwards. They have better Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. They're not a championship. They're not a championship favorite.
Stop, Jordan.
They're maybe like a dark horse.
You don't even believe that. You just with the Baylor.
I told y'all, Jordan, because you were casual. You were fake Baylor stuff. You're not ingratiated in the culture. I told you what Keontae was going to be. And now you look like a casual.
More than Swiper do, by the way.
You said what?
I go to Baylor more than you do, by the way. But
because you live in Texas, you hear what you sound like. That's a 4-hour drive for you. I live in Atlanta. But guess what? Your name ain't on the plaque nowhere at Baylor. Mine is. That's a different.
I couldn't find it when I went. I asked him.
You weren't in the right spot. No, you. First off, you went to the Cheddar's in Baylor. I know you know Cheddar's. You went to Cheddar's down there on that University Street or whatever else, and got you a burger down there. You weren't in where we're supposed to be. Anyway, like I'm saying, all I'm saying is, Jordan, I'll say this to you because I feel like we've done. I didn't pack you up enough for a 5th time today.
You never.
I know you're gonna respond. But Jordan, I just want to say this to you. I think where you misspoke for me is when you're in a situation where you're talking about the Utah Jazz, you said they're going to be on BS. I just thought it was crazy. That's why I said they're actually one of the best franchises in the NBA, but no, they haven't won a championship. But I don't think that's an indictment on Utah. I think they're actually good at rebuilding. They're rebuilding properly again now. And they're a couple years away, Jordan. I'm just saying they're a couple years away.
I don't disagree with you about them rebuilding. My only thing is every time they gonna say fuck it, we can't compete. And to my point is because they can't they can't keep people and they can't get people to come to them. That's a problem. That's a Utah Jazz problem.
Isn't that more of an indictment on the state of Utah?
To play like people don't even want to go play the Utah Jazz in Utah.
Chill didn't want to go to Utah either. He had to.
I really didn't.
No one wants to. In Mars, he's never been here. I don't know anyone that actually wants to. Respectfully, that's not been born in Utah. I don't know many people that say or don't like the outdoors. If you love skiing in the mountain, then yeah, Utah's your place. I don't know a lot of people that would just actively say, I want to live in Provo, Utah.
Salt Lake City is a beautiful city.
It's a beautiful city, but it's just it's a different. I'm just saying. Not everybody I know wants to.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm saying nobody is gonna be not a big time free agent is gonna leave wherever they at and say Utah's the apple of my eye.
But they're only going to New York. They're only going to New York, Miami, and LA anyway.
Big time free agent is going to do that in Minnesota.
Hey, but Jordan, it is
exactly
that in Portland.
And Minneapolis is a great city.
Yeah, none of them going to do that in Minnesota.
They must be lactose intolerant.
That's not going on. And Ron, just so you know, that's exactly what happened, Ron. I came home one day and my grandmother said some coach from Utah called here for you, and that's where you're going to school. It was just like that.
That nigga got forced to go to Utah.
That's
so people just got to get forced to go to Utah.
I came home and my grandmother said some coach from Utah called here for you. He said,
"But Jordan, the thing is, when you go to Utah,
you're going to Utah."
I played there multiple times, multiple schools in Utah. For when you go to the stadiums, they're gonna have to see the backdrop with the mountains and stuff. It's beautiful, Jordan. It's a wonderful place.
Yeah, I agree.
It is. But Jordan, what the problem is when you start walking around the city, there are gonna be a lot of people out there, white shirts on and a name tag saying like, "Hey, you want to go?" Blah, blah. That's a lot. I mean, it's just not. It's not the. It's a different kind of city, bro. Like you walking into King Supers, you going don't even try to go to Ron's place, the Gentleman Club. They're gonna be out there in droves. But I was like, I don't even know if you can have them, the type of establishments in Utah.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay. I know Oxnard. But
all I'm saying is, my whole point was this. I just don't want Darryn Peterson to go there because I don't want them to waste his fucking time. That's what I don't. I don't want them to waste his time. That's it. And I might have an epiphany that in probably 2 years, Ace Bailey not gonna be there.
Well, yeah, but that's cool. But if he balls out and they have to trade him, but Jordan, he has 3 more years left on his deal. Keontae is going to get
going to Utah. That's what I'm saying.
But he has an extension.
Ace Bailey time too.
Keontae George is extension eligible this offseason. I'm sure he'll get a rookie max. And then Ace Bailey has 3 more years on this deal. They have another kid. I keep forgetting his name, Mars. The dude that the power forward they drafted.
Taylor Hendricks.
Yes, who hasn't panned out yet, but he also has a lot of.
They wasted his time too.
No injuries, but they Bryce Sensabaugh. He's really good.
I like Bryce Sensabaugh.
They got Keontae, Bryce, Walker Kessler, and they got the other dude that Chill just said not too long ago. The center,
Kessler.
Yeah, Filipowski. Like they got a nice. Like,
he loved Utah. He gonna stay in Utah. He loved Utah.
He got.
Yeah,
well,
he got no
Jordan, like when I bring up off court stuff, he got dragged into Utah, but that's another story.
Yeah, whatever. He gonna stay in Utah, but shit, try to win a championship with Filipowski. Didn't you say they needed Rudy Gobert?
Okay, but you want to trade Alperen Sengun? You can't win a championship with him.
I do. I said that 2 years ago. I said we couldn't win it. Matter of fact, I said it to you.
You said get rid of Amen too.
I said it to you. Matter of fact, I packed you up. I said it to you. I said the Rockets can't win with Alperen Sengun as their starting center for a championship. I said that.
But you want to trade Amen too, though.
Yeah, I do.
So you realize you want to blow it up and start over.
Yes, I do. Because I don't even want to get started on the Rockets because I'm actually pissed off about the Rockets. That's really why I'm in a bad mood today. It's really the Rockets that pissed me off. But whatever.
Yeah, Jordan, you ain't have to take it out on these niggas. You ain't have to cook Mars and Swiper at the same time. With a side of Oxen Drago. You ain't have to do that. But either way it goes, y'all, we got super chats. So let's go ahead and talk about what the people want to talk about. Let's get into it, fellas. The first super chat, we got a lot too, so we're going to be all over the place. I can't wait to see what y'all got to say. The first one is from my dog, Arthur Vieira. Me and Arthur are going to be, we are going to be so ecstatic tomorrow once those guys do what they're supposed to do against those other guys that are coming up to Seattle. But anyways, Arthur said, what pisses me off the most about Draymond is I did it. What you gonna do about it? I do what I want energy. He always gives off. So disrespectful to the game and the players. He lets his anger dominate him so effing quickly.
Yeah, I think he got the right attitude with the I did it. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, do something about it.
He's a thug.
As the number one Draymond Glazer on PC, I will say I am also have been a little tired of Draymond Green's antics and
just a little.
I will say very, very, very tired of it. But I will say it seems like Golden State, at least, it doesn't to them internally. You obviously had the incident in 16, and if you remember that Steph game in the half. him and Kerr got into it in the locker room or on the way to the locker room, and it seems like they just kind of go with it. Like it seems like he has a good feeling internally with them. It doesn't seem like they just feel like they hate him. So I mean,
they won 4 championships with him.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Obviously, is if your teammates don't care about it, then who else should care? Like, but I also think it is a little tiring, and especially that year when Steph started crying because
I couldn't imagine.
I don't think Steph was crying because Draymond Green got ejected. I don't think that's why
he might have been, bro.
It was just everything.
I think he crying because the 15 years is a full crash out. It's been a crash out since he met him and crashed out.
I don't think Steph. Y'all out of y'all mind. Y'all think Steph that emotional that this nigga just gonna
What's wrong with crying over your best friend not getting it?
Draymond,
Jordan, I've known you for 2
What was
years.
he crying? What was he crying for, Drench? What was he crying for?
I think he was just frustrated just with the Warriors in general. Like the Warriors just being up and down, up and down. I don't think it was Draymond Green that made Steph cry. Like, what we doing? Why I would never, me and my best friend, we got kind of the same personality. If he be on bullshit, I'm not about to sit on the bench and fucking cry. Like,
look at both of y'all's crash outs.
No, both of us. I ain't even gonna go there. I don't even want to go there. Anyway.
So wait. So I'm saying it's like if I'm Steph Curry, best shooter we ever seen. I'm chasing rings. I'm getting rings. I'm thinking about our legacy. I'm thinking about our greatness. And you just can't get it through your thick ass skull that you can't be out here thugging, beating people up on the basketball court. I think you can get so mad and so upset that you shed a tear. Like, bro, what is wrong with this nigga? Like, he doesn't listen. I don't think that's why he was
crying, though. I think he was crying because the Warriors were just in a bad situation. Like,
Why were they in a bad situation?
I mean, just as a team, not just because of Draymond. Like, just as a team. Like,
you think he would have been crying if Moses Moody had missed a couple of shots? You think he would be crying if Pods had turned the basketball over and they lost?
Yeah, I think they were getting beat by like 14 or some shit at that time. I can't remember. I know it wasn't a great game. It wasn't a great string of game for the Warriors. Like the Warriors over the last couple of years been dealing with just bullshit. Like they just been dealing with up and down seasons. Like they right there, and then all of a sudden they start losing or whatever the case it may be. So I just think that's why Steph was crying. But I feel like Draymond Green is stamped. Like, yes, it's annoying. Like, yes, we all know that's annoying. They all know it's annoying too. But it's Draymond. Like, he that same guy that will run through a wall for each one of his teammates. Whether you think that's annoying or not, like, you know that in the back of your head, like, Steph ain't getting touched while Draymond out there. Like, you know that. So, like, you got to take the good with the bad. Like, it is what it is. That's how I feel about Draymond. It is annoying, though. We can't just ignore that it's annoying. But at the same time, take the good with the bad. That nigga going to war for y'all.
You know why, Drench?
The reason why niggas
you know why, Drench?
By the way.
Because ain't nobody thinking about hurting Steph. The only person that Steph is in danger from is this nigga Draymond. Draymond, the only motherfucker in the NBA that's thinking about hurting Steph. Ain't nobody else thinking about doing nothing to Steph Curry.
Man, stop it. All I'm saying is, in the playoffs, niggas is scared of the Warriors because of Steph and Draymond.
Did you see what Draymond said about Jordan Poole?
That nigga had.
Yes, I did. That was disgusting, Swiper. That was disgusting.
Jordan, did you see it?
He's a bully.
Yeah, see what?
When he said Jordan Poole, like he didn't like the fact he didn't step in and like try to get involved in the brawl and whatnot, like criticizing him for not getting involved.
I agree too, nigga.
Bro, what?
I'm scrapping, nigga. And if I got you on camera, nigga, and I'm looking at you in the back doing this,
y'all want
nigga get jumped. He would have let
y'all want the NBA to be the prison yard so bad.
It is prison yard.
I don't know what y'all think this is. Y'all want this shit to be a jungle. These is grown men with families out here trying to play basketball. And y'all talking about, he should have jumped.
Draymond might have just been fucking with Jordan Poole too, by the way, though. Draymond might have just been fucking with him too, like just cuz.
The guy
Draymond's just a bully. He's just a bully. Bullies get no respect.
The guy he elbowed said, "I hope Draymond."
Bully get no respect and Bully get all the respect until you.
But he don't bully bullies though. He bullies people he can bully.
I think he just bullies everyone.
No, he doesn't. He factually does not. He don't try. He does not try the big dogs. He never does. Never does.
All right, fellas.
They don't
I'm about to move on to the.
Because they ain't got no reason to. Who are you?
Munchkin? Tristan Thompson put hands on him. We saw that.
Old time champ.
The next super chat is
That's the most expensive backpack I've ever seen in my life. Thanks, Steph
Curry.
This nigga's nothing. Draymond Green is nothing but a thug. He's nothing but a thug running around acting like this is a prison yard. This is the National Basketball Association. Adam Silver needs to grow some nuts and tell this man either get your shit together or get out of my league. Draymond Green is nothing but a
They're gonna
thug.
put him on TV. That's it.
The next super chat.
And he be acting like an unhinged thug on that microphone too.
So you niggas
The
just don't
next
like
super
Draymond
chat
Green.
is from
Absolutely
Dub.
not. No, I do.
God damn, nigga. The next super chat is from Dub Ball Out Highlights.
Imagine kicking me off all this damn show. I'm the most. You know what? When I'm speaking the truth, you want to kick me. All right, nigga, I'm gonna see you soon too. I'll show you something about some Draymond Green shit. I got something for your ass.
Hey, where you
I'ma
gonna see
hold
me
him
at?
out.
Where you gonna see me at?
I'm a hold him out.
You gonna see me in LA, right? It's also weekend, right?
Hey, Ox, you're
I'm
not going to
holding
see him where he makes his money, apparently. I'll tell you that
I'm gonna
much.
hold him out.
I don't go to those establishments.
Yeah, hold
Hey,
him
Ox,
on
you
the
gonna
wall.
see me in LA, right?
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I
join
see you there.
Yeah. Hey. Do what you gotta do, but just know Harvard gonna be on your ass. Hey, you might
better
see
watch your
Draymond
back,
too,
bro.
nigga.
better watch your
And you
back,
know what?
bro. That's
I'm gonna
all
make
I
sure
gotta
this
say
gets
about
clipped
that.
up. You got anything else
better
left to
watch
say to
your-
Draymond?
you better
Drop
watch
the
your
clip,
back.
nigga. I don't give a fuck.
You heard that, Draymond? You heard that.
Dub
Dub Ball Out Highlights said LaMelo looked amazing versus the Lakers. He plays like he's still in high school. LOL. A fun watch. Does anyone know what's going on with Cat? He's been pretty bad as of late. Not sure if it's an effort thing.
It's the offense. That's what it is.
Did you not have like a crazy game last night, or am I tripping?
Who?
He had like 20 rebounds.
Yeah, Cat's
Yeah,
averaging
he had 20
18 the
rebounds.
last 10. Sheesh,
Mhm.
he's shooting 44% from the field.
Knicks fans are getting tired of Cat. They're having not Brunson Cat discourse, but they're getting tired of the defense being bad, and obviously Brunson and Cat is being seen as untenable. Brunson didn't play last night, and how many did the Warriors score? 120 something.
126.
126. Thank you. Like, there's some. If they're talking about contention, obviously we've seen what happened with Trae Young. I don't know how tenable Cat and Brunson is long term. That's it, really. I don't know what the solution is, but I'd have my reservations if I was the Knicks.
Hey, Ron.
What's up?
She just said if Draymond Green, if you run into Draymond Green, flop like SGA, we go get that bag.
I'll for sure to coordinate that then.
It's the Knicks fan base, Mars. And just for the record, the Minnesota Timberwolves are a game out the 2 spot, 1 game, and Julius Randle is having an All-Pro caliber season. this
All
season.
pro.
Yes, he is.
That's another guy y'all said sucked, by the way.
But
All-star.
no, the Knicks ran him out of town. The Knicks fan base. They was the one who get Fulius Julius out of here. That's what it was. Fulius Julius. That's what they called him.
Yeah, he was Mr. Right Trigger.
Get
Jordan.
Fulius Julius out of here. That's
This
what
was
it was.
Julius
Now,
Randle. Jordan. Every playoff game, Julius was.
Yeah, and now it's get Cat out of here. It's time to move on from Cat. So, what can I say?
Head down to the rim.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn. Shout out my dog Breezy. Breezy said Cam Thomas never had the green light like Anthony Simons, Drench man. If you did a video on Cam Thomas, you would see how they don't play him to his strengths. Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. pick and roll and pick and pop would be unstoppable. Hey, Jordy, try this.
Hey, you ain't got to convince me, brother. I know what I be
Yeah,
saying.
he gonna play for the Rockets next year. Then we can just keep it at that.
Who,
He ain't gonna be on that Nets
No,
next year. So
we will get canceled on YouTube if Cam
Bro,
Thomas.
could you
was on
imagine him
YouTube.
watching him every
What?
game? Every game, bro. If he wants to get rid of Şengün, Jordan, I'm guaranteeing you, first 13 games of the year.
I just want to get rid of Şengün. I want to get rid of Şengün.
Nah, bro. If Cam Thomas was on your roster and he was your primary point guard when you had KD and you would be over the moon.
Drench, you gonna be looking for Cam Thomas ass in Houston. You gonna be riding around looking for Cam.
Where that dude at? Where he at? He got to be around here somewhere.
I mean, I probably wouldn't want Cam Thomas either with this Rockets team either as well. But I'm just saying, Ron, we gonna talk about the Rockets today?
I mean, if somebody sent to a super chat about him.
Somebody sent a $25 super chat about the Rockets week. We have a great segment on Utah. I thought it was good. Because everybody on PC is like, yo, you talk about the Lakers. No, we talk about everybody. We talk about our segment on the Rockets.
And by the way, to everybody that's saying that, the show isn't over yet.
By the way, we still got some time.
Especially,
I mean,
Ron's here.
ideally, we just read super chats till the end of the show, but
but I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. But
Friday,
not
Mars.
over. Like we could talk about whatever in the last.
exactly Friday. It's
whatever
Friday
minute.
night. People got places to be. Yeah.
You ain't got nowhere to go, Mars. Not on Friday.
You don't know about my lifestyle, man.
Mars
You
ain't
don't know my
got shit to
lifestyle.
do. Talk about people
You don't know
got
my
places
lifestyle,
to be
man.
on a Friday.
Hey, bro,
night.
I got an extra
Mars, you know
45
what
minutes.
day it is.
Real talk. Send the
You
super
don't, you
chat.
don't know my lifestyle, man. You don't know. You
Real
don't
talk.
know.
Send the $20 super chat.
Got it.
Man,
Yeah,
for
you
sure,
don't know.
Mars.
You don't know
Mars got them
exactly,
joints,
yeah.
boy. Mars got them joints in the next
I
room,
don't
boy.
know.
Boy, you sure right. I don't know. My bad,
Jordan
Mars.
Reed said, "Free Giannis because I watched the Spurs versus the Bucks last night. My boy, don't let that final score fool you. By the end of the third quarter, the Spurs were up by 37. By 37, man. Like it gets to a point for the Bucks.
Bro.
Yeah, they
Yo,
suck.
can you finally cross the picking line? They've been healthy except for Miles Turner. Please cross the picking line. This is it. Come over here. Come on, chill. The water's warm. There's food. It's comfortable over here.
There's food to sleep.
I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't be a NBA owner. Niggas would be mad at me, boy. Your ass ain't going nowhere until I want you to go.
I'm not trading Giannis either.
yeah, get
But
your ass. Ain't going nowhere, boy. You crazy as a motherfucker.
Y'all know where I'm at, Jordan.
Play out your contract, brother. I gave you the bread. I want that respect. Once we ink that motherfucker on that line, your ass ain't going nowhere till I feel like it.
Jordan just don't want to win. That's what I'm hearing.
Nah, he
I
got
mean,
they literally
trading
did-
Giannis
Trading
isn't
Giannis
going to
mean
get
I
you
don't
to
wanna
win.
win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to get you
I
to win
won with
long
Giannis.
term.
So what we doing?
You're not
Not
going to
necessarily.
win.
One, Kyrie, James Harden.
I ain't no shit.
If
won with
I've
Giannis.
been said, if I have a player of Giannis caliber, I'm not trading him.
at all. You
I'm
gotta
not
stay.
trading a prime Giannis. I'm not trading a prime Jokic. I'm not trading a prime Luka. Sorry, Nico Harrison. I'm not trading a prime SGA. I'm not trading a prime LeBron. I'm not trading a prime Steph. I'm not trading a prime Kevin Durant. I'm not trading these guys.
They're gonna play out their contract. I paid you
because
the
no
bread.
matter what I
I'm
trade,
leaving.
I'm not getting nothing back. That's gonna be what I want. No, I'm good. I'm not trading.
I don't know. Would you rather have Cooper Flag next 5 years or Luka Doncic?
I'm not trading Luka Doncic.
I wouldn't trade Luka either, but I'm just saying I feel the same way. If I paid you the bread for a 5-year contract extension for $250 million, nigga, I want my $250. I want it here. I'm not. No, hell
So
no.
in the NFL, you would never cut or trade a player that's on a contract.
NFL is a little bit different because I don't understand the NFL. The NFL be signing $150 million contracts in the last year. They be like, if you cut him right now, you'll be able to save $13.5 million.
Non-guaranteed contracts.
Non-guaranteed contract.
See, I disagree. That's why I
agree.
don't understand that shit. In the NBA though,
The Scions is non-guaranteed.
and in the NFL fan base is a little bit different. Like the NFL, like you could not have like a mega star on your team, but if your team is doing well, like you gonna get support. In the NBA, you damn near gotta have a face of the franchise for motherfuckers to support you.
Like Bam Adebayo.
But I mean, the
God.
second
We're not
the
getting on that.
second
part.
they,
We're not
the
getting on
second
that
they
part.
stretched Damian Lillard and just had 20 million dead money on their books, there's no chance they can ever win a championship with this, like in this timeline. You're just sending $20 million to rot in hell. Like,
That's why I'm not trading none of them guys. They staying with me. They on my
but
hip.
you had to,
bro.
they had to stretch Damian Lillard because he was hurt, and they wanted to get Miles Turner on the team. So
I wouldn't have got Miles Turner on the team.
Well, you just would have had Giannis with nobody then?
I would have figured something out, boy. Shit, boy. I'm cold on my GM. nigga.
I don't know what to tell you. Giannis' legacy is not my business.
Yeah.
Like
I paid the money for my
Giannis
event.
standing in all-time debates, so you guys can say, Giannis should be a top 10 all-time player, but you don't have the championship. Giannis all-time standing is not my concern. Giannis being on my team is my concern.
And my
You know what?
$250 million
I do not care where you guys ultimately end up ranking Giannis Antetokounmpo all-time. If you think Giannis is not better than Tim Duncan because he doesn't have championships, I don't care. That's not nothing to do with me. You guys all are like, free Giannis. He deserves to be winning championships so he can be in these all-time conversations. If I'm running the Bucks, I don't care about Giannis standing versus Tim Duncan.
Or y'all. I care
I
about
don't care about you guys and your little debates all the time so you can say this guy's better than that guy. I don't care. I want Giannis on my team.
Okay, but the thing
Winning
you
or
should
not,
care
I
about,
want Giannis on my team.
but the
Thank
thing
you,
you should
Mars.
care about
Thank
is
you.
winning championships. And right now, that's impossible.
I'm not
Like,
winning a championship with or without
No,
Giannis.
of course you're not winning it. But that's not what I'm saying. You're doing the Jordan thing. It's not about winning a championship
Come on,
right now.
Mark.
These niggas
Stop
done
doing
added
that.
a term with my name
It's
in it now.
about-
I'm tired of this term shit.
It's about
they added a term
getting
with my name in it.
assets for the
Shit,
future.
man.
We should did it with Utah, obviously.
Wait, Drago, what does that mean? Doing the
That
Jordan
nigga
thing?
said the Jordan
Because
thing.
he just
What's the
he
Jo-
just
what's the
did it
Jordan
with
thing?
Utah. He just did it with Utah about not breaking it up. But it's like you have to break it up. There's no way you can win a championship as this is constructed right now.
I don't know how you keep talking about championships, Drago. I don't know if you know this, but these lights in this arena, they're not free. I got to pay for those, just so you know. These plane rides to these other cities, they're not free. I got to pay for that. You know who's on the moniker?
That's for the
Giannis
revenue sharing.
Antetokounmpo. That's who's
That's
on the
for the
moniker.
revenue
So
sharing.
until he pushes those divorce papers in front of me, in front of the family, and demands that I let him out, he ain't going a damn place. Nowhere.
That's not really hot. Let's talk
Nowhere.
about let's talk
He's
about
not
this
going
NBA
nowhere.
Let's talk about this NBA business. A lot of these NBA teams make their money through what's called revenue sharing, and it's through the luxury tax sharing. They also get a large component of the luxury tax the other teams pay, but they share revenue between them. So the Lakers make a lot of money, and the Hornets make not a lot of money. They share revenues.
Okay.
They send it into the league and they distribute it throughout the teams.
Okay.
The other thing is, if you have a less expensive roster, you obviously have to pay less to do that.
Yes,
So
you
if
do.
you are tanking right now and at the salary floor instead of above the cap, then you also save money there.
That's correct.
The third thing is, you're still gonna sell. They get also a lot of their money for the TV deals, which that's not gonna change because Giannis isn't here.
That's what's 100% going to change if Giannis is there. Let me ask
Yeah,
you
in
a
the
question,
long
Drago.
term,
Answer this question, Drago. If Giannis is in Charlotte, how much more is Charlotte on TV?
they're for their local TV deal. They'll probably
No.
get a little-
Nationally, how much more is Charlotte on TV?
There would be more national TV, but that doesn't
Right.
affect how they get paid.
And if Giannis is not on the Bucks, how much less would they be on national
But
television?
that doesn't affect how the owners
That
get paid.
100% affects it. Yes,
No,
it
it
does.
doesn't. Because the national TV deal is shared through revenue. It's revenue that's shared. You're talking about the local TV deals.
No, I'm
The
not
local
talking
TV
about
deals
the
are
local
run
TV.
longer than
Okay.
just this period. It's not
So-
1 year deals.
The reason why this doesn't make sense is because of me being on TV. What you're trying to sell us is that it doesn't really matter whether I win or lose, whatever kind of players I have or don't have. It doesn't make a difference because as long as the Lakers and the Knicks and the Miami Heat and the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors, as long as they're making money, then I'm good. That's not how you run a
Yes.
successful business. No.
That's
Not
how
way
the
you run it,
NBA works.
Because essentially what I'm doing is I'm concerning myself more with them than my business. No, that's not the way the Bucks are running things. No,
That's factually how the NBA works. You share revenue between
just because
teams.
you're sharing revenue, that doesn't mean that I'm concerned solely on what you guys are doing. So I'm not just going to hand over Giannis because I'm getting money from the Lakers or I'm getting money from the Miami Heat, or
But
getting
I'm
money from
saying
the Knicks, or
my
from the
my
Boston
reasoning.
Celtics. That's
my
your stance.
reasoning-
Your stance is
No. My reasoning for handing out over Giannis is twofold. One, you kind of have your own draft pick this year because the Pelicans are so bad. So you can get your own draft pick lower so you can get a better player. From the basketball side, you can also trade Giannis to get other draft picks in so you can rebuild. At some point, Giannis isn't going to be here. How good you are, like at some point, this hurt is going to come. At some point, you're going to be bad and in the tank, if we want to use that word.
sure.
It can be now, or it can maybe be 5 years from now when Giannis is old. At some point, this is going to happen.
What if Giannis don't want to leave?
Which he
But
doesn't.
at-
by the
at
way.
some point you
years
get-
from now
So
when
that
I
nigga ain't got a
actually come out-
He
choice.
doesn't, by the way.
Take you
Some
and your
of
brother
The
and get the hell
Bucks
on.
don't control their pick until 2031.
That's
Everything
6
else
years
is tied
from
up in swaps and other nonsense. So if I tank now, I'm just giving Portland top 5 picks.
But whether Portland gets a good pick or not is not in my curriculum. It's how much can I get for Giannis now. So right now you can trade Giannis
I'd
to
rather
get
just have Giannis on my
picks
team.
in.
What can you
And
get for Giannis? So Drago, what can you get for Giannis? In your estimation, what can you get for Giannis now? Because I can tell you right now, when Dallas called up Milwaukee and they checked their temperature on Giannis for Luka, Milwaukee was like, nope, we good. So in your estimation, what are you getting for Giannis today?
I would say 3 to 4 quality firsts is probably
Okay,
what
which goes back to Mars' original point, which is
What's a
pick swap-
quality first?
I would say something that isn't protected too much long out of the future from a team that doesn't have, like, it's not OKC's 2026 first, for example. That's a non-high quality.
So
Like,
far out
picks-
picks from teams that are gonna
Picks
be
with some
bad in the future.
upside.
You doing the Jordan thing, Mars?
The
Doing the Jordan
reason
thing?
for trading
Jordan
trading
thing?
Giannis now is that you can get more for him now than you can probably get in the future because he'll be older and worse, and the team is going to have fewer years with Giannis that's trading for him. The other reason is like this hurt, like there's going to be a post Giannis era at some point. Maybe
Yes, it is.
Yeah, once he
Right
declines that player option.
But and then when he declines the player option, you get nothing for him. So now you just got you got these two let's say mediocre years. You got no draft picks for Giannis, and you got your own. You don't even have your own pick. Instead, you can live with being bad. Maybe get a high pick this year because you're swapping with New Orleans.
Well, the pick sucks.
Swapping with
You know what I do
Orleans.
have though? You know what I do have, Drago? I got Giannis on my roster. I got that.
But Giannis alone isn't good enough to be good. Like it's maybe like a 6th seed at best, 5th seed if we get lucky. That's where we're looking at the upside. And the downside is just Giannis misses a couple of games and with like the 10th, 11th, 12th seeds. Like in the NBA, it's either like at some point there's going to be hurt. Every team, unless you maybe the Lakers and get really lucky, they're going to be hurt at some point. Right now, you're pushing it out in the future to not get anything for it now. What are you saying, Mars?
Would you have traded Kobe in the 05 to 07 years? Especially when he asked out.
Because they didn't have that dead money on the cap like the Bucks do, and the Lakers have way more ability to build and get other stars in than the Bucks.
You would have rejected his trade request.
I would have done what the Lakers did, yes.
Okay.
Y'all
saying that's a
really
gotcha moment, I just
really
did.
hyped the Lakers free agency. Like they got LeBron.
By the way,
And Shaq, and traded
Yeah.
for
20
That was
20
30
something
years
that
ago
was
they got
20
they
something
got
years.
30 they got
and
checked
traded for
30
AD
years ago.
and traded.
Yeah,
for
yes.
Paul
I didn't say
George.
anything about trades. I said free
Okay.
agents.
Agency, yes.
I will
Y'all
say
really,
the
all
AD
I'm saying is y'all
the
always
AD
come up.
move-
Y'all always come up here and talk about Miami and
Let's talk about AD.
in LA's. Hold on. You always talk about Miami and in LA in the Lakers free agency. These dudes don't like you act like they always getting free agents. They're
Okay,
not.
but AD is part of that. That was what's called pre-agency. That's where
Never heard of
he's
that.
demanding.
It
to
was a
go to
trade.
the
It was a
Warriors.
trade. It was
Yeah.
a trade.
That's why.
But
it's called
with the
pre-agency.
caveat that he was going to re-sign in LA, I'm assuming.
Yes, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I want to go to one place only.
Him and
I
the rest of his family.
I want to go to LA. This means these other teams don't want me. So New Orleans, you can send me here, or you can send me 1 year's rental, like the Kawhi thingy.
Who did they trade for AD?
They traded all
Josh
the young
Hart,
ball.
Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart,
Brandon
Brandon Ingram.
Ingram,
Okay,
And
so that's
so-
a trade.
and
That's
the
not
pick
free
that-
agency. That's a
and
It
trade.
is
Brandon
definitely a
Ingram.
trade. That's why I called it
I think it was like 4
pre-agency.
ones too, Mars.
Yeah,
if I'm
it's
not
a
mistaken.
trade. Call it what you want. It's a trade.
I mean,
So
to
they're
be
not
fair,
getting these dudes
almost
in free
every
agency.
team has to have almost every team, well, except for the Rockets, but almost every team has to have like a guy that you want to go play with, unless you in Utah, because whether Donovan Mitchell was still there, wasn't nobody going to play with him, regardless. Even Cleveland too. When LeBron was in Cleveland, same shit. But you got to kind of have a guy when you talk about these free agent marks. I think the Heat, since they don't have quote unquote a guy, I think that's probably why nobody.
Well, Dame wanted to go there. Portland just kept saying no.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a trade. I'm talking about in free agency as far as signing. But also, these motherfuckers don't be free agents no more. They force their way out of their deal.
Exactly. They just sign their extension, get their money, and then ask out. Like, it's just
That's why
free
I'm not
agency.
trading. That's why I'm not trading nobody.
So
They
wait,
not
are you
doing
saying you would trade Giannis regardless of if he asks out, or you're saying you would trade Giannis if he asks out?
I would trade Giannis regardless. I think it's best for me to trade Giannis.
So if
with
Giannis
Drago.
wants to stay, if Giannis comes to you and says he
I ain't
doesn't want to
doing
leave, would you still trade him?
I would still trade him, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so
no way
we're
I'm
on
doing
different
it.
ends of the spectrum. Right? That's it.
Yeah.
He
There's
wouldn't
no
honor
way I'm
Giannis'
doing it.
request if he asked to stay. I wouldn't honor Giannis' request if he asked to leave. Both of us
I will
not
say,
honest business.
I will say, if he's very public around, like, because right now he's not. Like, right now there's a lot of things going on that's kind of indicating both ways. Like, if he came to me like Steph Curry maybe have done to the Warriors, and it's like, I'm a franchise icon, I just want to stay here, then that might be something I want to consider to stay. Because honest request, like, it's also good to getting future guys in. Like, it's always good to not just bomb your relationship with anyone. Like, the Warriors will probably hurt a lot of things about their franchise if they traded away Steph completely against his wishes. But right now, like, that's not where we are. Like, this is not Giannis is just begging me to stay here. Like, he is
Yo,
Are the
fellas.
Bucks only? Are the Bucks? This was one question. He knows the answer. I know he knows the answer. It's just yes or no. Are the Bucks? Did the Bucks stretch Damian Lillard's salary, or are they just paying it all this year with the buyout?
They're stretching it. It's on their cap every year.
Okay. Thank you.
Like
All right,
last
fellas. The next super chat I got is from Teflon Gunsmoke. Teflon says, shout out to my GOAT Shay for stat padding 20. KD looked like Big Ox last night. Reed can't guard Swiper, but JD Davidson looks viable.
Boy, Shea
JD Davidson
sold us
is their best
yesterday.
point guard. Yeah,
Told
Jayson
y'all,
was
I
bad.
told y'all he's a Leicester.
That was a sell.
yeah, he did stat pad to that 20. Shout out to Shay, man.
I saw Mara say something. He said, he ain't getting that 20 tonight. And I looked up.
Yeah, and then next thing I know, Shay turned into the most aggressive scorer of all time to get. To
I don't know why
the
y'all. I don't know
last
why
four
y'all
points.
don't think Shea is playing for that streak to stay alive.
Of course
he
he
is.
No,
He
we
is, of
know
course.
he's playing for. Like, people
Yeah.
play for the streak. Like we know, like that's what is what it is.
Y'all
It
thought
don't
he was
matter
gonna
to
get
me that I
30.
he
He
was stat
said,
padding to the streak.
Ron, he said
I thought it'd
KD
be
looked like me
competitive
last
game.
night.
Yeah.
That's actually fire. If you
Well,
think I've
Ime
ever,
just
if you,
swarmed Shay. He just weren't allowed to get.
if
20. Sorry.
if
I'm glad
Teflon,
somebody
if you
took it
think
to super chat about
if
the
you
Rockets.
think I've ever gone 5 for 5 from the free throw line, thanks a
I'll
lot,
tell you
brother.
this though, Ron. I'm glad my man Teflon sent in that super chat so I can get my Rocket shit off. I hate Ime now.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm about to start hating Stone in a minute if he don't get this shit together, brother. How do you think you're gonna play a basketball game and you don't have a point guard?
Respect JD Davison.
No, I like JD Davidson. I'm not giving him no respect as a starting point guard right now, and I definitely like JD Davis. But even still, even
Just
with
give
that,
Amin the pill. Just give Amin the pill.
I mean,
Please,
it's not a point guard. But even with
please
that, even
get
with
this
that,
kid
though,
the
even with that,
basketball and
Lamar,
teach
hold
him
on,
how to
Phil.
play lead guard.
Hold on,
I'm tired of
hold on,
hearing this
hold
from
on,
you
Phil.
guys. I'm
Hold on,
tired of
Phil.
it.
Hold on, Phil.
I mean, the
As
guy
far
looked
as
cool.
far
I
as
don't know,
JD
but-
Davidson, Ime don't even play him sometimes like in the point guard role. Like I get sick and tired of having Şengün bring the ball up and chill. Right when you put that in the group chat last night, the nigga was bringing the ball up, decided he wanted to pass to KD, and KD wasn't even looking, and he just threw the ball. I don't know who the hell he threw it to Kyron Williams or some shit. He just turned it up. Nobody even doing nothing. And that's exactly right there why this team needs a point guard. Like, this is the most unserious franchise that you can probably, like, you're going to waste Kevin Durant. 2 years maybe he got left, or 3 years that he got left. You're going to waste this year because you refuse
He chose to go
trade.
there.
Well, he ain't choose for Fred VanVleet to tear his ACL.
No,
he
he
did
didn't choose that.
He wanted
But
to
I'm
play for the
saying
Rockets.
you're going to waste his year. You knew Fred VanVleet was not here in training camp. To this time, y'all still trying this bullshit ass no point guard shit? How is this not dumb?
They got Reed
How is
Shepard.
this not dumb? Because now even if you do get
Reed
a point
Shepard
guard,
can't guard me. I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you.
The numbers
and
disagree.
Reed not a point guard neither though.
He gets
Shit.
steals. Shout out to him. man.
The
He gets
numbers.
steals. Yeah,
Reed's not a point
the
guard either.
advanced metrics paint Reed Shepard as a positive on defense. It's
Swiper,
ridiculous.
when his man doesn't have the ball, he looks lost.
When his man has the ball and he's a good scorer, he looks lost.
Reed Shepard, they don't need to be a good scorer. It could be me.
No,
Reed
don't
Shepard
gas it.
can't
Don't gas
guard anyone in the NBA. Literally, not one. There is not one soul in the National Basketball Association that Reed Shepard could be on. Had them have the ball in their hands, and you say Reed Shepard's going to get a stop. No one. He can't guard anyone.
Yeah, but why
shout
why
out to
won't we just trade for a point guard or
Who?
just sign one?
Like trade DFS, you think? Like for
It would
D'Lo?
have to be
or something?
DFS and Capella. That's the only salary that's
DFS for
unless
D'Lo?
I don't even know if Jabari's tradable yet. I don't know.
They would, I think so, Swiper. I honestly, I think so. I mean, D'Lo is a better
DFS can be
option than
traded.
anything else
He
they
can
got.
sign. I don't know if he can be traded.
D'Lo is a better option than anything else they got.
What's he making?
I just
7?
hate to say I told y'all so.
No, he making like
I hate to be the one to have to be the bearer of bad news, but we knew this was gonna happen, y'all. We knew this was gonna happen. We knew Amin Thompson.
Yeah.
We knew Amin Thompson couldn't play no damn point guard.
We told Chill that.
We knew Reed Shepard wasn't ready to be a starting point guard in the NBA yet.
Man
We
can't
knew
really
this.
dribble chill too, by the way. A man can't really handle the basketball, by the
He
way.
can't. He just be losing the ball every day.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
why I
man.
don't know when you say like, why not try him at point guard? He can't dribble.
Amen has the ball more than anyone on the Rockets, by the way. So like Amen is playing point guard. It just doesn't
he
work.
just suck at it.
Like he's not
I
a
will
point.
say-
There's nothing wrong with being a wing. Like not all wings need to be point guards. Like
Hey Jordan, I got
He's a wing.
Jalen Pickett for you.
No, hell no.
I told y'all.
You're tripping.
Swipe. I told y'all 2 weeks ago.
Get rid of him.
No,
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we had
this.
this conversation, and I explained to y'all something that I'm sure we all know already. You can't chill. I know you're saying that he's an athletic kid. He's talented, and that they knew Fred VanVleet was going to be out 3-4 weeks before the season started, whatever it was. You can't just wake up and be a point guard. It don't matter what you do in the gym. You can't go to the gym. You can't go to the gym and just work with anybody. I don't care if you're working with Jason Kidd. I don't care if you're working with not Chauncey, because we know what Chauncey at. You can't work. I don't care if you're working with Andre Miller. I don't care who you're working with. You can't get in the gym and just become a point guard. It's a
mind. He doesn't think like a point guard. Like
fellas,
Ron, you can't go into the gym and become a quarterback. It just can't happen. I'm done.
I only got about 20 minutes, so and it is a ton of super chats. So unless you, Swipe, and Jordan are gonna stick around,
hey, Ron.
we got to get to
Oxy Jordan got it.
Hey, Ron.
Pimp named Slickback said that side of the Nets Twitter loves Cam Thomas, but I have a stroke anytime I see that dude dribble for 10 seconds out of the 24 and pull up for a long 2. I want this dude off my roster, please.
They were so mad at me a couple years ago when I said that's the 6th man and waiting. And Nets fans, they were just like, "There's no way he's a star. Look at the numbers." I just, he's a good player though.
I don't think he's gonna be a star either, but I mean, he's a good player though. I think he could be easily a 20-point a night guy for sure.
For who? For you?
22? Yeah, any team. Really, I think any team could be 22. Yeah,
you want him to be. You want him to be your lead guard because that's how he would need to have the ball for that. You want him to be your lead guard?
I mean, to be completely honest with you, I would want him as better than what we got now, like as playing a point guard. I would want Cam Thomas to do it better than now. Fuck it. Like at this point, we just need anybody. Like a man can't do it because his ass can't shoot. How the fuck you playing point guard? You can't shoot a dribble, and you damn near can't pass either. He's not the best passer.
Amen might be the first point guard in NBA history who can't shoot or dribble. That genuinely might be.
Pass, Mars. The motherfucker can't really pass either.
He's never been a point guard in his career, by the way.
We got to get to the next one. The next super chat is from Bob Solo. Bob said, "Cat is great. Cat is great, coach. Don't use him right. Or Cat is great. The coach doesn't use him right. The Knicks fans won't blame Brown after he was playful with Green. That's the issue. Brown can't use Cat because he can't coach Cat's skill set. Brown needs to be replaced.
Boy, New York ain't nobody more dysfunctional than New York fans, boy. Boy, I tell you, boy. Just the other day, Mike Brown was doing this thing. Now his ass can't coach. Chill. We got to get his ass out of here. That's one place I would not go. I would pick Utah or New York. Them motherfuckers will give up on you faster than me, and I give up on you. I'm gonna give up on you. Like me, I would have gone.
They have like the third best offense in the league. Like he's a good offensive coach, and he's doing what they brought him in to do, coach the offense, and they're the third best in the league. So,
yeah, man, hell no, this New York shit is just ridiculous.
Tommy Capone said, "Swiper, what now? OKC just smacked 2 good teams. All that cap you was doing, quote unquote, easiest start ever. 55 wins without SGA. Super team. 2-1-26.
I don't get
they still currently ranked. Yeah, they still had the easiest start that we've ever seen in NBA history, though. That's not a change. They had one of the easiest starts ever. Yeah, you could.
How you know that?
It's just all very basic. Don't need to explain the elementary stuff. By the way, this is like 2 + 2. Like you can literally just look this up. They had already had a super easy start. They did beat the Rockets and they beat the Spurs, but they also lost 3 times to the Spurs as well. So I mean, yeah, they have the toughest schedule remaining going forward in the NBA because of the easy start. So yeah, they're playing tougher games now.
I also don't get how winning 2 games proves you're not a super team and can't win 50.
No, number one, they're not a super team though.
Like that doesn't disprove those things.
I'm not lying about anything. Y'all are just gobbling once again. Just
Denver is more of a super team than OKC, by the way, but sure.
All right, y'all. Nims Nose Ball said, Mars, stop hating on my stat padding goat. Lou the KD stopper and AJ Mitchell, MIP, ? Walk in, fake talk, trap, take over his trap.
Mitchell has not been having a better year than Keontae George, so no.
I just have a hard time giving most improved player to like second-year players.
It's obviously Keontae George. By the way, Mars,
he has not been having a better season than.
Is Jared Vanderbilt is Casey Wallace a worse offensive player than Jared Vanderbilt?
No,
I seen you put a tweet out about that.
no, he's not.
But
Swipe.
Kayson's offense has fallen off a cliff recently. He made a couple of big shots.
He looks
yesterday.
smaller when
There's
he
a
be
difference,
missing
Mars. There's a
shoot, bro.
difference
He look
between
like
your
damn,
offense.
He's not as bad
falling
as
off.
Vanderbilt.
That's what I was about to say. There's a difference between your offense falling off and an inability to do things. Case Wallace can
he's
actually
not as
knock
bad as
down an open
Vanderbilt.
shot.
Yeah.
Mars,
put the
every
ball on
time
the floor.
Kason missed a shot, it's like his height directly like just correlates to that. I'd be like, damn, he gets smaller every time he misses. Like, I don't know for what reason. It's like, God damn, he looks smaller. Like, I don't know. His offense.
I just don't think that you should be on the floor when teams actively leave you open to shoot. Actively, you shoot
him on
the ball.
defense.
And Thompson.
You see him on defense, still?
It's even worse.
No, men's worse, but
Weedy Jenkins said, whoever tried to cook chill for his Jalen Duren take needs to apologize because I seen him get a board and go coast to coast last night. Mars.
first
Yeah,
of
I
all,
don't know
that
why he
was
said my name. That debate was Jordan and Chill, not me. I don't know why he
and
just said
chill.
my
By
name.
the way, I will not apologize for that shit. By the way, I'm not apologizing.
Of course
for
you
that.
won't. Of course
No,
you won't.
because he went coast to coast one time. Like, what we doing?
Okay, well, he didn't go one time. That was just last night. Why do you think I brought it up? Okay.
Okay,
Of course,
cool,
no, I get it.
cool. Chill. You know damn well you need to apologize for that. But it's cool though. I want to see Jalen Duren do that in the playoffs. What them coaches gonna be licking their chops. All you gonna hear is when Jalen Duren got the ball is get him. That's all you gonna hear. I'm telling you, Chill.
Dan
that
Tex
bitch
hit through a
second row.
super chat and said, hey guys, much love from Nigeria. Swiper, remember when you called Steph a reputation shooter just to praise Jamal? Worst take of the year already.
These dudes.
No, actually,
Nah, it ain't worse than Swiper Nigerian take.
No, it was well, I am Nigerian, but I think some of
right.
this was I was trying to explain why Jamal has been the best pull-up three-point shooter in the league this year on the volume, but then people are like, well, Steph is saying actually it's actually Jamal. Like he's shooting 46% three on pull-ups this year. Something like that. I mean, he's crazy. He's having a crazy season, man.
With
All
that being-
NBA.
That is factually correct, Swiper, but Steph Curry is not a reputation jump shooter.
I said it because people were just saying, well, it's obviously Steph. I'm like, well, no, it's actually Murray this year. But
No, you
not
said
like
it's
it is.
obvious. They said it was obviously Steph, and you said based on reputation.
Yeah, based on reputation as a
but
pull-up
that's not
shooter,
true.
But he's not shooting better than he is this year. That's what I said. That's literally quite literally what it's based
Right.
on
He
reputation.
might not be
He's
shooting better than him right now, but
So
he's not
a better pull-up shooter this year than him. That was my whole point. And again, Chad be glazed and be like, he lies. I can look everything I say, I can look it up. Different with y'all. Y'all just glaze OKC or whatever. Y'all mad at me because I don't think okay. But shout out Jamal, man. By the way, Ron, you haven't brought it up at all. And he hasn't played, but he's
a lot of
averaging
things
30
that
and
haven't got
10.
brought up, Swiper.
I know you're talking about Utah Jazz.
We haven't talked about Klay Thompson moving to fourth in all-time threes. It's been a lot going on today. You know
Jamal's averaging 30 and 10 this in 2026.
Jamal's an all-star and an all-NBA player as of right now.
Facts. I'm glad you.
100%.
I'm glad. Hey, twin. Look at us.
He's
Linking
getting
up.
busy.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yes, he has.
Goon King Forever said, so Jordan,
That's
if
real
you
talk.
found out Luka was a neo-Nazi, would you not be concerned with him? Or would you just, quote unquote, not be in that man's business?
Am I supposed to answer that? Since I answered, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, why do I care, bro? Like, what they got to do with basketball? I'm talking about basketball. I don't give a fuck what Luka is. What if he is? You don't know if he is. So I don't give a shit. Like, why would I care? I'm talking about basketball. You niggas is soft. You niggas like terms and shit. That shit send y'all to the moon. That shit don't do nothing to me. You niggas is soft with that shit, bro.
This
That
man
shit-
said words don't mean anything to me. Descriptions, phrases.
He's right.
don't mean
Sticks
anything
and
to me.
stones may break my bones, but
Yeah,
words.
nigga, I grew up with a
Sticks and
granny. Well, I
stones.
grew up with a grandmother to tell you the truth. Nigga, you think
If we had a neo-Nazi in the league, then that'd be a pretty big story.
I mean,
You don't know
All
if he is or he
All right.
ain't. You don't
Yeah,
know.
we go keep pushing to the next one. Tiki the Coon. Well, we got a coon in the chat. Tiki the Coon, by the way. Tiki said, I'm very worried about my Knicks. I don't know how we can win a chip with our two best players being bad defenders. I'm not saying it's over, but I'm very concerned.
See, Chill, this is what I don't get about these Knicks fans. This is when you were high on the Knicks right after, not you, but the fans were high on the Knicks after winning the NBA Cup. This was the same issue. This was still here.
This is who it is. Drago, this is what I'm trying to tell you about the Knicks. 1 minute, like, I promise you. Y'all dudes keep telling me that they'll never turn on Jalen Brunson. Yes, they will. Yes,
this
they
is
will.
not new. Like their two
Yes,
best
they
players
will.
always been bad
Yes, they
defenders.
will.
Like that's not a new thing. Like that was the truth.
Welcome you
when-
into
when they pick
Jerusalem
up.
only to burn you. They
Hey,
will do that.
What's the Harvey Dent saying in Batman? Hey, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain.
Hey,
Man,
To see yourself.
hey, boy, shit. That's some of the best advice I ever heard in my life, right there.
From a movie.
retire right now, Jalen. Just retire.
Yeah, that's some of the best advice I ever heard in
Well,
my
you've
life.
never
right
got to
there.
worry about. You ain't been a hero. You've always been a villain. So you can just keep living your life normal.
Swiper. I would
Stay normal.
Swiper, I would do you
Do
the
what?
honor of going after you, but I'm not. I would do you the honor of going after you.
Wipe
but
the
I'm-
God.
No, you. No
man.
mas. Hey, chill. What do you say? No mas. No mas.
Swiper, I would rather die a
boss.
villain. Swiper, I would rather die a villain than die a feminist like you. So okay.
I don't even know what that means, but all right.
Ruin sent through a super chat. I don't know your full name, but Ruin said Wilt versus LeBron all around. Wilt's a better scorer, defender, rebounder, more athletic. LeBron got passing barely. Shooting, IQ, I don't know for finishing.
I mean, LeBron got passing pretty clearly, I would say.
Barely.
He a better scorer than Wilt too.
Yes, I was about to say.
What?
Yeah, he a better scorer than Wilt.
I will also say,
Man, hell no, we ain't doing this at almost 3 hours into the show. Hell no, we ain't doing this. No.
You're right.
I also
you're
want
right.
to say the most athletic person I've ever seen is 2009 LeBron. You can do that, put that information where you want.
All right, Alistair sent through a super chat and said, what are some of your favorite career comeback stories? Mine is Sean Livingston.
Bo Jackson. He had an artificial hip.
Sam
Still-
Donald.
Played
Philip
pro-
Rivers.
I can't believe they called
Drew
Phillip
Brees.
Philip Rivers is coaching high school football, Ox. That's what he do. He home chilling with his grandkids. And then he got a phone call. Hey, yo, we need some help, brother.
Greatest
Come up here.
comeback story.
Chill. If the Colts defense was worth half a damn, they would have won some. They would have won them games too.
Greatest comeback story ever. You know what I mean?
gotta be Paul George.
Alex Smith.
You got to be Paul George.
I mean, are we talking sports or just in the world? What are we talking about? What's the greatest comeback story?
Sports.
I mean,
It gotta be Paul
It's got to
George.
be something bigger than that. I mean, World Cup level, like somehow it has to be something bigger than that.
What about Alex
Paul
Smith?
George.
They was about to cut his leg off.
No, that was a great
Same with
comeback story.
Paul.
Joe
All right, fellas,
Flacco was like, Joe.
We got to move on to the next one. Shout out to A Random Dog for becoming a YouTube member. Salute to you. The Prodigy 2 said Kel'el Ware would be a perfect fit in Orlando. Suggs and Goga for Ware and Davion. Who says no?
Y'all don't feel
Toronto
like
says no.
when the coach is steady, like talking about his motor and shit like that. Like y'all don't see that as a big red flag.
That's an issue.
Like, Yeah, I see Kel'el Ware as a big red flag. Like if Spo is constantly saying the same shit about him, I think that's a problem. I think that's some shit they ignore with Jonathan Kuminga as well too.
I just had a quick comeback story I've got in mind. Muhammad Ali is probably the biggest comeback
Well,
story.
yeah, I mean that's probably the biggest, most significant in the last 100 years.
So,
But somebody said Tyson Fury.
How?
That is true.
Furious.
I don't know. I don't.
Ox, he went to prison.
How is that?
He went to
that.
prison.
He got booked and released. How was that bigger than Alex? How was that bigger thanAlex Smith?
It was a 3-year ban, and he can only fight in Georgia, and like he didn't get his license reestablished. It was, because you got.
I'm not even. That's no disrespect to Ali. I think he's the greatest. I'm not up here to speak bad about him. They was about to cut his leg off.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Smith. I mean, it's
Ox,
no
I don't know if
shout
you
out
noticed,
to Ali. Shout out to Ali.
Ox, I don't know if you noticed, but when Ali got in the ring with George Foreman, there were people who thought that George was literally going to kill him.
Right, and every time anybody got in the ring with George Foreman,
But
they thought George Foreman was going to kill him.
The way he did to Smoking Joe Frazier, there was thoughts, there was reports that he was going to.
Yeah, they didn't want him to take the
Yeah,
fight.
they thought he was going to drop
Okay,
Apollo
and so but you know what?
Nice.
What we need to do is we need to start reading these autobiographies and reading stuff from these people's words. Now I'm not talking. Ali brought a lot of stuff on himself, and I'm not talking about refusing to go to Vietnam. I don't got no problem with that. I'm with you on that, Ali. No big deal. But Ali also was not taking care of himself. He was having threesomes the night before big fights. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of shit.
Now that's what I'm talking about, Ali.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that Muhammad Ali was doing to himself. You know what I'm saying? And if we talking about almost if we talking about somebody worried about getting killed, Alex Smith could barely move, and you got 300-pound dudes coming at you from all angles, full speed. You could die like that too.
Oh, well, I remember them big niggas is soft. But we got to move on to the next super chat from Bob.
I never said that. I only said Swiper was soft.
Well, I agree with both,
and I second that too. Well, I third it.
And both of you cankle muskins over here.
You know when I see you, so I'm gonna put you in the headlock.
I'm gonna
put Swiper in the headlock.
First off, and here's the thing, Ron. No, because you always let stuff go, Ron. No. You were standing over Jordan's bed. You were standing over Jordan's bed. No, I'm gonna take
that beanie off his head and buff that crystal ball with it.
J-Rob had you up against the wall, legs up in the air. Now what?
Legs in the air.
My legs ain't never been in no air.
Cowboy Bob said, Ron, I sent a second chat. I said Brown, this is Mike Brown, needs to change his playbook. Just saying year one has a lot of issues. We can work on it, but the Knicks need to be patient. Go New York, go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, their offensive playbook is fine. Like, the problem is defense, where their two best players are bad on defense. So, like, there's nothing to fix. It's like your offense has to carry you through. And right now, it's the third best offense in the league. And Jalen Brunson is just gone out. So, like, they had to weather the storm without
Brunson. Why can't Jalen Brunson play defense? He's just not playing. He doesn't have having effort. Cat is 100% effort. I'm seeing some shit from Cat that's just all effort. And
I mean, that's not his play.
Too. Like, I feel like the culture has allowed them to just get away with that. Like,
I would say it's a lot to expect from a coach to get in and make one of the worst.
Bell, every time Ron sees Ox in real life, Ox will dap him up and pick him up and swing him in the air.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Keep going, Ron.
Go ahead. Delsky said Houston should have traded Trey to this team. Or he should have traded Trey. This team ain't it. Barry, Fred in a second and called it a day. And Ox can't stay in front of his girls' b-ball team, but think he could hold me.
His girls' b-ball team.
Think he could hold me.
Hey, Delsky, I got two of them that'll give you buckets right now. Right now. The worse than I'm gonna do you.
Yeah. That trade. Oh, I just wanted to comment on his trade. That trade doesn't work. Fred VanVleet had to approve it because he has an implied no trade clause. So
it's implied. What's that mean?
It's when you're about to, if you get traded, you lose your bird rights. There's a stipulation in the CPA that means that player has to approve any trade that would make him lose his bird rights. I'm
not losing my bird rights because that means I'm losing money.
Is he losing money? Yeah, they can't go over the cap.
So he has the last say in it, or it's kind of like a handshake.
He has the last say. Fred VanVleet has the last say.
Hey, speaking of comebacks, though, I just seen the video. Delonte West looking better. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Delonte.
You ain't see the next video.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you know this.
I ain't gonna say it, Ox. I just
he got arrested for armed robbery. Yeah, he did.
I just seen this video last week, like 5 days ago.
Yeah, but that was like
gotcha.
That was like a month ago.
God damn, Delonte.
Hey, he had you and
I hope he shakes it. Yeah, man.
Foster Boone sent through a super chat.
Damn, Delonte.
Do y'all know where the Pastor Real Talk clip went? Can't find it anywhere.
No, it's probably on his page. It's probably on his Twitter. Go to his crusty Twitter.
Or go to yours. You probably got it on yours.
No, I don't.
Do you know where the one video went?
Of you?
$23?
Of you making money?
Somebody playing the video?
Yeah, one of y'all. That's Drago. Drago, stop clipping.
The next super chat is from he is anonymously anonymous. Said 26K for DeMar and y'all barely spoke about him since. King's balling lately. Debo cooking. Shout out to Ox. How good do y'all think he'll be on a championship team?
Everything, Drench. If you don't talk about that team, yo, it did. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
We talked about the Jazz today.
Well, we talked about the Jazz for an hour and 45 minutes. And then Ron want to rushes through the super chats.
Bro, Jordan,
y'all talk about the
you
Jazz.
missed the show.
All right, Ox, just answer the question. This is DeMar DeRozan. It's directed at you. He's praising you. Talk to him.
I wouldn't want them shooting in the gym. Shout out to DeMar. Shout out to the Kings. They doing better. Shout out to us. We'll be okay. The beam will light again.
Yesterday.
Like I told y'all, the beam will light again.
He got caught in the hot mic yesterday. Just like Drago had background music playing, he was back there playing Miss B's. When they had to turn the mute button off.
Fucking Swiper sucks, yo. Swiper is terrible.
Nah, because you know what, chillin' is crazy. Because Swiper be trying to play that upstanding citizen role. Y'all do this, y'all do that.
Bruh.
This dude is a class clown. He be up there acting up. Swiper, you cannot put a cloth over my eye. Swiper, no, chill. Swiper the dude in class that get to messing with me. And I turn around and say something back, and I'm the one with the tension.
Yeah,
and Swiper walk out his class scot-free.
Swiper want to be president of the NAACP so bad, but that nigga is the worst one out of everybody. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, lead him NAAC meetings and go pick up cake and go to his favorite Atlanta spot.
He leave the NAACP meetings to go pick up milk. Swiper, you ain't fooling nobody.
Just like the nigga from Don't Be a Menace. That's Swiper. Swiper is that same dude that said,
you ain't fooling us.
What do you say? Milk and magnesium.
My milk and magnesium.
That's Swiper. Y'all think I'm laughing. Swiper, I'm the French man, not the French man. Swiper, that nigga is for real. Swiper will swipe you. I'm telling you, and he will. And ladies, he will swipe his debit card too. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, it's like what he said. He said, "Sister, could you please get tapped up?"
That's Swiper. I'm letting y'all know that nigga is Swiper. Yeah, don't
All right,
Swiper
fellas.
fool you. He come over here. I got 2 degrees in 4 years. Man, that nigga for the streets. That nigga is a street nigga. That's what Swiper is.
The next super chat is from Reginald Deborah. Reginald said, "Whenever teams play the GOAT Lakers, they gotta play out of their minds, and Rich Paul needs to shut the fuck up." Shout out to Luke Pennard.
Man, Rich Paul can say what he want to say. Y'all niggas always want to tell people what they can and cannot say. Say what he want to say.
I'm just happy Austin Reeves' agent said something to him. That's all it is. Because like I said the other day, the only difference that's with Rich Paul saying that is that regular people like us get to hear it. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that's going on behind the scenes anyway. I'm just happy that Luke Kennard's agent stepped up to him and hollered at him. Exactly.
Bro, what you laughing at?
These niggas in the chat are ridiculous. Oh my God. Some of these super chats. All right, the next one is from Mr. What It Is, Henry. Henry said, "Problem with Draymond is somebody got to put Buddy to sleep. We need to crash out like beef stew to clock dude out cold on national TV and restore balance to the world."
Man, beef stew did all that bleeding from the eyes and shit. It wasn't gonna do shit. All this, I'm gonna punch you in your face. If a nigga threaten me and say I'm gonna punch you, bro, go on about your business, bro. You gotta show me your fist, and that's what that mean, nigga. Please.
Okay, play with that nigga if you want to.
I'm gonna play with him though. I ain't got no problem with beef stew. I'm just saying though, you gonna do that? I'm gonna punch you. Like nigga, what? When that been fearful? You got to a fight with a nigga at lunch, and he said,
you don't think LeBron was scared of him?
Put him on.
No, LeBron wasn't scared of him.
I know Russ wasn't.
LeBron was hiding behind people.
Bron wasn't worried about that shit one bit.
Y'all be trying to play Bron like he a punk or something.
Who said that?
I don't think Bron got into a fight before though. I don't think he ever had to in his life, but I still don't think he a punk. Like, regardless, there's nobody that's gonna do this to me, chill, and I'm gonna be afraid.
Facts, Max. He did push up on Gil in Tacoma.
All right,
I did hear about that.
DNE MLV said Charlotte are 0-6 in games decided by 3 or less. This is a lie because they beat they beat Cleveland by 2 points, so they're 1-6 from what I know.
Didn't they beat
Milwaukee? Said what?
Didn't they beat Milwaukee?
No, they lost.
They lost that game.
Yeah, they lost that game.
He said they lose most, also far of their point flick games.
Maybe they're not good in the clutch.
The next super chat is from STT38. STT said Luka, MF, and Doncic. Unfortunately, the team sucks. LOL. Pimp named Slickback said Utah been in the lottery 11 times and never moved up. Maybe if they had the luck of the Spurs, they'd have a ring. Utah's one of the most underrated teams ever.
Nigga, being in a lottery 11 times is ridiculous.
Out of 40?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good hit rate if you're in the playoffs 29 years out of 40.
But I'm in a lottery 11 times.
Yeah, lottery is just top 14.
Top 14 is a
18,
lot.
16 teams make the playoffs.
Sure.
That's got to be high up there. I think.
How many other teams been in the lottery 11 times?
The Spurs got lucky, bro. Simple as that.
How many other teams been in the lottery 11 times?
The Wizards, the Bulls, probably.
Way more than 11. Way more.
Mr. What It Is Henry said, Chill saying I was around as if we don't know this already. Stop it, Chill. We know you saw them building the pyramids.
And show me some respect. And stop talking to me like you know me. How about that?
Yeah, it's Mr. Chill, huh? Tell that nigga it's Mr. Chill.
Make sure it's that. It's Mr. Chill to you.
Usted chill. Usted chill. Senor Usted.
Let's tell him that. It's Mr. Chill.
Tiki DeCoon said Jordan, quote unquote, I hate when niggas argue dumb-ish. Welcome to our world.
Jordan, that super chat is saying that you do the same thing that you accuse other people of. And the people have to listen to you argue dumb stuff all the time. That's what it said. If you
sure,
get that.
I disagree with it. Sure, like, sure. I don't even know what he's talking about. But half the time, you know what I also realized too? Because I just be sitting back reading comments. Half the time, niggas be just making up shit that I never said. And then when I ask them about it, them niggas never bring back proof.
Jordan, you spent the whole episode arguing today.
I be like, go to the timestamp. Them niggas be like, you said this. One nigga, I cornered. I said, if I said that, I will give you $1,000. Go to the timestamp. The nigga just kept avoiding it. People don't realize I'm very careful what I say for a reason. I only argue points that I know I can win. I don't do that.
Somebody said I'm appropriating culture by learning Spanish. That's tough, man. By the way, Ron, I'm on day 83 in a row. Duolingo, day 83 in a row.
Stay consistent, Swiper. I'm proud of you. Hey, son, I'm proud of you.
I ain't proud of nothing. Man, I want to debate Swiper. That's what I want. PCL, let's match me and Swiper first round so I can knock his big head ass out the first round. I want you
Jordan
to
subbed out in the last PCL. He subbed out in the last PCL. You wouldn't have scored.
So you can go sit your ass down.
You wouldn't have scored. Jordan, you don't even stay on point. That's the problem. Like me debating you was letting you talk. Watch this.
I got further than you because you suck at debating. I want you, Ron. Look at me, Ron. First round, me and Swiper. I want that nigga to suffer, chill. I want that nigga to be all the battle.
Hey, Ron. Let me tell you. Ron, all I'm gonna do is bring up a term that Jordan doesn't like and let him rattle about it for 2 minutes.
All I would do is just expose you on that bullshit ass term, and then you're gonna lose. That's just what
Ron, give him a topic right now. Give each of them a minute. We got 2 minutes. Ron. We got 2 minutes.
I know. I have 2 minutes.
It's 222. It's 222. It's 222.
I'm 2 minutes overtime.
I always want to see if that was about it. That's all.
Hey, wait. Jordan, I got one for you. Jordan, does it matter if a player is a neo-Nazi?
No. Pimp named Slickback said, in the last 40 years, Utah has made the playoffs 28 times. They've won over 50 games, over 13 times. Jordan, stop adding to the climate change with your incessant yapping.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to a bozo like that, so I didn't read the super chat.
Hey, Jordan, that means that you have a lot of hot air, a lot of carbon dioxide you're putting into the...
Nigga, I got a lot of aura to me, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga? I walk outside and your girlfriend be like, "Hey, you know him?" Nigga, that's what you talking about?
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah, nigga, whatever.
MTHJ301 said, "Y'all paying attention to Dior Johnson? Mini Shaq.
Yeah, nah. Dior, I've been on
He's
Dior.
cooking.
I've been on Dior game for real.
He's
I've
hooping.
been on Dior game for real.
Hey, before this Jordan, I didn't really like Dior. Before this, what was the first we went to? He went to UCF. I didn't really like him at UCF. I didn't like him at high school. But
he moved around a lot.
Oh, he went to Pitt. He went to Pitt too. But I didn't really like him too much. But right now, he in that bag. I can't deny what he's doing right now. And he gonna go somewhere next year. Get a bag. He gonna get to it.
No, Dior been on his pool, man. I'm glad that he bounced back from the bullshit that he went through.
Mm-hmm.
Just on his own. You know, I'm not saying, you know, what he did or all this shit wasn't, you know, real, but on his own, I think he put himself in a situation, and I feel like he's trying to put himself to get out. So
yeah. No, he hooping right now. Shout out to Dior. Yeah. He's the nation of scoring. Had 40 points last night. Hey man, salute to you.
Serious. Brother. And he be in the gym too. I like niggas that be in that gym, boy. Yeah. They be working on their game. He be in that gym. Right I respect that. I can't do nothing but respect what Dior got going on. I wouldn't diminish that at all.
We got another super chat from DeCoon. DeCoon said, "Bubble guts woke me up out of my sleep. ... I had to check my sheets for any slippage. LOL." The great poet Kevin Durant. What?
That's nasty.
Pip named Slickback said 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.3 stocks, 62 true shooting percentage. That's Igor the last 15 games. Excited for this kid, man. Drake Powell has been nice too. Get a top 4 pick and we cooking.
It's not going to be brought up today, but Najee Marshall been hooping, by the way, wrong lately.
Shout out Najee. The next super chat is from Huncho. Huncho said, if the Rockets don't get a PG by the trade deadline, what y'all think about a sign and trade for Reeves to Houston for some 3-and-D wings?
I don't want Austin Reeves on my team. Nothing against Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves would be great on that team.
I don't think so, but he sucks on defense. So
there you have it. Bradley Beaumont said, Jordan the type to get caught participating at a wet t-shirt contest and claim it was AI?
I'm not that type of person, but nigga, you got a crazy fantasy in your head, boy. That shit is crazy. You came up with that. That nigga need help, nigga. Go to AI right now and figure out how do I get these demons out of my head, nigga. You is out of your mind. That nigga needs some help.
DSG Piccolo says CJ arrived, and now Jalen Johnson got boxed up by a known scammer, Tumani Kumara. Coincidence? Okongwu 15 threes? Yikes.
Look, what they did, they traded Trae Young just so that everybody on their team could play like Trae Young.
I'm gonna say this. I think teams need to be fined for being stupid. That's what I think. I think you need to be issued $1 million fine at the end of the season and say, "Yeah, you were dumb right here. Time you got to pay."
That's a stupid fee.
It was a smart trade, but let's get moving.
Right, there's another super chat to follow that one up.
Here you go.
Noseball said Jordan comes on and argues everything to the point where Ron has to fly through the super chats. Get off the pill.
Jordan, they're saying you Cam Thomas like you talk too much and it delays the show.
Swiper. Guess what I'm saying to you. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's that. And Nims no ball. You right, brother. You right.
Sure, he ain't have to add that last part in. That was out of pocket. Like,
why would I give a shit? I guarantee you that nigga showed his girl to me. She would say the same shit. You know him? Oh man, you know him? She get excited. That nigga get mad. That nigga be like, whoa, what you mean? What you mean? Hey, brother.
Pimp named Slickback said, so the team that can't attract free agents has trouble and loses players despite all fucking that, has still made the playoffs 28 times in the last 40 years.
What does that got to do with? I still don't want Darryn Peterson going there because they're gonna waste his fucking time.
I didn't know Pimp was a Utah fan, but no,
he's not. He's a Nets fan, but he was. Yeah, he was just, I guess, making a point.
I don't nigga want making no fucking point. I'm tired of niggas thinking they got a point.
Mr. Aboriginal said, Ox, do you feel the same way about Rodman, Meta World Peace, and Rasheed Wallace? Because Draymond grew up from that era.
Probably a little bit of Rodman. Like, yeah, if I was older or when Dennis Rodman was playing, I probably would have been on the same way. Like, bro, what's wrong with this dude? Rasheed Wallace, I don't think he was a dirty basketball player. Meta World Peace, I think he did some dirty things, but I wouldn't necessarily classify him that way.
Man,
Here's the other thing about that. I'm a grown ass man today. You know what I'm saying? Watching this. And so I feel the way I feel about something in 2026, where in 2006, I was a different person. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I ain't tripping. I'm with all of that. Like that's how we doing it. I'm not tripping. So if Draymond Green was in the league then, I'll probably be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. Like, but now I just don't. I mean, we all change. You know what I'm saying? We grow up, we change. I'm not into the same stuff.
Stand on your nuts. I respect that for sure.
I think that's fair. I mean, I just want to say, like, Rodman was probably wilding way more than even Draymond. Like, it's like if you
them niggas played too many crazy games to Rodman. Man, I would have shut that shit down off the rip. Like, Dennis, bro, we not doing that today.
Yeah, and a lot of Dennis antics too were off the court too. A lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like Draymond Green. I don't think he lived that wild type of lifestyle off the court like Rodman did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, today I'll probably be like, yo, who is this? Get this nigga up out of here for sure. You know.
All right, J-Mo Fit said, if Jordan and Swiper both went to the club, who gets more baddies?
Type of question.
Jordan, I got it. So me and Jordan like two different women, like types of women. So
nigga, you like the San Antonio women, nigga? I don't.
No, I mean, yeah, I think Jordan would do really well. I'll say it like this: I would do well in Texas. Jordan would do well in Thailand.
Boy, you crazy as a motherfucker. Swiper, you crazy as a motherfucker. Swiper, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Hey, man. Swiper, Ron, and Dave went out, man. Swiper was the man. That's how I know he be lying to y'all niggas about being a stand-up dude. Swiper was the man. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think Ox was with us that night, though. I don't think he was.
No, I only went out the first night. Other than that,
Swiper was the man, though. That's all I'm going to say. Ron know what I mean. Swiper was the man. So, hey, man, y'all got it. And nigga, you got a crazy fantasy too, Swiper. I ain't letting you off the hook, nigga. You got a crazy fantasy, boy.
Nim Noseball said, I didn't mean to disrespect you, Drench. I'm lying. I really don't care.
Nigga, I don't care neither. Nigga, the fuck?
I
don't care, nigga. I did really disrespect you. If I disrespected you, nigga, I don't care. Nigga.
Yo, y'all
we need to have a separate show, Ron, just for.
We do. We gonna have one. You're not invited. You're not invited. You're gonna have one. You ain't on it, nigga. You ain't no
My
player.
Goodness. Oh boy, shout out to
you. You is not a player.
All right, fellas.
I can't wait. I can't wait to Portland. I can't wait till Portland.
I can't wait.
We got All-Star Weekend.
Yeah,
yeah. No, All-Star Weekend. I can't wait for that. I just can't wait for Portland though.
Oh. All right. Well, we got a new member. Dre 21215 became a new member.
He ain't
today.
new. That nigga been a buster. Ron, what you talking about? That nigga ain't no new member. He been a buster.
Okay, well, Dre became a new buster. Mad Max Sports said Rockets are trash. I've been saying Trey Shangoon. AB better.
Yeah, I agree. Who is AB though?
Anthony Black?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And Shangoon? I mean, I guess.
Dalton Smith said,
that's crazy.
Dalton Smith said, for Ox, you taking Pip or Kawhi? Also, KG or Weber?
Shout out to you, Dalton. I appreciate the super chat, man. Taking KG. All right.
That's hey, Ox. You know Dalton is Swiper motivation. That's why he posted.
I know Dalton.
That's why he posted them videos, the little bit ass shorts in the gym. On his pom pom while he worked.
I can't pick.
I'm trying to stop. So like, trying to make sure we end the show.
Nigga, I'm just getting started. I ain't got started yet. See, you almost
Hey,
run out of
real quick
gas.
though, Don, I can't
You like
pick
Lady
between
Boy?
Scottie Pippen and Kawhi Leonard, bro. I can't choose between Scottie Pippen and Kawhi Leonard.
It's a Sophie's choice. Picking between your
Yeah,
kids.
I can't. Well, I could do that. I can't pick between Scottie Pippen and Kawhi Leonard though. I can't do it. Sorry.
All right. In the last super chat before we get up out of here is from E-Word. E-Word said, Ron, why were you live with Diddy? I mean, Deshae Frost. We was getting it in last night on TikTok.
Nigga, when
Live.
were you live with Deshae Frost?
On TikTok Live last night.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I
we
missed
was
it. I
getting it
clicked
in.
on the link. It wasn't there. I clicked on the link, and that shit brought me to Swiper page, and it said pay $10.99. I'm like, the fuck? That motherfucker had feet pics as his profile and shit. I'm
Hey,
like,
but guess
what?
what?
Did I click on?
But guess what? But the difference is, Ron, is the reason why you make so much money working the way you work, like you said at the start of the show, is because this man right here is your biggest donor. So shout out to you. Shout out to everybody on PC. What a great day, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go ahead.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Oxyron, I'm about to go ahead and get an order from Self-Made right now. So shit, you know,
Facts.
you is right. That
Facts.
nigga's a fake. That nigga's a fake activist right there. He ain't never purchased nothing from a black man business. That nigga be lying
Right.
to y'all.
Atlanta has
Yeah.
no black owned
You don't
businesses.
support black-owned businesses?
Nah, that
Like,
nigga go to what's that little suit place? Suits you to go get his suits. He don't go to sell.
Oh, that's crazy, Swiper.
So who?
Fake
That's
activist.
crazy.
Chisu, Cyber
Yeah,
Chisu.
that
I don't
nigga
know.
over there.
Who's
That nigga
that?
over there.
You mean
Chisu,
Brooks? You
Chisu.
mean
He
Brooks
going to all
Brothers?
them goddamn Bad Bunny concerts, but he can't go to Self-Made and get a real suit. Fake ass.
We've already had conversation about. We were supposed to have suits made for LA, but you know, apparently, you know,
Ain't no we. Ain't no we in this, nigga.
You don't have you haven't bought nothing from Self-Made.
You don't know
All right,
what I'm.
y'all. We
Man,
about
y'all
to
ain't
get up
cool,
out of
man.
here. Make sure
Jordan,
you
you think
download
black ministers
Splash
are
Sports.
DEI, so you wouldn't buy from them anyway. So shout out to you, though, bro.
Maybe.
Download Splash Sports. Join the winner's circle. Also, make sure to tap in to the press box Sunday morning, 11 a.m., especially if you want to see 3 big blockheads. We'll see you guys there.